that table if I have to use the other character sheet for
Oh,
all the
wild
fun.
magic, okay. Well, welcome everybody. This is Dungeons & Dragons for Absolute Beginners, the campaign called Courage and Chaos. All of you were Absolute Beginners just 16 episodes ago in that big room. Absolute Beginners for D&D, and now here we are. I would say that you are now early intermediate players, and you've learned things a bit at a time. So the whole point of Courage and Chaos is, and by spreading these videos that we're recording, is to inspire people to do what we're doing right here. Play D&D for the first time, and inspire DMs to teach D&D for the first time. We really want to leave nobody behind, and there's no dumb questions. Any question that you have, please continue to voice it, continue to explain things to each other. Let's go and remind each other of rules. We're not trying to do that, to be jerks or anything. It makes the story better when we explain the rules, and it makes us more prepared to play on any table. Because some DMs, are much more strict than I am, sort of in the middle. I want to give you a lot of different experiences in D&D, and this campaign has given you many different kinds of activities, both loose, fun combat, very serious combat, role-playing, performing, puzzle solving, skill challenges, and all that. All these things are materials that you can download, you can use yourself, so I encourage you to be DMs yourself. Use my method, use my all the little bits and pieces that I've shown you. You can transport into any campaign. We were just talking about doing a skill challenge, for example, how to put that into your Essentials Kit campaign. Or you can actually run this campaign itself. So consider doing all of that. All right. And this is all available on Patreon. Most of you are on Patreon. I do encourage you to try to keep supporting me even after, even if you don't keep playing with me, because you can see it's just a really good benefit. Right, so to recap the last scene very briefly, you just got up from a planning session. I imagine you being in a little out-of-the-way room, maybe that school room, that you found with all those chalkboards, and you've been writing things on the chalkboard, arrows and stuff about who's got what job to give you an edge in this upcoming battle.
In the edge, ball sucks.
As you get away from that chalkboard, we're going to introduce each character. So what is your character feeling like as you walk away from that planning session? Let me pull that up here. All right, so Oliver here is playing Saryeth. He is a high elf wizard, level 3. And what do we notice about Saryeth at this
Saryeth is embracing the phrase of "smoke 'em if you got 'em," and he's pulling out all the bloods and doing one big code.
So he's a high elf.
Yeah, very high elf.
Very, very high.
That's right. I believe that part of the plan is to enforce a drug regimen to be ready for the Chaos Age.
Yeah.
I think you're getting started a little early on that drug regimen. Okay, Saryeth, you've kicked us off in more ways than one. All right. Michael here is playing Fogrim, and Fogrim, he is a dwarf cleric, level 3. What is Fogrim you're feeling like right now?
He's like cleaning and preparing his axe for the combat to come.
All right. Very serious dwarven behavior. I can visualize that. Sean here is playing Shudyan. Shudyan, he is a human fighter, a battle master of level 3. What's Shudyan up to?
Right now, the blood's pounding in my head, and I'm thinking about the oncoming fray and the potential to burn and
Oh yes, the
swing,
sort of spicy feeling of that little sip of fire breath that you had on there. So,
like my
can't
own
wait to try
flame
that.
grill burgers.
That's very great. Okay. Olenka here is playing Smaragd. Smaragd, they are a dwarven cleric, level 3. So what's new about Smaragd that we notice?
So Smaragd is just taking a moment to try and do some quiet meditative contemplation to get ready, but also has playing through their head, it's the final countdown, and trying to get that out of their head so that they can focus on on what's actually happening, asking the deity for help, but still getting, it's the final
Maybe that's
through their head.
That's right. That's it. That's your theme song. That's awesome. Okay, Jimmy here is playing Vol, and Vol, he is a human fighter level 2 and warlock level 1. So what is Vol thinking or doing right now that we notice?
Originally, he was looking at his great axe and the guitar strings that he took from the back room, thinking, how can I make this into a guitar to sneak myself through? In the meantime, he's going do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and just looks up.
It's contagious. All right, thank you for that scene. As you all get ready, you know that the elimination show is starting very soon. Followers, Velios is out there somewhere. Elvish Presley is doing some research somewhere. Jop is parked in her lair, so these followers are not with you. Thogrim, I think, Thogrim is with Amos. That's, went too far down the list. All right. So we're going to jump ahead a little bit in the story. I'm going to jump in the timeline, to sort of this. I've painted a little bit of a medias res. This is what the room you think is going to look like, what your plan was. How well each of you enacted your plan, the results of the die rolls that you made that I saw that you did not.
that's
right.
How could you forget about those?
And Alenka with the power of Grayskull.
That's right, exactly.
That very, very
With that-
final
that
roll.
rousing shout at the end. This will be revealed in flashbacks as the combat or thing.
Brilliant.
As we go.
Cool. Yep.
All right.
Can we see these flashbacks and just groan into horror at it?
All right. Now, at some point, you were able to take a short rest. So, in this intervening thing, you might not need a short rest because last I knew, you'd taken a short rest. You did some edge exploring that probably didn't damage you, but you can take a short rest if, for whatever reason, you're putting it off.
We would have had a short rest
think we did
after
at the
the
end of
battle
last
in the
session.
control room.
Yeah.
And
So,
we,
assume your character sheets are all caught up that show if your character seems to need a short rest, now's the time to say so.
because I'm down to no hit die, but I'm back to full health.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
Same
probably,
dog.
just you have the habit of resting a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm just going to use
you
my
got
hit
that
die
over there.
immediately.
Great.
If I can get 3 more points, that's 3 more points.
That's right. You don't want to die with hit
2
dice in
is
your
good
pocket.
enough.
That's right.
Nice.
Numbers plus your Constitution bonus. There you go.
Constitution +2, so it's good.
Good. That's good
That's back to
Constitution
20.
for a wizard. Yeah, nice. All right.
I'm healthy
You're healthy.
For once.
For now.
for now.
As you take this hour, that's what it requires, because you got at least one party member. Maybe the rest of you are just kind of chilling out. What do you do to relax? So as you do is, what do you chat about? This might be the
He's
last
already
time you have a
relaxed. He's already
conversation
too relaxed
before
anyway.
everything ends. You might all die. Something might transform.
Oh, I'm still covered in both honey and grease.
You can clean yourself up during this. Is
Get
that
it on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realised I had Shmorag all like that. Oh, yuck.
Put the goblin clothes.
That'll stop
just
the blood
stick
from
'em
sticking.
to-
Just like,
Yeah.
just like that.
You
Does
better
anyone have
whip
any
the blood away.
Cheerios?
All right. So Shmog, you're cleaning yourself off.
So
Is
someone's
there
just got the
conversations that you all start with each other? Yeah, Cheerios. You're asking for Cheerios.
Yeah, Cheerios,
You're
Pop Pockets, just something
Yes.
great good, pretzels.
Does anybody
Sugar and carbs.
help a bro out with some snacks?
I've got rations. I don't think
Yeah.
Cheerios are part of the rations.
They might be.
I have moss.
So I'm becoming part of this floor right now, like I
and
can't
But,
even move.
As you
Oh,
relax,
that's right. We also got like
You can toast
memorabilia, didn't we? You got.
I got the guitar
Guitar
strings.
strings.
Yeah.
that's great.
Give me some
Okay.
boss.
I'm not wearing today, but I had the t-shirt.
Mate, well, we've just come away from a room with a chalkboard and everything like that, and we've all gone, yeah, team!
Yeah.
So,
Someone's covered in chalk dust.
that's right. Yeah.
Is there a conversation? Is some Fogrum? Do you have anything to say or to ask of any of your companions as you're going in? Anything motivational to say or a question? Something you're dying to know before you all might literally die?
Let's hit them harder than they're going to hit us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to die.
All
That's
right.
dwarven wisdom.
I know.
Where did you all hide your treasures?
I'm too grumpy. I'm too grumpy to die.
Is that the casual thing that Volver?
That's
so
yeah.
just in case something happens, where do you have a treasure stash?
Where did you
Sign this waiver.
Last will and testament. You will all play flipsies for my spell book. That's the only thing I value I own.
You can all have 1/4 of my debt.
Of your debt?
Yeah, that's right, if I die.
Okay, good. That's very generous of you.
Oh, no, I thought so.
Not really.
Someone's got to pay.
Also burn whatever, like if you got any gold and you want to throw it into my like like and funeral to take up the devil's offer. Like if you want to
so-
buy my contract,
So
Are you
in other
time
words-
sharing your tower? Your red tower is a time share?
why not?
Well, I've got the same contract as him.
I'm gonna need gold in the
That's
afterlife.
true. It's true. It's true.
I was going to say to burn the evidence, we just burn it with your body.
Shudian, are you initiating a sort of action conversation with anybody during this? rest?
Yeah. Just rev it up. Yeah, give them hell. Yeah, give them hell. Yeah, when you're going through hell, keep going.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Good phrase. You were the first one to come up with that. Winston Churchill stole
Yes,
it from you
yeah,
later
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
This is long before that.
Yeah, many
so-
centuries later.
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
one.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. All right, so your short rest ends successfully. You've done your hit dice, and your powers are recharged. Remember, if you're a fighter, your second wind has recharged. Things like that. Oh, you warlocks. Was it warlocks? No, warlocks. Yeah, you get your spells come back.
Oh, well, I haven't used any of the spell slots yet, so...
Hey! As you're firing up, as you're doing this rest and firing up, you just get this feeling coming over you. You feel that sense of divine oversight. You felt this before, like last time you fought that initial goblin boss. Yeah, you feel like there's somebody's watching over you. You just feel cared for and watched and all that. And
I thought it was an oversight, somebody forgotten something.
Yeah.
and lending you a bit of power. Who here has less than half of their maximum HP?
No.
I think we all healed up
all
last
Yeah,
time
because
anyway.
we just used our
Okay,
hit
so
dice.
all of you who are strong, you feel a sense of kind of congratulations. You sort of feel approval. You know that you feel like somebody's watching you, saying like you've prepared well for this battle. You know you've saved your strength for this final conflict. You know you're feeling like real heroes. You've got some kind of conversation with this deity. He really likes the fact that you're ready for that. Does anybody have no powers that you can use in combat that are a limited number of times per day? Is anybody out of spell slots, out of rages, out of anything else like that?
I'm out of spell slots.
Out of spell slots.
Well, I
okay.
don't know. I don't know.
Well,
You used a couple of
yeah.
your spell
Yeah,
slots.
but
last
these-
time.
I've
be sure
used,
about your spell slots.
I know how many spells I've been used 2 spell slots. So
You've used 2, but you've got
yeah.
4
yeah,
to
yeah.
spend.
Brains 5.
That's fine. Yeah, and you've got 2 level 2
Yeah.
spell slots, so you're doing well.
I'm
Okay,
fine.
great.
I've only used one spell slot, one level 1 spell slot.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like as this divine presence sort of looking over you and sort of maybe caring for you, maybe sort of inspecting you a bit. Is anybody bereft of any spell slots, or you have 0 spell slots or 0 rages or anything like that? Okay, again, you get that sense of sort of benevolent congratulations. It's almost sort of like a teacher who didn't expect their students to quite do so well. That kind of thing. It's like, oh, well,
They're failing successfully.
quite nice. Okay, that's great.
Divide.
All right. You are quite certain from the buzz, and people are starting to move towards the final room, and you knew from Orgu's sort of agenda that you don't want all these people to be in this room unnecessarily for too long. So you're sure that the battle will be within the next hour. That means if you're going to cast a spell that has a duration of an hour, it certainly will still be active during the battle. Nothing for 10 minutes, you can't nail it that much. But if you have an hour-long effect or spell, this is your chance to cast it.
Or potion.
Okay, yeah.
Is that the one
Okay.
with the toe in it?
Yes, it is. No, fingernail. It's got a fingernail.
Fingernail.
Crunchy.
So,
So as you drink the potion of Hill Giant Strength, what happens to you? It paints a picture, like what do you feel and look like once you down this potion?
good question. For
Giant
starters,
thumb.
it's really bitter. So,
You wouldn't want it to be sweet, really.
Did
would
you,
you?
did you swallow the toenail in one
Crunchy
go?
like a
well,
Dorito.
yeah, I did. Of course, I did.
Or
That's
did you have to chew?
Like a corn chip.
Ooh.
It's like eating
It's a
the
fingernail, not a
it's like
toenail.
eating the worm when you drink tequila.
I'm going to say it's probably still something I'm still chewing on a little bit later. Like the drink's gone down and there it is, still chewing, like
You've got
celery
it-
strings,
you've got it-
like celery
Yeah,
strings, still
sounds like
chewing, still
later.
chewing,
You've
still
got,
chewing.
you've got it stuck in your teeth.
And then I don't know. Do I get any taller? Do I get any
That is up
more,
to you,
more
yeah, exactly.
muscle bound?
I
'Cause
think
that
you
would
do.
be awesome.
Yeah, you do. You get more.
I'd
muscle,
love to become a bit more barrel chested,
Oh, yeah.
pecs on pecs,
Armor's
like
getting
those
a little bit
like
tighter.
those cartoons where you've got like the
It's
the
spinach
biceps
from
and then the
afar.
biceps and the biceps and the biceps, and then just across Shmarag's back, just again all this extra muscles just pop 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 pop. Oh. And can't forget leg day. Can't forget leg day. So
You get
Maybe
6
just a
packs.
human-sized
Me-
6 packs.
Meanwhile, the humans are just going, have you always been that tall?
All right, very good. Who else is casting a spell or doing some preparation? Yeah.
I quaff this hot, spicy
Quaff's a good
potion.
word.
Ah, yes, because you finally read the inscription, the IKEA-like inscription that assures you it lasts for an hour. When you have
And
the option to do this fire.
notice that smoke trails are coming out of orifices. And
Orifices.
Yes.
You're up here, but there's more orifices that's coming out besides the ones up here.
there are side effects.
Not there.
All right, yeah, little rings of smoke sort of
Smoking
following you
up,
around.
so I'm blowing smoke rings.
Ah,
in
fine. Okay,
anticipation in
A Johnny Cash song playing in the back of your mind.
Ring of Fire.
I was thinking like when you've got to unblock your
Oh, that's
ears
where the code
in an
comes from.
aeroplane. So when you unblock your ears in an aeroplane, and
Yeah,
then just
and
have
all
like
the smoke comes out. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm casting false life to give myself a bit of
No.
extra.
Okay.
wonder if I could cast a cone
3
in
plus
both
4.
directions at the same time.
Right, now this is a necromantic spell, so false life, it gives you an artificial sort of layer of temporary hit
there's
points. Yeah.
skeleton bones and hands that just like wrapping around me.
Remember,
That's so cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
If anyone tries to rush up there,
yeah, but we've got the others there.
yeah.
Bloody fingers.
So they're going to
Okay, good. So usually where you write down temporary hit points, just write over hit points. Remember, you remember you lose this first.
If I tried to buff people
either
before
against the stage or on the stage.
combat,
Yeah.
would that wear off during combat?
It only depends on
If I blessed
the duration.
If
Yeah,
I
so
blessed people.
what is the duration of
See, I
bless?
don't want to use this.
Concentration up to a minute. That kind of
Okay, yeah. So that one you have to do once initiative is started, otherwise it'll certainly run out.
Ziggy, if we can.
Yeah, this is more powerful than things that last an hour, but yeah,
from
you
where
have to
you are.
choose your moment.
I could get anyone.
Anything else that people want to be casting now? It's your last chance
I
to
don't
cast
have any
things
buffs,
before you're in the
unfortunately,
thick
but
of
I'll
the
make sure I've got the cloak on my back, not covered.
Spiritual weapons only a
Covering.
minute.
Anyone else?
Enhance
Alright, yeah, let's
abilities,
roll.
concentration up to 1 hour.
Ah, what spell are you looking at there?
Enhance ability.
Sure.
Touching a creature and bestowing upon it a magic enhancement, choosing from Bear's Endurance, Bull's Strength,
Yeah, I read
Cat's
about this.
Grace.
So this will be for skill checks. It doesn't make their attacks better, and doesn't make
Okay.
their saving throws better, because different like bless makes their saving throws better, but doesn't make their ability
Give
checks
one of
better.
you a
So
dexterity.
this makes any sort of
We
ability
don't-
check,
you're
like
the
if they
other
want to
one with the
grapple,
highest
they want to
dexterity.
But when
climb
we roll
something.
into
True.
initiative,
Yeah.
one of you will be
You know,
better with me.
you want to think ahead in combat, like how many people are going to be using
Yeah,
skill
we've all
checks
got
as opposed to
maybe
just
one.
attacks and saving throws. So
Okay.
if you think
You're the
that's a
only
good
one who's
investment,
got
then go
plus.
for it.
Given that I don't remember the plan, I have no idea.
Yes, I do have to make you choose before I reveal the plan. The plan is kind of part of a dramatic
Is this a
rollout.
saving throw or a...
No, it affects ability checks.
Ability
Does that include like initiative rolls?
Ah, yes, it would improve your initiative roll.
Do dexterity because dexterity
Yeah,
increases
we're-
our
we're the
initiative,
only
and so we can
two,
choose to go
uh,
first.
It goes on one person.
We're the only
Yeah,
two-
exactly. Not me.
Yeah,
someone
so-
else here.
Actually, no, we're not.
It means that
They-
there'll
they
be two of us
changed
at
it
this, because I've got a pretty high dexterity already, so
Yeah.
we'll probably be ahead of everyone else.
Yep.
And then try and rush the stage.
Do yourself.
If it's about your
Target
height,
has
it'll also be
advantage
a
on
step
dex
roll and then
checks.
to
It
jump
also
up
doesn't
because they
take
know it's
damage
there,
from
but anyone
falling
rushing
20
won't see
feet
it.
or less if
We've
it is
also got everyone else on
incapacitated.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
guess-
additional things.
So I guess that'd be good if I was to climb up on the stage and then get knocked back. I shouldn't take
Yeah, you would
damage
take, normally
from-
take d6 damage jumping off the stage or being knocked off the stage. Yes.
So
Speed that we've would
Yeah, I
be
could.
taken up to climb.
it's a second level spell though. What else is it? My second level is spiritual weapon is one of the things I was
Mhm.
holding off on.
Yeah, this is part of the D&D tactics, is
Oh.
deciding how...
I think when you used it last time, didn't spiritual weapon just come to your aid and just hit everyone?
I don't know, but it's still a second level spell to actually cast it, and then it's a
Yeah.
bonus action after that. What was I just looking at? Enhance ability.
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
to climb onto the stage, does that use some of our speed?
Yes,
Okay.
climbing is always half speed unless you've got a climbing speed, like you've got cat
Well,
claws
see,
or something.
and that's it because I've
And
now
so
got
it'll be
the,
a minor DC. It'll be
extra
like a
strength.
DC5.
It's
I've
only
got-
a 10-foot.
Can you grab?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's 10 foot, so
So
it'll
if
cost
you-
an
you're
extra
already
square
strong
2
from the hill
movement.
giant
Yeah.
potion,
But,
and then the
It's amazing how much that can
strength
slow
on
things
top
up
of
where you
you.
have only
Could you just
DC5,
grab
but
Ziggy
it's just
and
amazing
grab
how
him?
I just
much
wanted to
Like
make
that,
sure
so you'd have to
how
break
much
your skills.
yeah, it would take out of the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it was easy, so
Like
I
you'd
called
have
it
to break
DC5 to
your,
successfully do it.
See, I don't know if
Part
that's
of
worth
your
it because I don't remember what the actual.
I don't remember
plan
what the
was.
plan is either, but we're making things on the fly.
It can
Wait,
only
wasn't that
lead
the
to a
plan?
good
Make it
story
all
like
like
that.
we went along.
This is true. This is true. Okay, I will cast enhance ability. Given I've already got an advantage on my strength, maybe I will cast it for somebody else. Does anyone remember what they had in plan to do?
No.
We were going to rush him. That's
Yeah.
all I remember.
We were going to get up here and then use maneuvering attack to
Well,
try and get you in
Because
you guys
Matt's
in a
just
good
moved
position.
the things.
Yeah, so
I'm
that's where
wanting
you want to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
If the shooting plan doesn't succeed, you'll be starting back here.
Yes.
If we
The
don't,
yellow chips are well, this is the stage direction that was rehearsed.
if
If
it
you
doesn't
saw,
work,
the yellow chips are red faction guys. You know, the thugs with the.
are there any people in
things.
here?
The white ones are silvers, but that's just the band. You know that Ziggy has more officers that you're not sure, but you assume that he has more officers. You know he has dozens of officers, and everybody has to be in here. So you presume they're going to be somewhere in this crowd or up front. That you're not sure of. You just know that some targets are going to be up there.
Okay.
The rest
I'm
you're
just-
not sure
Remember
of
I
because
used
they
it
only did
for,
the stage direction.
Fighting
but
Olgu on
I'm
the
just
other side.
I'm thinking like just the charisma, because if this doesn't work, we could convince the Silvers to attack and gain allies. So we need like to be able to convince them.
Well, who's already got good charisma? Why don't
not
I
me.
enhance them so they have even better? Not
Us too.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
in combat. You can use things like intimidation when somebody's bloodied and you want them to surrender faster.
But
That's
if
true.
you're looking at
Convincing
strength,
them is more
yeah,
like
rather
this
than
is
me.
melee versus parlay sort of thing. That's why I usually try to reserve convincing for like a big roll melee versus
But
parlay.
could it
So I
work
don't
as an
usually
intimidation?
Yeah, it's just that in combat, once you're in combat, people's bloodlust is up so much that though intimidation works according to the book, like you can make them surrender.
it's more intimidation
You're
through
not going to change
violence,
their
not
mode.
through words.
Yeah, you're not going to change their.
Do you know what? I might give you advantage on your strength because you can have advantage on strength checks and your carrying capacity doubles.
Okay.
Which
don't
would that not
think-
then affect with Shujin's role trying to get us up because he's dragging us,
Yeah, he
carrying
could
us,
I can throw someone on stage.
that sort of stuff? Would that all
Could be.
count?
Yeah, I think I would certainly take that into account if somebody got tossed
Oh,
up on
I could say
stage.
something.
Yeah, if you
'cause
wanted to
the-
plow through the crowd anyway, that might be a factor.
Spearhead.
Yeah.
All right.
Speedball.
Strength checks, of course, when you're being grappled or grappling someone, it would be a strength check, an athletics check, so that would help as well.
All right,
if you wanna
I'll do that.
grapple
I'm
and keep
going
someone
to
there.
cast Enhance Ability on you, which gives you advantage on strength checks, so
Nice.
two 20s, and then his or her carrying capacity doubles. So I guess that would be all those sorts of things.
Okay.
Spell slot. How do I
Throw
tick it
me.
off?
All right, toss me.
Done.
Yeah, I was trying
Okay.
hard
Now
not
it's the
to say
dwarf
that.
tossing the human. So, what is any other spells that people want to reveal or items being used?
And it
Okay.
lasts for 1 hour, so it should go the whole battle.
Okay.
Oh shit, is it concentration? It was probably concentration. So if I get hit, it will disappear, I think.
Right.
Hang on. Yeah, it's concentration. So if
And
I
it-
do take damage
Okay.
Yeah.
and fail
As
this.
best possible. And remember, you can only have one concentration spell at a time, so that means you can't
Okay.
additionally do bless without canceling and stuff like
Oh,
that.
spiritual weapon concentration.
Spiritual weapon, is that concentration?
No.
No, that's right. That's pretty cool.
Good.
Okay.
That's
That's a
actually
great
that's a
spell.
good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as in it's shit good.
Yeah.
Not shit. Shit hot.
Okay.
Shit hot.
So-
That's the word I
Okay.
wanted.
So here's a scene as it might be in the middle of the action, where here you all are, like I've described the stage, the 10-foot stage. That box in the middle is a altar. This
Covered in
is something
beer
where I'll
cans,
show the, let me
melted
show the battle map.
wax, all that sort of stuff.
That's right. So,
A
but
piano on one side, I think.
underneath this box, or underneath the crap that you just described, the wax and blood and all the shit smeared on it, is a very nice marble altar. It's got lots of words and inscriptions on it, but they're mostly covered by soot and all the blood and all that stuff. There's also these weird purple vines that are kind of grown up from underneath. Like underneath are sort of like these pulsing purple vines are sort of clutching the bottom of it. It's pretty substantially large, right? So it could be squatted behind. It could be used as kind of a cover, you think, when you're looking at this tactically. I already mentioned the stage being 10 foot tall. The whole ceiling itself is maybe a 30-foot ceiling.
10 meters.
So this, if you're thinking of going up high, and the blue stuff is a crowd that will be more or less impenetrable as far as you can tell. Your default is I would ask you to start initiative by placing yourself back here, but again, we have that plan that may do it. And of course, the purple skull is the boss in the middle. Okay, so we will roll initiative now because this might change the context of what happens next. So you all roll initiative, and I will start writing it down this way.
19.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh wait, you
10.
gotta take away your initiative or add it in.
What are you playing?
The initiative on there.
Yeah.
So you've got -1.
Yes, that's why I called out 9.
Oh, I thought you said 19. I'm thinking
Not
second.
me.
No, I'm on a
I know how to read numbers.
14.
All right, let's go around with you.
Sorry, it was actually 18, not 19.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go. So, right. So
You've still got higher than most of us.
okay, 18. Fogrim.
14.
Shudian. 14. Roll.
4. I don't know. I had to speak
No.
out of something.
I said yes.
6.
Oh.
6.
Don't you have a initiative buff on that one as well?
I just want to take the time to say, I think that you've had shit initiative this entire campaign.
And yet it's worked out well.
It has worked out all right, I know, so this can only be a good thing.
And of course, the enemies
Sorry,
will have
I-
an initiative, which will be revealed in time. You don't know how fast or slow the enemies will be. Okay.
Probably faster than Bolt.
Probably faster than all of us.
All right. So we will do. Okay. Reveal this and
25
this. So. We're doing a set scene and then the twist where we reveal the results of the edge. All right. So, You all did D20 rolls last session to support your plan. This determines how well your preparations for the battle went. And low rolls will mean that parts of your plan will go bad. Your whole plan may fall apart, and you won't reduce the enemies the way that you expect, and you'll have a very hard battle. Your main plan is to unleash chaos energy into this entire area. You anticipate the Silver faction will be very sensitive to chaos energy. So you're hoping that when the chaos energy floods in, the Silver faction being the ones that use the silver visors, they're tapping into chaos energy all the time. Their minds are a bit scrambled. So you think that sudden extra dose it will tip them over some sort of edge. They may freak out entirely. They may attack each other. They may get delusional, attack the Reds, and start a civil war that way. Any one of those would mean they don't attack you so much. So it'd be a great way to reduce this, because you can tell from the composition there's going to be that equal number of silvers and reds. Certainly up on stage there are, and those fuckers hit hard. So it'd be great to have them freaked out. So you're counting on a few things, for which your die rolls will determine success, right, to make this plan. One is the chaos energy. You're counting that it'll have that effect on the silvers. Are you right about the chaos energy itself? Another is that the way you unleash the energy is a plan that needs to work. That has to do with Orgu. So Orgu is a lieutenant of Ziggy. You know that he can be swayed to rebel against Ziggy. You know that he's got a lot of internal conflict. He's been intimidated by Ziggy into doing Ziggy's bidding, or some laziness, some greed, some addiction that have kept him on Ziggy's side. But you think he can be swayed to rebel and join your side. He certainly has said that he wants to help you. You just don't know how bold he's willing to be and put himself at risk. If you can get him to fully rebel and not get discovered by Ziggy in the course of this rebellion, he can operate a remote bot. He has a facsimile of himself that's a robot that can travel to a huge chaos shard that is nearby. These things are stuck in the ground, it's been excavated, it's nearby. It's in the Cobalt Cave, which you know very well. You haven't seen it, but you know it's right on the other side of a door that has never been opened. This thing has to be a bot that does it, because the shard is so large, it's just like uranium. You're getting close to it. It has a terrible effect on a mind. So Orgu will use that bot to approach the shard. When he approaches, he'll remove from the shard a metal dish that Orgu put onto that shard. That dish points most of the chaos energy in a beam going northward, sort of diverting that energy, meaning there's not as much energy flooding this area. Removing that dish that the plan is will make that shard again sort of radiate that chaos energy in all directions. So you want to coordinate this timing. The timing when you want to unleash this chaos energy should be at the best time. You want to be able to get in position on the battlefield at a better spot. You want to be unaffected by the chaos energy yourselves. These are all things that the rest of you are doing various jobs to assure that. Smaragd has the most crucial job of preparing Orgu mentally to be brave enough to rebel against Ziggy, keep his shit together when the chaos energy hits him. He's addicted to using the silver visor to consume shards. He used to do that. He's been rehabbing himself lately away from doing that. So he's kind of fragile. So Smaragd, your job has been to make him strong in his resolve against Ziggy and to resist doing something regrettable. Now, how well did all these things work? We will find out next. All right, let's start with Fogrim.
Oh, shit.
Fogrim. The plan was you were going to deal with Ziggy's threat to Orgu. You saw a conversation. Ziggy threatened Orgu and said, "Mate, you have to take a Chaos Shard. I want to see those eyes glowing because I want you to be fired up for this particular show." So you knew, though, that doing this, Orgu taking this shard, would plunge him into addiction, and we know that shard drives everybody crazy. You think Orgu is especially vulnerable to this. It'd make him an unreliable ally. So you worked with Orgu on a way that looked like he consumed a ripe shard to fool Ziggy. You had a version of thaumaturgy that would make his eyes glow, and charcoal to make him look burned. You also gave him a gem that looks like what you called a used-up shard, used-up chaos shard, and again, all these things to fool Ziggy. All right, so that was your plan.
It was a very convincing one, actually.
It was very convincing. That's right. It looks just like one, like a chaos shard. I'm going to use my DM plot camera to show you something that maybe as characters you don't know, but for dramatic purposes, I'll let you see it anyway. So we're going to zoom in on a scene in Orgu's workshop. Fogrim, you did all the things I described. You made the eyes glow. That seemed to work fine. You positioned that stuff and you left the workshop because Ziggy's coming soon. So the camera reveals Orgu is sitting there with his eyes glowing, looking a little bit nervous. he picks up that fake chaos shard and says, what was I supposed to do with this thing? Like Fargrim said it was supposed to look like a used up chaos shard, but there's no such damn thing. Like when you use a shard, it gets destroyed in the visor. So there's no such thing as a used up chaos shard. Well, I don't know. I'll just keep it here. I reckon it'll help Ziggy, believe that shards just don't scare me anymore. So okay, I'll just do that. I'll just play around with it. I guess maybe that's what he meant. So Orgu is there with his glowing eyes as Ziggy comes in. Oh yeah, ready for the show, Orgu. All right, let me see those beautiful eyes. And Ziggy sits down. He's got half of his metal gear on. He's kind of twitchy. You can see that white powder still underneath his face. He's sort of like, just kind of aggressive, like he's firing himself up before the show. And he looks into Orgu's eyes. And Orgu, looks at him and says, yeah, I feel fucking great. Oh, wow, shard. Oh, man, I should never have stopped using Chaos Shards, Ziggy. I mean, buddy, I took that. This one I took, it was ripened by someone who watched these amazing stage light shows, right? So I'm just so stoked, to make this show just the best yet, Ziggy. And he plays around with that fake Chaos Shard on the table, sort of playfully, sort of tossing it around, trying to demonstrate that he's not afraid. But will Ziggy be fooled by this display? The dice will decide that. So Fargrim, you used your spell attack bonus as your skill, and that is something you have a +5 in. You got an added bonus on your roll of +2 because you had those gems that looked like a used up Chaos Shard. But as we know from the story, that wasn't quite right. There's no such thing. Orgu instead said, well, it can't be a used up shard. Shards get destroyed, but I'll just pretend it's a raw Chaos Shard. Maybe that'll help. So I bumped that +2 back down to a +1 because that was a little bit of a missed opportunity on the plan. But that's fine. Still +1 because it's still kind of convincing. Orgu's using it as a prop. All right, so we got +1 from that. Now to help out the lead roller, Smaragd, to succeed in their big roll, the DC that you have to meet to contribute substantially is a 15. DC is a 15. So the die roll that I'm going to reveal needs to be at least a 9 to get to that. Right? It has to be at least a 9. Now to help Smaragd a lot, your die roll needs to be at least a 14.
Okay.
So I'm going to get the thing ready.
Jesus Christ.
That. Okay. Your roll was?
Oh! That's terrible.
A 2.
Oh,
For those of you on camera, a 2.
God.
Yes.
I'm sorry, okay.
Well, it's the dice. You don't need to apologize for the dice. Nobody's really in control. You think you are, but the dice had a plan. That's okay. It's just one piece of the plan. So here's what happened as a result of that bad luck. That's okay. It's okay. It's inevitable that some of these fail.
Sheet out now.
And so Ziggy is like, oh yeah, right on, man. It's good to see you on the gear. Yeah, right on. Hey, whoa, hey, is that a He-Man figure? Oh yeah. So over there on your bookshelf. What is it? Yeah, over there on your bookshelf. So he gets up and goes over and looks at like a little figure of He-Man. And it's like, oh yeah, that thing, yeah. My girlfriend was really she's in She-Ra, and I had a He-Man costume, right? So I had this barbarian mead, and we had this big horse skin in front of a bonfire, and I was like, yeah. I don't need to hear another sex story from you. Thanks, Orgu. Okay, that's great. Ziggy sort of gets up and looks at, yeah, He-Man, yeah, like the hero that was risen to a god, right? Yeah. Oh man, too bad what happened to him. Orgu's like, what happened to He-Man? It's like, oh. Yeah, no, I knew a dude named Darren. He learned all kinds of secret shit from a devil. And he told me some secrets. He-Man is dead. No. Yeah, man. Gods die, yeah. When they don't have enough followers, yeah, that kind of shit happens. Yeah, well, Ziggy, that's a cool story, bro. All right, well, I think we should get ready for the show. And Ziggy says, yeah, no hurry, all right. Now, right, you got He-Man, so you must have yeah, oh, there he is. It's my man Skeletor, right? Yeah, right on the other shelf, yeah. Oh, this is the shit, man. Skeletor, man, he knew how to get it done. He's not dead. Oh, yeah, well, I doubt that. He must have lost his followers at the same time that He-Man died. Nah, man. Evil outlasts good, baby. Yeah. Hey, let me show you a trick that Darren taught me. It works with any Skeletor action figure. See, he gets done. Right, when you hold it like this, right, man? And you crush the skull. And you say this word in Infernal, it casts a little spell like a prize, like this, and he cracks it. And your Orgu kind of twitches like this obviously a collector's item, that just got destroyed. He crushes the sadistic grin at Orgu as he does it. He says something in Infernal. Ziggy's eyes sort of gleams as,
Can I know what it says?
no, this is DM. DM's eyes gleam. He said, oh, yeah, cast the spell Detect Magic. Hey, far out, man. And Orgu starts looking nervous. Oh, yeah, well, Ziggy, look over there. Oh, I got all kinds of magical shit. That's going to glow real good. Well, I got to go. So Ziggy turns to Orgu and goes, no, we got time, baby. Let's smoke some... What the fuck? As he looks at Orgu. Nice. Ziggy's looking at Orgu intently. Orgu, that glow in your eyes is illusion magic. Yeah? And that thing on your desk, that's not a real chaos shard, man. Are you fucking trying to fool me, asshole? And Orgu looks very intimidated. Orgu protests, but this argument escalates over time, and Ziggy starts getting more and more intense and intimidating. You're going to fucking spark up right now, Orgu, and I'm going to watch. And here, I even picked out the right shard for you, man. Picks it out, holds it in front of Orgu. It's a glowing shard. It's glowing this violent blood red color. And Orgu, he looks at it just like his eyes sort of fixate on it. He looks terrified, but he also looks kind of hungry, like the sort of hunger comes into his eyes as it's being dangled in front of him. This gleam of addiction and terror kind of mixing together of him giving in. Ziggy pulls out a dagger with one hand and pulls out this gold coin, a perfect gold coin, and it glows with this red sigil in the other as he stares. And Ziggy says with this deadly look, fucking take it. Orgu puts the blood red shard into the silver visor that he has. He puts the visor on his head. That silver light is behind that visor. Smoke is rising up from behind the visor as the silver light is being blasted into Orgu's eyeballs. And the visor drops. Orgu opens his eyes, and they're that same blood red color. He starts breathing really hard. He gets up, he starts pacing around. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. He looks around, he unlocks one of his chests, he pulls out this wicked-looking axe. The axe is covered with black sap. And he says in his maniacal voice, I'm sorry for tricking you, Ziggy, but one thing I said was true. It really does feel fucking great to be back on swords. I can't remember why I ever stopped. Yeah! Orgu says, let's do some chopping, my friend. Just like the old days. But first I have a few things to do. Ziggy says, you know what, mate? I trust you completely now, right? I know that look. You won't be able to stay off the stage. It's time for a violent duet, yeah? One goes, oh yeah, fuck yeah. But you're wrong about something, Ziggy. He-Man is dead. That makes me the new He-Man. yeah, I'm the new He-Man. Fuck yeah, I have the power. He runs out of the room.
They're all bad.
So,
I know something I'm going to say.
Due to some bad luck, you're going to add 1 to this big roll coming up. The big roll coming up has many contributors, so Schmar's roll is going to add 1 due to that influence.
Well, I hope you rolled a bit more than the 2.
All right, Orgu leaves. That was the DM's plot camera. Now to follow Orgu from this point on, we need another way to know what he's up to, and that's where the red mirrors come in. Sorry, that's prepared. Sorry, prepared some red mirrors, or did he? All right. Sorry.
I'm hoping we don't.
I'm just waiting.
So the plan was to attune these 2 red mirror fragments you had, so you can communicate with Orgu like a 2-way walkie-talkie. So you grabbed the 2 fragments, and you squeezed them so hard they cut into your hands. You knew they needed blood, so they absorbed your blood. You knew that you could smash them together and get them to look through each other's eyes, basically. I
think I threatened them.
Yes, you did. Yeah. So you knew that normally they required the sacrifice of blood of an unwilling participant in order to work, but you overpowered that with you used your religion. You knew some chants in Infernal. You knew some things to cite, and you commanded them in Infernal to obey you. You really dominated them with all the knowledge that you had there. And yes, don't fuck with me or you will regret it. I think was one of the lines that I remembered that I saw in the recording as I reviewed this plan. Okay. So you squeeze like that, you fucking regret this doesn't work. You put them together, you pull them apart. It works. All right, you can see through the 2 mirrors. Yeah, you can see and sort of hear. So they're like walkie-talkies. Good job. All right. So Orgu, you gave 1 to Orgu. This is before the scene with Ziggy. I'm jumping around the timeline. So you gave 1 to Orgu before that scene that we just saw with Ziggy. But during the scene with Ziggy, this shard was in Orgu's pocket. So you just hear a muffled version of that whole conversation that I just did. And yes, you did learn the word in Infernal, but it's a word that is like kind of like it's like an activation word. You know, Infernal's full of these secret activation words, almost like passwords. And so
Yeah.
to unlock this particular power, it's something you'll remember later on if you ever come across another Skeletor action figure.
Okay.
You'll know that. You can write that down if you like. I will make up the Infernal word. I probably can't pronounce it.
In Infernal,
correctly.
I have the power.
Isn't it?
Some sort of
I'll
Skeletor.
be back
Something a
next time,
Skeletor
or I'll
would
get
say,
you
I
next
guess. I don't
time.
know.
I'll get you here.
Yes, that's what you do.
Until next time.
Something like that. Something about next time.
No, what it was? It was the Infernal version of what? Did you know? Have you seen that video? Have you seen that video? Skeletor saying what? Not a he, a she, the Princess Amora. Skeletor. What? Yes, it's the
Infernal Skeletor
It-
skull
it-
action figure.
It's
exactly.
one word that means during an earthquake, coffins are maracas or something like that. Until we meet again.
All right, so you heard the muffled version of that. You heard that Orgu was leaving, so you heard his heavy breathing and his footsteps. So, you hope that he can hear you. You're kind of calling out like, okay,
Yeah.
Orgu, okay, time for the plan. You call like, Orgu, pick up. Orgu, pick up. You sort of
Orgu,
saying, yeah.
Orgu,
Because you think
fuck.
if he picks up, you might be able to talk him down. You have an idea of what's happened, but you might be able to talk him down. You might keep him on plan anyway. He's crazy with bloodlust. But,
Two high people having a conversation with each other on
Yes,
Skype.
this is gonna go
All of
on.
a sudden you hear, I have the power coming through the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've lost him.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Orgu answers the
Keep
phone.
your shit together. When I'm high, you're high. We'll figure this out.
It just means that
You
you're
can be- you
operating
can
on
pretend
the
to be
same
Skeletor.
plane of existence.
That's right, man. That's right.
You'll be able to get through to
He's
him.
on uppers and I'm on downers.
So,
Yeah, but you'll be able to get through to him.
so let's go back to the way you tune these mirrors. That's the key thing. So use your skill religion. You have a +5 in religion. That's good. I give you an added bonus on your roll of +2 because you used your infernal. You've cut yourself with these fragments before. You've got the scars to show it. So that definitely added to your chance of success there. And to help out Smaragd in their big roll, you have to reach a DC of 15 as usual. So the die roll that I reveal has to be at least an 8 to help out substantially.
Okay.
To help Smaragd a lot, your die roll needs to be at least a 13.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
Power of hell, please help me.
It's already something that's...
Your roll was a
Yeah.
5.
Yep. Fucking knew it. I knew you did badly.
Well, look, at least we got the 8, right? That's 2 points.
Just trying to talk to you.
No, yeah. Your roll was 5. So this needed to be an 8. So it's not
Oh,
needed to
so-
add up to an 8. So I did the math for you to make it more
so-
dramatic. I do the math ahead of you. Like if the die rolls in what I said, you don't get that.
So
math.
yours
So
needed to be 5, and we got a 2. We've been
yeah, it
short by
needed
3.
to show an 8
both
or
times so
higher
far.
to help a lot.
The mirror just turns out and I turned over like, I'm not going to tell him this. Fine.
You put it back in your...
There's still
Yeah.
just some static.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Yeah,
like,
you look at the mirror.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, you look at the mirror fragment, you're hoping to see Orgu, and you see a face.
Yeah.
It's the Chain Devil's face.
I'm like, oh. Orgu, what happened?
You look so different.
Sorry. He says, it's how good to see you here. Don't
You're not Orgu.
don't fuck with me or you will regret it. I cannot help but take that personally. Sorry. I mean, I know you are trying to talk to the mirrors, but still.
Just like stop on the ground and walk away. Ignoring.
it reappears in your hand.
He throws it over to me.
Yeah, as you do that, like it reappears in your hand. It's like, oh, and like now his face is very mad. It's like, you are fucking with me. Sorry, you are to listen to me.
Roll raspberry and throw again.
It just
Start damaging
boomerangs
you.
back.
Yeah. you feel this pain in your head as it appears in your hand again. You are cutting corners, Arya. Listen to me. You cut corners like you cut your own hands. You do not take the unwilling blood of another. If I were in a better mood and I had more respect from you, I might let your little infernal harangue do the job. But instead, I'm going to teach you something that you need to know if we are continuing to work together. To advance in hell, Saryeth, being willing to suffer your own pain is just the start. True power comes when you are willing to make others suffer pain, even those that your sense of good tells you you do not deserve the pain. You must strangle that sense of good, Saryeth. Maybe this little setback in your plan will help you remember this lesson. And the mirror goes blank. You only see your own reflection.
Asshole.
I heard that! No. All right, because you're under the DC due to bad luck with the devil's mood and being unwilling to be evil enough, perhaps, in your preparation, you'll add just 1 to the big roll coming up. But good try. It was the dice. It was the dice. Bad luck. Okay. Let's continue. So the call goes out. It's definitely time to go to the show. You've cast your spells. You're moving in with the crowd. Yeah, things have not gone so well so far, but you can still recover this plan. No problem. All
I
right.
don't even remember what my part was.
So you disguise yourselves as red and silver idiots. It's the easiest way to mix into the crowd. You move through the halls. As you do, are you dressed as just for fun? Don't think tactically. Are you dressed as a red or silver idiot? And what's like one bit of your costume that you think really nails it?
Is this to all of us?
Yeah, each of you.
Red and a red bandana.
Oh, the bandana, the most masculine and strong of red
Looks like a
symbols. Yeah, that's right. Total bro.
Like
Who else has
Karate
got it?
Kid.
Yeah, nice.
I'm trying to remember.
Silver, and I'm wearing my. I think I've got a visor or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think I do. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'll
everything
be a
is
sil-
divided.
I'll be a
Yeah,
silver.
exactly. You got that. You like push up on your head. You look like sunglasses. And you look real cool. Like those really cool guys
That's
have
right.
really cool sunglasses pushed up on their head.
That's
I think
right.
that looks cool. Isn't that cool?
Depends on where you are in the world. I think.
Fortitude Valley. Okay. Who else has got a
Okay.
costume detail?
I have a silver elven gauntlet and
Ooh,
a ceremonial silver dagger, so I think I'm going to go silver and just
yeah.
try and do the real glam sort of look. So I don't know what I can maybe. Do you know what I'm gonna have the dagger through my hair like
Yeah,
Ken
nice.
in a ponytail,
Awesome.
and then the silver gauntlet, and then just
Yes.
like was it Madonna that did one glove as
Right,
well
yeah,
as
Michael Jackson, I think.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
that very like one glove look, and I'm just trying to be very like that's what I'm gonna. I'm just gonna vogue with my one silver elven gauntlet.
Very good, very good. I like that. Who else has got a costume detail? What side did you pick?
I'm probably going to go silvers, and I'm going to use whatever blood I have to make it like a kit that I cut with my hands. I'm trying to make a kiss sort of like
Okay. Yeah.
face paint with it. Like,
That's right, because you got the drawing charcoals as
yeah,
well.
yeah, just like that cat person. with the kiss.
One of the silvers like, so like what are you exactly? Like, are you with us or are you with it? Because like you've got
It's
scars and
red.
that's
It's-
blood.
I'm
I mean,
red.
I like your makeup, but that's blood.
Yeah, and the reds are like,
The red's like,
I like that.
I was like, bro, are you like one of us? Like, and so like, why,
Just-
why,
it's
why,
just
the,
like-
why the cat, bro? Like, a cat is not a very strong.
It's like sliding back and forth. Like, no sides completely sure if I'm on their side. or not.
Do
You're
makeup as
you're a
well.
tiger. You're a tiger.
Going middle of the road. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else got a costume detail they want to share? Vol?
Well, since I've got my chainmail on, I'll just rub it really hard to see if I can get it polished up.
Oh,
So
sure,
Did you
yeah.
cover
so
it
found
in the
some-
molten
You found some
iron?
polish, yeah.
Huh?
Do you remember how we had the liquid iron in the with the a bandful thingy
Yeah,
hand
that
puzzle?
liquid
We
iron.
could dip one thing in molten iron.
No, I didn't do
Oh,
that.
So you
Because I was
polished
just
up really well. So you found some armor polish,
Yeah,
in
so
one of
you
the
could
storerooms,
have said
really
yeah,
nice and
had that.
gleaming and silvery and stuff like that. So yeah.
Really
Because
polish it up
my deck
nice,
of playing
please.
cards is part of my costume. That's what I covered in the molten iron. So that's
I got that short sword that I dipped in iron. You want that?
I've actually got a silver ceremonial dagger as well.
Very good. Okay, good. Yeah, that's it.
and I'm going to say my eye makeup will be something similar to this that I'm wearing with
Okay.
my little glam
Right,
makeup
nice.
thingy,
Okay, great. Awesome.
but a bit more silver than red.
Okay, I think everybody did their bit. All right.
Yep.
All right, so yes, you're in the back of the room as those disguised idiots. Now you want to get into better positions, then I won't commit now because maybe you'll get in positions. Ideally, that will depend on Shudian, which we'll get to in a minute. So the
Jesus,
the audience has entered as well. So as the audience assembled, Ziggy's not there on stage, but the band of Ziggy's officers are roughly on their position on stage there, and they're singing and playing these chords. Dong, 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 dong. Dong, 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 dong. Dong, 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 dong. Very heavy, just sort of this imposing, sort of pulsing music. And as people come in, they're like, "Ooh, this is a new tune." Like the fans, the idiots, and it's like, "Oh, I've never heard this one before. It's new material, man." So I like his old stuff better. Shush, he slaps. Okay, so the stage is really intimidating. It's all been dressed up very nicely as you see it. The goblins are all coming in. They're all looking scared, seeing pieces of goblin and hobgoblins, fresh blood on the stage. The lighting is all very well done and pulsing. There are more of these Shriner idiots and officers. They are in the crowd. Again, I won't place them. We'll do that in a little bit. But they're not just on the stage. They're mixed in the crowd, and everybody's quite excited and hesitant and all that. And they react to the stage like there's something new. However, yes, right. So As you are coming into this, and just as the crowd's assembling, your world suddenly melts. Like, oh, something hits you. Everyone in the hall at the same time, like, oh, they all sort of stagger and lose their feet. A wave of chaos energy has washed over you all. Out of contact with Orgu, you're not sure why it's happening now. And it happens definitely earlier, than like Ziggy's not even on stage. It's so strong too. Like the chaos energy, it doesn't feel like a pool sort of like filling up and wash, like you sort of expect it to be sort of like a pool that slowly grow. It just feels like this blast coming from a particular direction. Like you almost feel the direction it's streaming from, and it's streaming from the direction of the Kobold Cave. It's like this river of chaos energy coming at you. My DM camera is going to cut to Orgu now. He's sitting in his workroom. He's sharpening his axe with his maniacal look and his glowing red eyes. He's looking into a red mirror, a whole red mirror, and looking over his shoulder. You can see in the red mirror, it looks like a point of view of what must be the Orgu bot, because the Orgu bot, you learn, has little red mirrors in its eyes. So he's watching this happen. He's making a gesture once in a while. Obviously, he's controlling the bot a bit. So you can tell by looking through the mirror that the bot is looking at this huge chaos shard. It's the same kind of black metal with these strange like distance problems that you don't know how big or far away it is, but it must be the size of a watermelon, and it's sort of coming halfway out of this rock in this big empty space. There's a bronze cuff around that shard, sort of clamped around it, and attached to that cuff is a dish. That dish, sort of facing outward. From the point of view of the robot, the bot's hands reach out with this tool, and they start unwinding the screws and things on the dish, and sort of use a clamp to sort of hold onto and start like wrestling with the dish. The bot doesn't remove the dish as you expect. It turns the dish around, so it's pointing in a different direction. Because it was facing north, now it's probably pointing directly towards the Shrine of Evil Chaos. And then another tool, there's something like at the base of the dish, it goes like that, and the dish goes from like a narrow dish to the dish sort of widens out. And that's the end of my little DM screen. Orgu looking through his mirror with these blood eyes. He's cackling with glee as that happens. The chaos energy sort of hits him at the time that the dish turns. He gets hit like, whoa. He goes, yeah, He-Man loves chaos. He-Man needs chaos to fight Skeletor. He starts like pumping his axe. He starts like drinking whiskey and tequila.
I've just come up with a new idea. Let's change Ziggy into Skeletor.
Now, the chaos is much stronger than you expect it to be, because Orgu actually pointed the dish here instead of just kind of taking it off and let it pool. So you hope that just the unusually sensitive silvers would be affected to freak out strong enough now, though, that all of you freak out. Like everybody. You see everybody like starting to be affected. Okay, but Vol, your plan was to help the PCs resist this chaos energy. Your plan was to convince the PCs to do a strict drug regimen to keep our minds limber.
That's right, yeah. I was going to say. Didn't you smoke all of ours?
He was just getting it early.
I did mine.
Yeah, he was doing it early. To be not affected by the chaos energy when it was unleashed. Now, let's see how well that works. You used your skill persuasion.
This actually goes up.
In persuasion, you have a +4 to persuade them to use this plan. Get really stoned before the fight. You had an added bonus on your roll of +2 because everybody tossed in all their best drugs. You cleared your inventory of many drugs. So if it works, it's going to work well for that reason. So I give you a +2 for that. Good job.
We obviously didn't need very much persuading.
To help out the lead roller of Schmaragd to succeed in their big roll, the DC you have to reach is a 15. So the die roll I need to reveal. So on the die itself, you need to show at least a 9 to succeed. To help Schmaragd a lot, the die roll needs to be at least a 14.
I don't even want to look right now.
Die roll is a 15.
Drugs! Win again!
Drugs solve everything. Very good.
You said that 14 was to do
14
extra
help a
well.
lot. Yeah, extra well. This works really,
So that
really
kind
well.
of balances out their poorer rolls.
Not as much as
Sure,
you'd
yeah, because
So
he
yeah.
has,
Not
he
as
has
much
5
as you'd
points.
hope.
No, but it kind of at least negates one
It
of
does,
their
yeah.
poorer rolls.
Yeah, because as a result, you'll add 5 points to Shmar's roll. So everybody else is adding 1, he has 5. The average is 3. If you do just okay, you have 3. So yeah, it's definitely undone some of that problem.
The
Good
power
job.
of drugs compelled.
That's right. You're all
How else do you
high.
think I can reunite with my goal?
You know, some of those concert nights where you just took the exact right amount of drugs and just the mood is it's like this, you slot right in. Like you are just all on a beautiful wave of exactly the right amount of high and the right way to handle. So this wave of chaos happens like, Whoa, right on. Like, yeah,
Down
yeah,
his
I can handle that. The world's on chaotic. Yeah, exactly.
You're still sharpening it.
So everybody else is like
For some
freaking
reason.
out, right? And you're just like, you're staying kind of calm in the storm. These people, as they freak out, it seems the main thing is they lose their identity about like who they are. They get very confused about who they are, who their enemies are, and who their friends are. It kind of scrambles their brain in that particular way. So, friends, that should be friends, they start fighting with each other. Enemies, that should be enemies, start making out with each other. People just start babbling about who they are, which they obviously aren't. But they're all still scared by Ziggy. The little part of their brain still motivates them. So
Silvers and reds getting together for some reason.
so they're staying in the room, yeah. So they're still staying here for the show as this wave hits. All right.
And then they're talking non-stop. That's code.
No, like you see the band stagger as well. It's like they sort of skip a beat, but still playing. No, 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 no. And they're like, they're sort of tripping out as they're looking around, but they're staying on stage. Okay. Everybody's very sketchy and irrational. They're reacting to what's up on stage, not just because they're high, but they seem to be talking about it being something new. Like they haven't seen this kind of set dressing and this music and this mood before. Talking about the vibe being very different tonight. The chaos energy is making people sketchy apart from you. Your strict red drug regimen is keeping your mind limber as advertised. Good job, Vol. The goblin clans have been led in during all this. Each one has a hobgoblin with a banner, and they're all coming in, so they're making up. So these blue blobs are filling up with people.
I'm wondering if they're going to miss out on the three groups that we've killed. So
No, we haven't killed them. That's
before now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's a little too chaotic to get to worry about that. Those idiots from the front caves, they're mixed in. Half of them are kind of aligned with red and silver, and you're amongst them. They're excited like it's a concert, but they're really stoned, like they're being really affected by this chaos energy, really twitchy. Yeah.
How our silver PC counterparts, how are they being affected by the chaos shards? So basically these old ones, because they haven't been prepped with.
As far as you can tell, this beam is pointed at least at the SOEC cave, or maybe even this part of the cave. So it could be that your alts, because
I'm assuming they would have been.
They're here with you.
Well.
They're. I think they participate in the same drug regimen. Yeah, I'd say the drug.
Because they probably would have had their own plan happening. Assuming this is
no. Let's say they're in the background. They weren't feeling heroic, but they were feeling heroic enough to take heroic amounts of drugs. So yeah, good question. They're equally.
You have to be heroic to take the drug. So why did you take them again?
So some more powerful reds and silvers came in. These are the officers' Ziggies. They're here in equal numbers. They had to be led in equal numbers through the airlock, and they're distrustful of each other. Though again, like I said, sometimes they change their mind about being distrustful. But in general, the mood is that they're still glaring at each other.
Didn't they let through more of one faction?
You considered it, but that wasn't one of your jobs.
We were going to try to.
Yeah, that was one you considered but didn't do. That's fine. The number of Shriners here is insane. Like many more chips than here. Like the number, like you realize, like all of them are here. And you look and it's like, fuck, this is way more than you've ever fought before of both colors. And there's goblins as well, which presumably Ziggy can command. Like there's just no way to win against all this. So something better fucking happen here.
Just gonna get that other sheet out.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Orgu and Ziggy appear from behind the stage. They step up on stage. There's obviously some little stairs back here. And the two of them, so that purple skull there is actually two figures here. They get up on stage, and they're standing in front of the altar. They look really kind of lean and tight. They have an all-black kind of military uniform. Like with epaulets, no red, no silver, no fancy stuff. It just looks jet black and very severe lines of a completely different style. But it's like, oh, that's a new style, so I think it's ugly. It's like, oh, black is so unfashionable. The black's the most fashionable. They have this whole sort of argument, but it's just all black. The black ringmail that they're both wearing, sort of it's just a little bit shiny, but solid black ringmail.
Or like
Ziggy?
German industrial.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like imagine German.
No,
industrial.
I'm thinking pull up the hood.
No. I'm on the right.
Ziggy has his guitar axe, his guitar that's also bladed like an axe. Orgu has his axe, the one that's splattered with sap and very sharp. They both must have pale makeup or something's made them very pale. And they've got kind of like dark, eye lines under their eyes. They look very serious. Orgu's beard is shaved off. Like this big bushy red beard they have shaved off. And you just see these sort of bloody scratches, left on his face.
Shaved it with his axe, didn't he?
Yes, you see red hair caked onto his axe. Very good. His eyes are still glowing that blood red, violent color. Ziggy's also got these sort of bulging eyes and sort of bulging neck, sort of holding himself back with his sharp elfin cheekbones there. He's a half elf. Orgu sings. So thought ya might like to go to the show. To feel the warm thrill of elimination, that predictable glow. I've got some bad news for you, sunshine. Orgu's not well, he's in his padded cell, and they sent us along as a surrogate band. We're gonna find out where you fans really stand. Dong, 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 dong. Just this building energy from the band. Heavy chords. Nobody but Ziggy and Orgu in the band knew this was coming. It just feels dangerous, but also like the fans are like, they feel threatened, but they feel excited. They're looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? Both of them have this crazed grin and deadly looks. Their charisma is just obvious, this terror and this excitement. Some of the Shriners are looking kind of worried, but some are kind of excited. You're like, oh, there's new stuff happening. The Reds, they really like this show of power. It's extremely masculine and butch and powerful, and so they're really digging it. But the Silver's like, oh, what a great new look. Like, just the composition, the lines, like this really well-made costume, and the music. They're like, oh, this is the tightest thing that Ziggy's ever done. But they're also like, I'm a little scared. I'm really scared. As he continues this terrifying song, Orgu points out to the crowd. He's pointing to various idiots and officers, and there's a spotlight that's sort of stabbing wherever he points. And he has this vindictive, sort of paranoid look as he's doing it. He starts a purge. He's looking for some sort of, intruders or minions that he hasn't caught. He's looking for you, but also you see him mutter himself like, Skeletor. He's saying that to himself. He's looking around.
You just yourself in bones, didn't you?
He's laughing. Just rub them in.
So where's that extra character sheet you got there?
And every time the Orgu points someone out, so he points someone out, like in the part that I'm going to sing, he mentions different people, and every time he does that, the band shouts, against the wall, and as that happens, that person, one of the SOC officers grabs that person that he points out, puts them up against one of the walls on the side, and they're fans, they're idiots, they're officers, they get shoved up against the wall, blades get held to their throat, and they get sort of paralyzed, and this is just shock, like this sort of purge sort of breaking out as Orgu's continuing. He says, are there any Skeletor minions in the theater tonight? Get him up against the wall. Against the wall. And there's one in the spotlight. He don't look right to me. Get him up against the wall. Another one. Against the wall. That one's too elvish. And that one's a gnome. Who let all this riffraff into my home? There's the one smoking a joint. And that one has spots. If I had my way, I'd have all of you shot. And as that happens, the chords continue. The band up here, these guys get out crossbows and start firing their crossbows at the people pinned up against the wall. People getting killed in front of your eyes. Heavy crossbow bolts going through heads and necks. The other band members up there, they open up rifts and streams of rocks turn into acid and fire and burn these people. Several people are getting just killed as they're shoved up against these walls. There's panic. They're screaming like nobody knows who's next. It seems random. Some are sort of ecstatic, but a lot are just like this rising panic. Mayhem starts to break out. This disturbance just causes everybody, the chaos energy, the bloodlust, this violence. It's the goblins like, this is our chance. And they start trying to stab. They gang up and start stabbing. This rebellion kind of boils up. The hobgoblins, they join in. They rise up. The reds and silvers, they argue. They fight each other. They fight each other within their groups and against the group. The officers are firing crossbows, elemental damage. Ziggy's up on the stage. He's got this blade on Orgu. Like a hobgoblin crawls up with a sword. He's like, wham! He sort of golf tees, the hobgoblin off of the stage again. It just escalates into a riot, and you are the only calm ones in the room. You're like, yeah. Your drugs are like, this is a great show. You're just drinking it all. You're like, all right, yeah.
They're doing most of our work for us.
So this is the scene from the Kingsman, the church.
Shudian, in this chaos, your plan was to maneuver everyone in place closer to the stage.
Go back from it. We don't need it. We just let them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to force you to do it. I'll reveal whether it's successful or not. And so now you can enact it into the spots that we have. I won't have you arbitrarily pick it because it would take too long. So either you can have the spots there, close to the stage up there, and you can just get in position, or you can stay all back here. It's your choice, though. So are you deciding to go with the plan, get people close to the stage?
Everyone up there.
Okay, yeah. So it's chaotic, but who knows which way it's
We're
going to tilt.
calm. We're ready.
Okay, so let's see if that works. So you use your
Should
skill
have been a
athletics.
bricklayer like my mother wanted.
In athletics, you have a +5. You got an added bonus to your skill of 2 on top of your +5. Your 2 came because you are a battle master. You used your special maneuvering skills. You have that wonderful ability to use maneuvering and amp that up. You would also talk to Orgu, back when he was sane, about where the crowd would be standing and how they flowed, so you're using that knowledge. So, to help out Smaragd with the big roll, you need to get a DC of 15. The die roll I reveal needs to be at least an 8 to help substantially. To help Smaragd a lot, your roll needs to be at least a 13.
Sweet Jesus.
And of course, that's succeed for you to change from your present position. Your roll was, he's not looking. A 9! Hey, success! Good! It works! Hey, right on, this
That was
works!
tense.
All right, yes, you use this erupting energy in the crowd. You scoot them a bit with your technique of your maneuvering ability. You use your athletics, you're running and shoving. You're nice and strong. You're actually boosted even more thanks to that.
Well, that's what I was just double checking.
Yeah, if
with
it's been close, I probably would have boosted that up a bit. Like, I probably would have given an extra point retroactively. It turns out that's enough to succeed. So with all of your strength, you get your friends into the right place. Good job. All right.
Good job, man.
So move your chips into those positions that I have on the dots. I do have my photo here if you don't remember which dot you're on.
I think it was.
Yeah, just go put yourself there. I'll tell you if it's wrong.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so with that success, Shudian, you are adding 3 to the upcoming big roll coming up. All right, well done on that. I'm checking that. Yeah, that's exactly it. Okay.
I thought you said if it's over 8, it would be a lot more to the roll.
No, over 13.
Over
So
13,
8 was
okay.
the minimum.
Yeah, it needed to be. Yeah,
13
13
was
would have a lot
that.
more.
Yeah.
But good, still very good. Very, that's what you want to get. Get those 3s.
No,
Smaragd, your plan was to get Orgu to stick with
it's
the
already
plan.
rolled.
I know, I just need to fidget.
Yeah.
Well, he's already sticking kind of with it.
Yeah.
Hopes are high.
Okay, yeah. You stick with the plan despite his.
Look,
Focus
look, the
on
plan
sanity.
is there. The
Yeah,
plan
it's
is.
a different plan.
It's what
plan
we
B.
wanted.
Plan B,
Yeah.
Timing's out, but that's what we wanted.
So you wanted
just
to hold
dodging
firm,
arrows right now.
despite the chaos temptation, despite Ziggy's dominance. Now the original plan, let's call Plan A, was kind of off track, yeah, but still, your influence may be really important. You know, like, yeah, he did give in to the intimidation of Ziggy to take the shard to begin with, which maybe is problematic, maybe it's the best thing, you're not sure. Maybe this is all a cunning trick that Orgu's been sort of waiting, to reveal at this time. Maybe he only seems to be under the sway of Ziggy. Maybe Orgu will just realize at this moment, as the death starts breaking out, the Orgu's got a good heart. Having talked to him, there's a good person in there. He might realize, wait, this is the wrong thing. So maybe your motivation will help him resist. So let's find out. So you used your skill intimidation, and that's with the knowledge of intimidation. So you talked to Orgu about the techniques of intimidation to show how Ziggy has been intimidating him and how he's been manipulated and all that. So you talked to Orgu, of course, way before the show, before he met with Ziggy, to show him that. You tried to get him to resist and rebel against Ziggy, using this. And, okay, maybe it took a little while to stick, but that was a very intimidating scene, as you saw. Like, he was really coerced into taking this shard, and the addiction didn't help. Now the shit's really hitting the fan, Orgu sees how evil Ziggy is, and so for all that, your intimidation is a +3. You got an added bonus to this skill because, first, you promised to heal Orgu afterwards, and you proved this. In combat, you healed him, just like during that battle, you gave up a round of battle to heal him, so he knows that you're good for it. That was a huge gesture. That helped. And your scream, "You have the power!" was absolutely perfect. He-Man is dead, yes, but you summoned his power for sure. So that gives a +3 to this roll. So you had 3 from intimidation and 3 with all these added bonuses.
How's that Church of He-Man that you were going to develop?
Still there. Dead goals can come
It's
back.
gotta-
Yeah, sure. Now you got those added bonuses.
It's
Now
been
all
helping
the
my
others
boss.
are helping with your roll. They're helping your plan. They collectively, out of all those things, give you a +10 to this roll. Not as much as hoped. Like, +16 would be kind of average with the average outcomes for this roll, but some bad luck has set things back. But still, you got a bonus of 10. So to allow your edge to work in at least a partial way. So your edge, there's one level where your edge will work, but a tough choice has to be made. Some sort of grim trade-off has to be made. In order to get that, your DC they have to reach is a 24. So the die roll that I reveal needs to be at least an 8. If it's an 8 or higher on this die, you'll at least be able to make the plan work as expected. with some sort of tough choice or sacrifice being made. With an 8. So it's pretty easy to get below that. Below that is total failure, like a plan falls apart and not even a tough choice will bring your plan back to save the plan. It's not usually this likely, but the contribution rolls have been extremely unlucky. So there's quite a live option for that not to work out. Now, on the other end, to allow your edge to work brilliantly and nobody has to make a sacrifice, no grim trade-off needs to be done, your die roll on here needs to show at least a 15. The die that you rolled has to be a 15, but very possible. Lots of numbers are 15 or higher.
Not as
I just want to say this is something I don't usually have to say because it usually isn't possible, but if this roll is under 3, that means it's a catastrophic failure. It means you failed by the DC -5, which I usually don't have to explain this. It's not usually a possibility, but the contribution rolls were so unlucky. He-Man is dead, man. So it's possible. If this is under a 3, it's a catastrophic failure.
So please just don't get under a 3.
We failed so hard that we killed a deity that I've been running.
I'm trying to remember which dice I use. I think I unfortunately
just
used
in
the
limbo
green
at
one,
the
which hasn't been on my
Oh
side.
god, here we go.
The die roll
Sweet
was a 3.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, God.
Of course it was! Of course it was!
I knew there was a reason
The
you threw that
dice-
in there somewhere.
The dice have told a story. However, your plan is completely falls apart from this point on. You need to fight this combat pretty much as it is. Now, you can win this fight if you play very well. It's just going to be hard. This is a hard fight. If you play very well,
Dice have
pull out all
never
the
been
stops.
on my side.
And you have some good luck would be nice from this point forward. Maybe you used up all your bad luck.
Yeah,
But at least you didn't fail by 5, So 3. If it had been under a 3, then it would have been even worse.
Oh.
And you know what this means?
Okay.
Yeah. If it had been under a 3.
I thought 3 and under as well.
No, 3. Had to be under a 3 to be catastrophic. So you barely got into the merely fail, not catastrophically fail. And you know what this means? That I love when the dice do this, every single point that each of you contributed made a difference. Even those of you who contributed only 1 point for your edge, every single way that you got that 1 point versus 3 points or 5 points, everything that you did, getting 5 instead of 3, getting 3 instead of 1, or even contributing 1, everything made a difference. If any one of you had been 1 point subtracted, this would be a catastrophic failure, which disappoints me because I've never had to play out a catastrophic failure at the end of that course. So I really wish that one of you I really wish one of you had done something a little bit more wrong, but oh well. Okay,
I can't
just
help
have to
it.
retcon all of our characters. So.
All right. Now, the events leading up to this are it's kind of bad luck. That the bloodlust shard was given to him. This huge chaos energy therefore resulted. The problem, Shmarog, what this represents, your bad luck that is represented here. It's not that Orgu is not boosted enough with your motivation to not be intimidated. You find that your little motivational speech worked a little too well. Orgu turns to Ziggy, shouting over the mayhem and these bloodshot, these bloodlust eyes. He goes, Ziggy, you are Skeletor. You have intimidated me enough. And I am the new He-Man. And the death of the old He-Man has set the stage for your doom. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? This isn't in the script.
There's a script on this thing?
Fogrim. As proud owner of the lowest roll that we've had so far, I'm going to mess with you a bit here.
Oh, that's right. And also as, just the shining light in the darkness that is Hemanism.
Yes. Well, because you had the lowest roll, I themed this whole thing around the failure of Hemanism, because whoever rolls, this is a DM note, whoever rolls the lowest, I make the failure, sort of focus on that. It makes me creative. Like, how can I make this thing fail in a particular way that's very Fogrim-like? So, I'm going to mess with you.
All right.
Your He-Man bag of holding.
Oh, fuck no.
It buzzes at your side. Out of its mouth, something metallic pops, like whirling blades. They cut you a little bit. They cut the strap that's holding it on. Your very fashionable He-Man bag of holding, has a picture of He-Man on it. You've been wanting this all of your life. This is a collector's item you've been seeking. It was lost for centuries. Finally, you have it. So it cuts the strap, and the blades, it's like a helicopter rotor. It carries the bag away from you before you realize it.
Oh.
The bag is flying up towards the stage. Up towards where Orgu and Ziggy are standing. Orgu, in a very practiced maneuver, who's ready for this, he dives out of the way. As he does, he throws some black fabric of some sort down onto the stage. It goes down and sort of flumps and freezes in place. As he dives away. The bag now reaches Ziggy, who doesn't know what to do. The last that you see of your precious bag of holding and his cheerful cartoon face of that blonde god is when it lands on the black fabric and then disappears into the black fabric.
He Bugs Bunnied us.
Oh, I was going to say, one of those.
It vanishes into
Acme
this
circles.
Bugs Bunny. Orgu threw down a magic item called a portable hole.
A portable.
Portable hole. You lay down some fabric, it creates an extra dimensional hole there. Fogrim.
What's my thing?
Hang on, if it goes perfect, it like explodes into the astral plane or something?
Yes, you remember. Yes,
do.
Fogrim. You've studied this all of your life, and you remember. It's like this happens. Like, oh no.
Oh, because I was actually going to try and destroy it as part of like the fog thing anyway.
Well, you're gonna get your wish. Having read all about this legendary bag, you know what happens next. As you said, when you put a bag of holding into another extra dimensional space, like a portable hole, we know that it opens a gateway to the astral plane. That's what happens. A big ball of silvery gray hole just appears in the middle of nowhere, where the two intersected. And the brief time that you see it, it's just this beautiful silvery light, and it's got these beautiful glowing distant stars, every color sort of inside this sphere, the astral plane.
Disco ball.
So yeah. Silver rays shoot out of this hole, and one ray attaches to each of you. It just flies out towards you, and like it goes through your armor, and you just feel it to kind of squeeze your heart a little bit. And you like try to reach it, but your hands kind of pass through it, like the cord is totally insubstantial, but it still feels like it's squeezing your heart, and it just kind of pulls all of you a step, like, oh, you sort of stagger forward. It's only you all that have been hit by this, and regular people out here haven't been hit. They all sort of sought you out wherever you were in these spots. Boom, you get kind of pulled a step closer toward the hole. Ziggy, being right next to the hole, several rays sort of flew out, and they all attached to him, so like sort of thick cord attached right to his chest, and they all pull. He gets pulled into the hole. He vanishes into this starry gray hole, and the hole vanishes. The cords attached to you, they still remain. They're just basically all converging on a single point, just kind of hovering up there on the stage. And Ziggy is gone. That's the good news.
I win.
Yeah.
Wait for it. He just said that's the
All right.
good news. I'm waiting for the other trivia.
Yeah,
The bad news, back to this very bad luck, Strong's motivation working a little too well. Orgu points at you all and says, "Minions of Skeletor! Kill them!" he commands to the other Shriner officers. He has the confidence not, I have the confidence not be intimidated by you. You're all gonna die. He raises his axe. He commands the officers to attack you. So Orgu commands the Shriners that have not lost their mind, intimidate some of the goblins to do the same. And I'm going to add some figures here. I'm going to change the battle outfit. You're going to basically be in the spot as we go into our break. We are going to go into combat. Where
So should I
Orgu
ceremonially
has, yes, you
rip
can
this
burn
up?
it. You can rip it up. Yeah, burn it, whatever you like. Yes, it's definitely
A small ceremonial fire after this.
farewell, bag of holding. So we're going to take a little break. Of course, you can talk about tactics or whatever you like. You'll be in these positions. Officers won't be guaranteed, so you know at least some will be roughly in these positions, but you're not guaranteed. Some might be mixed into the crowd. Goblins are going to come out from this crowd as well. So think about how you deal with silvers, reds, goblins, and Orgu, who has this ring mail. He obviously he's crackling with some sort of, he can cast spells. You're just not quite sure of what type yet.
Do we still have the
And the silver cords, yeah, wherever you go, the silver cords are still just attached to the point in space. They don't seem to be doing anything. They're not pulling you still. But they're maybe a worry.
I'm probably going to investigate that.
All right.
They could come in here.
So,
They-
go ahead and take a little break,
they
and
could
I will
take
set
us
up
into
the
the
battle
battle.
map.
It's closed up for the time.
There's an escape
Nice.
route there, basically.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Changing plans, time.
so does it? Because I'm not quite getting it. Orgu's now our enemy, right?
Orgu's
That's
our
who.
enemy, yeah.
That's our big bad
Yeah,
boss
yeah.
we're gonna
He's
take
now
down.
the boss.
Okay.
Orgu is the
Mind you,
evil boss.
Orgu does seem like he's more malleable than Ziggy was going to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so. As usual,
think
if you're gonna change someone's mood, that always happens outside of combat. This whole thing was about not changing his mood the right way. So don't plan on talking him down or anything like that. Now it's combat.
He's too high.
So I shouldn't try.
Scroll the
I
ball.
couldn't lesser restoration him and remove the poison that the.
Addiction is a little bit harder than less of restoration can do. Unfortunately,
that's-
it's very
that's-
thick.
that's
So I encourage you
unfortunately-
focus on combat.
That's okay.
tactics. I like having
It
pretty
means I've
sharp
got a
distinction.
second. I still got my second level spell slot for spiritual weapons. So
Okay, all right.
Trust me, I thought about minor illusion in front of Ziggy just as
Do we still
Skeletor.
have our
Just sending
potion
them across.
of
The side
confusion or
plan,
whatever?
yeah.
Yes, you do.
Which
Yes.
is-
So remember, one of you should have in your
Technically,
possession
there's one
that
way to open that
grenade of confusion.
astral plane.
So who make sure
We could
one of you
just-
knows that
Yep.
you have it and
leave.
you're expected to use it.
Well,
Yep.
the astral portal isn't closed.
Well, once you mark up the
I
thing.
think
Oh yeah,
Right.
the astral did close. Just
Yeah,
the silver
but the-
cords
the-
all converge on a point where it used to be, but you don't
Okay.
see the hole
But
there.
we still got those
Just
tendrils linked to us and linked to Ziggy, so somehow
Well, not Ziggy.
Yeah. They're linked to. They're not linked to Orgu. They got linked to Ziggy, and Ziggy got pulled by them, and he vanished. So his silver cords are
can't we
gone.
like? Surely it's still like there, sort of. I don't know what connects us to Ziggy and us. That's mystery.
Yeah, you're connected to a point in space.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Maybe they're connected to Ziggy through that, but Ziggy is gone.
But
There's
if
no
there's
sign
this,
of it.
the theory that if it's
this might be something you won't be able to answer. But will Ziggy come back in this fight?
I'm not going to say.
we could open figure out however they're connected and open up, and then we've got Ziggy in the battlefield with us. But we also like.
Ziggy's not going to be on our side.
Yeah, but he's definitely not going to be on Orgu's side.
Yeah, but he's not going to be on our side.
Does like
He might still turn on us and against us because we're the ones that ended up
Causing
ultimately being the blame
Yes,
for
or he can
this.
go
No,
after
no,
Orgu
he doesn't know
first,
that.
and Orgu might damage him enough so he's just a simple kill after that.
and also like if we open up the ethereal plane, and if things get really bad, we could just like dip. And like I don't know what's in the ethereal plane. Maybe
Astral.
astral.
Hmm.
Maybe it's like what is the astral plane? Is it like thoughts needed?
Liturgy, He-Man's voice.
So let me say again, the time for tricky stuff is not in combat. The way I have a very sharp division between combat and outside of combat. So all this constructionalized rules is all about trying to control the combat. Or sometimes I'll say, oh, you do a
Does
parlay where you
everybody
can
want to
win
get on the
combat.
stage?
So I try to make it very sharp. Like I
Shut up.
found in D&D that sometimes people
Wanna go on
they
stage?
have this mix of like, let's just try to talk away. I was like, after initiative, I believe like you're not talking your way out, you're not clevering your way
Oh,
out.
no.
So,
I don't think we're
and
going to get
that's
it.
just because I want to teach you like
Yeah.
a battle as a battle. So this is I would just focus on winning the battle. Don't waste turns with things that might trickily get you out of the battle. Just fucking kill or knock out. Is
Right.
that's my advice.
Time for fisticuffs.
Exactly.
All right.
Switching
That's
gears
exactly-
here.
Well, look,
Yeah.
we've got this thing of confusion, right? This
Yes.
bomb.
Yes,
So
use
let's
it.
just
Yes,
fucking
we
bomb
need it.
people.
We
Give them,
need it.
give it to them.
Well, Matt still needs to put down the goblins. So, and we should focus on killing people who are actually
Well, if you're on the
consequential.
floor there, you're going to encounter them. But if you get on the stage, you won't have to encounter them. You can
Yeah,
just-
but I think
Yeah.
we should stay away from the stage with those things in our chest right now.
Okay. The goblin.
Well, we can't attack them otherwise. Like none of us can
Well,
really.
they'll be
No, but
attacking
they
us.
can
The
come
goblins
after
are
us.
amongst the
I'm
crowd.
gonna get up.
I'll explain that as they go. So I'm not gonna place them.
Okay.
You just know that that they're either both in or they're each in one of these blobs of the crowd. You saw that they're doing it. So it's a couple goblins. We'll start again soon, but last chance for you to talk more as I finish this up.
So does anyone
so
else
are
want
we
to get on
attacking
stage?
from range or are we going up on stage?
I'm going to go up on stage. Does anyone else
Well, if
wanna
we don't get on
stage?
stage, then we need to relatively stay together,
Yeah.
right? Because otherwise, I can't hear you.
Because
I
I'm
can't
already
touch
because
you.
I'm already there. So
So
Yeah.
am I,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, if I don't,
Because
if I
weren't
can't
you going
touch
to
you, then
give
I can't
us
hear you.
shorties a boost up
Yes.
onto stage? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, look,
If you want.
if we're not up on stage, we can't bonk them with axes and
Yes.
stuff. So
Yeah.
we
But
kind of
you've
need to
got-
be
you've
up.
got
And you
cantrips
need a
to
higher
use as well,
ground.
so-
I
Yeah,
suggest,
but they're not as good as as our actual weapons.
I suggest you can get like I've got sleep still active, and we know how good sleep is. And if I can just drop sleep down there, and then we can surround them and shit kick them out. The hell
Yeah,
out
but
of
as
them.
soon as we hit them, they wake
I
up.
know, but we
Yeah.
pick like one at a time. You know, like jump them in like a gang.
Or depending on how many goblins there are. If it's only two, maybe not. But like if there's a few, we could potentially do that and just keep them out of it, so we don't have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
with goblins, like they've got quite low health, but I think that with the ones with bows or whatever
And they turned up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
suck.
tend to wreck us, right? So you could just get them out of the equation and focus on the people that matter.
I think we might have to separate on this one. Us to go on the stage, you guys stay off to take out the goblins.
We got second wind.
We've got second wind, yeah, but we can't get up there and then
Well, I don't
get
think
back
we should
down.
focus on the goblins at all, personally.
Agreed.
I don't think we should
Agreed.
either.
Because at the end of the day, every time that we have ever turned around and started to hit an inconsequential
Weakling.
We get-
weakling
thing.
people, we get
We get
way whittled
hammered.
down, and then we end up having to just fight the guy with
Yes,
no
but
health
the
anyway.
goblins will come after us either way.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
put
yeah.
Let them come to
If
us
they
on
come
stage.
to us, I'll sleep them, and then we keep
They've got
knocking
to,
the
they've
shit
got
out
to climb
of
10 feet to
Olgu.
get to us, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
think,
they're
I think
littler
we
than
should be,
we are.
I think we should be focusing on. Well, Ziggy's not there anymore.
You can
Orgu is
shoot
there.
arrows into the tops of their heads.
I
as they
think we
climb
need
the
to be
stage,
either
yeah.
focusing on Orgu or trim one or two of these and then do Orgu or something. That's
Yeah.
that's what I think anyway.
I think we need to be on the stage and doing our damage there, getting to Orgu. We can worry about the goblins some other time.
Yeah. Also,
Let make them come to us.
is that the German industrial person still up there?
So that's both Orgu and Ziggy were in that
Okay.
that
and is the,
black
yeah,
costume.
but is the black guy still there?
So that was
Orgu
Orgu
was
and
wearing
Ziggy.
black,
They,
yeah.
that's what
Ziggy
they
was wearing
wore.
black.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a third guy.
So this one is Orgu now. Ziggy's
Yeah, that's Orgu.
gone.
Ziggy's
These are
gone.
the reds. These are the silvers.
Yes, that's right.
And so they were the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are the goblins.
Are they still like doing the thing that like that?
All the others are fighting each other. So just imagine there's plenty of other reds and silvers,
Yeah.
but they're all busy fighting each other.
Yeah.
Are they still doing the thing where two reds stand next to each other and they become harder to hit and stuff? Like, are there any of those around?
Well, I'll do previous. So one thing I say is the main tactical note for this that I'm teaching is to remember how to fight. Remember from previous battles what worked in previous ones. So these enemies are going to be very reminiscent of ones you fought before. So
Well, the
I'm not
reds
going to
get
answer you
stronger
directly,
when you
but
kill one,
that's kind of one of the points of
Yeah.
this battle is to have you re-encounter a different combination of enemies.
And when they stand next to each other, they get advantage on stuff with each other, which is annoying.
Well, if you were gonna try and do something, we would probably want to split the reds and then the silvers. What did we have to do for them to kill them?
I wasn't here for the
Don't.
silvers.
We jumped
They-
around and they got smacked
That
around
was
a lot.
the jumping around was because of the
Trampoline.
thing. Yeah.
Trampoline. Unfortunately, this is one I didn't get to write down because that fight was. So
I think we just have to hit them really
I can
hard.
move
They
I
attacked
like
at
that
distance.
idea.
They have the silvers have the globs that they can attack us at distance, and they tend to have magic effects as opposed to the reds having more physical attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be ready to start in just another minute. So last chance
So,
to wrap this
yeah.
up before we get going.
Yeah,
So
I can use the
somehow we
maneuver
need
attack
somehow
three
we
times
probably
to
need to
maneuver
split those
one-
well.
one
I
person
wasn't
at
here
a
for the
time.
red fight, so I don't really know.
the silver fight or the red fight?
No, the red fight. I wasn't here for
The red fight is just like if they stand next to each
yes.
other.
That's my kid.
Yeah.
If they stand next to each other, they can they gain advantages with each other.
Yeah.
But if they separate, they don't gain that
So,
advantage.
so we have to try and split them up a little bit. And
Yeah.
then when one dies, the little
Yeah,
shard
the little
pops
red
out
shard
and the
pops
other
up,
one
and
is-
then
Does it go to the other one?
it'll go to the other one, and they'll get stronger and heal from it.
Well, did that happen or did one of them not land on the floor? And that's
It-
where we
it
ended up with
landed on
chaos
the-
shards. We kind of gathered them from the floor
The
in the
first
training
one
room.
landed on the floor and then skittered over towards him and got it up. Emerald. Bloody emerald.
Okay, we are back. So, with that. All right. I heard a lot of good tactical conversations during that, so it's very good. Take a look at your spot on the initiative. Make sure you got your dice ready, all that stuff picked out. Get rid of dice that you don't need. We're going to try to keep that at pace. So we're going to try to practice, good, fast combat. Some of this is going to, you can put your skills together to combat. So we're back from the break, and we are going to continue with the scenario that is laid out here. So this is a set-piece combat. This is a big, crunchy, by-the-book combat with life or death stakes. This is a game within the game in D&D. I really do try to give a context switch where it just feels like a separate kind of board game. So this is all about combat, as you've had some great ideas about how do you talk your way out, how do you do clever things. Some DMs do that, and it's perfectly all right. I try to separate those things like oil and water. Like cleverness comes outside once initiative is called, apart from maybe intimidate someone who's really bloodied and you want them to just give up. Generally, talking doesn't do much in combat. So go for the kill on this one or knocking out or whatever else. But you definitely want to get them down to 0. This is life or death stakes. This is a tough fight. Your edge did not work out well enough to reduce it. You can win, but you're going to really have to push your tactics and use those last of your abilities, your items, and all those things as best you can, and certainly work together. One tactical note here is using what you've learned from fighting previous enemies. The reds and the yellow things are the reds. They're the thugs that you fought before. They have little armor. They have exposed scars on their chest, and they have maces. These white ones are silvers. They're in extravagant costumes. They got burned eyes, and they've got burned fingers, which you know are capable of doing things. Well, I won't give you any more hints. If you don't remember, you'll find out. Then, of course, you have a boss here, Orgu, in the middle of it all. So, tactics. That's my tactical note. Dealing with a boss spellcaster has its own particular flavor in this combat as well.
With an
Which you
axe.
also discover some various tricks that bosses and the spellcaster bosses tend to use. I am going to show the top-down map for everybody watching at home. Okay. Now, feel free to move this around. Just every once in a while, if you look up there, just give some freedom. Feel free to scoot it towards you. That's fine. Try to remember to scoot it back so that we get it on camera, but it's not a big deal. The last thing to say is all of your player chips, of course, are there. The blue lines are consider them impassable, though there's always exceptions to anything. You think they're a crowd that's sort of freaking out. This stage is 10 feet tall. It would take an athletics check to get there. That shaded box is about 4 feet tall, but it could certainly be squatted behind to provide cover.
Cool.
All right. Last warning, or another aspect of this, which is a bit unusual, spending more than one round at 0 HP, even if you're unconscious and stable and all that, just more, I'm not talking just about death saving throws, just being at 0 HP for more than one round will have a terrible consequence for the character that suffers that way. So if your friend is down, get them up right away. You don't have 3 death saving throws. You don't want people to be sitting here and not doing combat anyway, but this is definitely enforced by the fact that bad things happen if they stay down with 0 hit points. Not just stable, but back up and fighting with hit points. We are going to start with the fastest person in the initiative, which is Fogram. Now, we'll reveal the other initiatives as we go of your enemies, but you are faster than all the other enemies. So,
Cool.
Fogram, let's open up this can of whoop-ass.
All right. Shit. All right. So I can move 6, 5, is it? And do we have disadvantage or anything to get out of the blue stuff?
No. Let's say you can pop right out.
All right. So.
Your movement has made that possible.
All right. I'm just gonna move.
Is it
myself.
hard for people to
That's
get
good
into
spot to
it?
go.
Yeah. Once you leave, don't
I
count on
can
getting back
maneuver,
in. I'm
yeah.
sorry,
Oh, there?
so that
Yeah.
you can kind of move through the crowd.
And then I'm assuming that do I have a clear line of sight to any of these because they're raised technically? Or-
Yeah, I'd say that is a 10-foot thing. So if someone's like back a ways, I'm just going to kind of mentally do things. Say they might have cover. So you probably can hit nearly everybody. It's just that if you're down there and they're up there and there's like the stage is covering up half their body, that means they have cover. They have +2 to their AC.
Okay. Right. I was thinking of just trying to blast one of them with a guiding bolt or something like that.
Yep, that spells would
can
work. But that's against their AC. So their AC would be raised by 2 if you're not elevated a bit.
Can I?
There's a reason why they like being up on stage. It gives them a bit of tactical advantage.
I'm going next, but can I use my maneuvering attack to put in the better position?
Yes, but what you could do is hold the action. Now, I have a house rule that says if you don't like your initiative, you can voluntarily give up your initiative, but it'll stick at the new initiative. And of course, the enemies will eventually start beating you. So if you have a wonderful plan, you can just basically
maneuver
forego your
closer
initiative
if
and
you
just
want.
declare your initiative to be after shooting. I just basically allow that.
Oh, I mean, look, at the end of the day, I don't really want to be on the stage first anyway.
Okay.
Because I'm going to be healing everyone.
So we'll do shooting followed by Fogram. Is that what the plan you want to do?
No, I'll stay where I am.
Okay, great.
Yep.
All right.
But if it raises their AC, sorry, does AC actually count if I'm chucking a spell?
That particular spell, so the Guiding Bolt uses your spell attack bonus, and
Right.
it does go against their AC. Most spells don't. They force them to do a saving throw.
Gotcha.
Guiding Bolt is like an actual bolt of an arrow. It goes against their AC.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway because I've got a whole bunch of first level spell slots that I feel like using up. So
I know. So
I'm
Guiding
trying-
Bolt against whom?
I'm going to do it against the silver right there.
Okay, white number 1. Yeah, it has
I
a
need to
plus.
roll to hit for the spell.
Yep, you do. So you use your spell attack bonus. It's got an AC that is raised by 2 because of the lip of the stage.
I think that spell attack is 5, isn't it? Yeah. 6.
Plus 5, 11.
What's that? 11.
Okay. Yes. So again, you can either say the total or if you can say the math. If you hear the math, everybody can
Yeah,
do the
11.
total. Okay, 11 is not enough. So
Okay.
it maybe clears the stage, but that's over ducks just in time. They're a little bit fast on their feet. He is. That was Fogram. Next at 14, Shudian. You are faster than the enemies. Congratulations. So you get a turn before the enemies do.
Okay. Rod of removal.
Fire breath.
Okay.
Okay.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Rod of removal.
Ah, move
Okay.
rod.
I want to put this
Put
about.
yourself exactly in a square, please. Try not to be.
Yes.
between two
No,
squares.
I just need to move it because I want to put the rod like there
Uh-huh.
and about a foot or 2 foot off the ground as
Yep.
a step.
Ah,
to
very
get up
good.
on stage for the
Yes.
others coming.
Good.
If they
That'll
need
make
to.
it trivial to go up there. So I'd say there's
It's-
no athletic check if you go through
It's
that square.
also as a deterrent for anyone coming to come up this way. They won't see it because
Yeah,
it'll be
sure.
a trip hazard.
Okay. That's right. So roll a stealth roll. This is how well you hide it. If you succeed, it'll be difficult terrain, which means it'll cost an extra square of movement.
Stealth
I don't like
is
having things between squares. So do
minus
you,
one.
Oh.
do you want it to be in this square or in that square? I don't want to have it between squares.
In that square.
In this square?
In that square is
Okay,
fine.
great.
Yeah, it's just away from the
Yeah,
stage.
but it's sort of across. That'll still be the same tripping hazard. It's just difficult terrain if it works. Roll a stealth roll.
So
Okay.
whatever you roll, minus one.
Minus one. Oh god.
I can't see
It's
it.
not. It's valid as a
sorry.
step, but it's not valid as
Yeah.
difficult terrain. It's too visible
Okay.
that they can.
That wasn't my main thing anyway. I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So that's good. That is an item interaction, actually. So give me the card, or I can.
So we have to move to this square now to get up.
Oh no, it's an
without a-
action. Yeah, it takes an action to put it there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could bonus action if you've got.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Yes, as usual. So I'm trying to coach you now. This is real D&D.
I'm going to jump
remind
up.
each other now if they haven't used it. And remember, of course, don't tell each other what to do. Just suggest it. Say, hey, if you did that, this would happen.
I'm going to use that step to get up on stage.
Okay. All
it's,
right. Sure.
It's the yay height, so it'll make it easier than get.
That's
going
right.
up
So
on
yeah, if
stage,
you do that, it doesn't cost extra movement because it's like steps, and you can just get up on stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So just count out the squares without any penalty.
Okay. Without any panel. Wow.
Yeah, so you're kind of going up diagonally. Yeah, no
Okay.
penalties.
Well, I'm going to position myself right in front of this.
Yeah, well, the first square has to be
Count.
here. Yeah, you have to
One.
start there. Yeah.
2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Right in
All
front of
right.
this silver. And can I prepare a sweeping attack?
You can't prepare it. It takes an action. You
Sure.
can hold an action,
Hold an
but you
action,
use your action to hold an action, so you have to do that next time.
Okay.
in your
No, that's fine.
Yeah, so of course you have bonus, you have bonus movement and all that stuff, but I won't be reminding you to get you trained to remember that yourselves. You can gently remind each other of like, don't you have a bonus attack or a bonus do that? But be nice to each other. Good job. All right, that's Shudyan. Everybody else is a little bit slower. The next is initiative, and your enemies move before that. At 11 is Orgu.
Extra speed for me.
You need to come up. You need to come up.
Yeah, but I'm just going to go straight.
All right. Orgu. He
Always imagine me, can't you?
grabs, he pulls out a holy symbol that was underneath his ringmail. It is a gold coin on a thread that has a red sigil that glows as he speaks to it. And he casts a spell which you will realize is Bless. So he uses one of his spell slots, which I'm keeping track of, honestly. And he is blessing, a glow comes around some of the various officers here. So we have, I'd say 1, 2, and then also 3. It's like, hey, what about me? So this one, yes. So she's the one that is glowing with blessed power. Now, you're not required to remind me when I'm forgetting about blessed, but I honestly try to remind you of your abilities. It'd be nice if you reminded me of mine. I don't blame you if you forget, but it'd be nice if you did. I'll try to remember.
As long as they don't have less on
Bless gives them a plus a D4 to their attacks and to their saving throws. If they have a red
What
ring.
level did Augur cast it at?
You don't know.
Oh, yes, I do, because you said they've done 3. He's done
Yes.
it to 3 people.
Yes. What level does that mean that it is?
It must be 3.
Yes, 3. Yeah,
Okay.
so. Well, you see,
Because for every
yeah, you bless
high
up
level,
to 3. Yeah, you bless up to 3 creatures within range. Yeah. So as a level 1, just so you know, because it's nice to know, bless is a level 1 spell slot. So when he casts as a level 1, you can
Oh, no,
bless
he
up to
does
3
say
creatures
up to
within
3.
range. Yeah. And so just by using a level 1 spell slot is how he did that.
Because I can see it says for every higher level you target 1 additional. So that's
Yeah, maybe that's why this one's just like, what about me? It's like,
You've got advantage on saving throws.
you're fine. Yeah, have advantage on saving
Okay.
throws. No, they have a plus
Plus
4, a
four.
plus D4.
Plus
Okay.
D4
on their saving
to-
throws.
Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Now, that is his action to bless. I'm following the usual thing that he, even though I'd love to do something with bonus action, he can't cast 2 spells at once. So, he is going to do Vicious Mockery. He's going to viciously mock you. It's like, yeah, you're not a real fan. You know, name me 3 Ziggy songs right now. So he's mocking you for not being a real fan, climbing up on stage, you poser. You are going to do a charisma saving throw now, please.
You've got +2.
Okay. All right. It's +2. Okay, +2.
9 plus 2,
11.
11.
Good. Yes, his charisma is not super high, Orgu, at this moment. So you pass, and you are not affected by that vicious mockery as you do. Good job. That was Orgu's turn. He could move, and I think move he will. So he climbs up and over and gets behind the stage and sort of squats down over here. Now he is not visible unless you really you must be on the stage in order to see him.
Did he climb out the altar?
Yeah, so it's sort of a low altar, and so I wouldn't call it a DC to climb over. It's just a 5-foot step. It costs him a little bit of extra movement to do so, perhaps. But,
Candily
that
and
was-
breezy. And
It's only, what, 4 foot high? Or
Yeah, it's
something?
only 4 foot
Yeah.
high.
Bless is a concentration spell, so if we hit him, he has to, I think, roll to
That would be true.
maintain it, I think.
Good,
It
good.
only lasts for 1 minute.
Yes, most combats, that's 10 rounds of combat. So,
Okay.
so combat probably won't go that long. Bless generally will work for the whole
I
combat.
might be able to get rid of them.
That was Orgu. Next, at initiative 10, are the silvers. No, I think the reds. The reds and silvers are both at initiative there. So we'll do reds and then silvers. Okay.
You okay?
Just clear my throat.
Tell us what
You are 1,000% dead, man. Like if they just
Oh, yeah.
decide to attack you.
But
Yeah.
at least they're attacking me and they're not attacking anyone else.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. That's good. Yep. So the reds move into place here.
They're gonna flank you,
I
man.
have a sweeping attack.
As they move in, they
So why?
one of them holds their attack. So on his turn, he holds his attack. The other one moves into place to get this advantage. So when they both attack, they're both attacking with advantage. A nice little trick that they know. You see those messy scars in their chest. They're both bros, and they're like, "Oh yeah, come on, let's do this. Yeah, Orgu's kick-ass, man. I like him better than Ziggy. What about you, bro?" And so they give each other a quick high five as they move into place. So here we go. They have got Bless, which affects their chances to hit. They have advantage because both of them are next to you at the same time. So,
Pieces of,
first one swinging his mace the first time is a 23 against your AC.
Oh, good.
You get bludgeoned for 7.
Oh, lovely 7.
But he gets to attack twice because that's what these guys do with their maces. He still has advantage and he still has bless with a 16 against your AC.
Maybe getting
No.
No.
No? What is your AC? Sorry?
17.
17. Very good. Do you have a shield? Is that why?
You've got to
Tell me what your armor
I
is.
had-
Do you have a shield? Do you have armor?
I just hold this axe up.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, you parry that away.
Parry it
All
away,
right. The second one is going to swing at you. Take him down with the mace with advantage and bless. That is a 24 against your AC. You get bludgeoned for 4 points of damage. Its second swing with advantage comes against you with that mace and bless. With a 16, again, not enough. Pang! So you've always got hit once and parried the other one away. Very
10 hit points
impressive.
just then. Yeah.
All right, all
Are
right.
you adding that D4 each time?
I am, yes. Yes, I'm adding D4 because of the bless. And thank you for that reminder. I do have Fantasy Grounds is doing it for me automatically. If anything, I'll over-apply it if I'm not careful, but we'll take care of that later. All right, so that was the Reds' turn. The Silvers have got a turn as well. This one really would want to disengage before it fires at you because it would have, so doesn't want to get hit. I think it wants to get away. So it gets away, and as it does, you will get you could use, you only have one reaction. You could use your reaction, take an opportunity attack against him.
Well, what about I use the fire breath on him?
That would be with an action. So you can't do it as a reaction.
So
Okay,
when someone runs away, you can take an opportunity.
I'll just give him a whack?
Okay,
Yeah,
use
whack,
your
whack.
reaction to give him a whack. Against
Okay.
Silver White One.
Oh,
That's fine. 9.
Nine?
Well, reaction
No, you have to
uses
roll
the
the
attack
attack first,
bonus,
doesn't
doesn't it?
That's fine, he did a d20.
Yep.
So again, either tell me the total or say a math phrase.
did we say 9?
We said no because it's
9.
Okay.
Okay, a 9 is
No.
not enough against this AC.
Okay,
So
it's
it successfully runs away. So it's
Yeah.
moved
Run
1,
away.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 through Ziggy and onto the far side of Ziggy.
all good.
All good.
Orgu, sorry.
Yeah, no, they're enough.
Good.
Concentrate
All
on
right,
it.
it's exciting for me because I haven't
No.
had Orgu beat the boss.
But I
in a
can
fight like this. It's
at
great.
least get rid of
Okay,
this
those were
concentration.
the 2 silvers. The goblins should have gone earlier, so the goblins actually are at an earlier initiative. Well, it was kind of my fault, but let's say they held their action. They've revealed the fact they're waiting to see what it was happening. So the goblins were at AC, or at initiative 15. Actually, initiative 12. I was wrong. So after shooting, they're at initiative 12. Nicely clustered together for the DM's satisfaction. So the goblins, let's say let's just say, I'll just have to retroact this. All right, so, right. Okay, this one has been trying to hide as it comes up to you. It started off in combat quite hidden, but I'm going to roll its hide fair and square. So as I do so, this will determine whether it has advantage on its attack. Its hide is got a plus. What is your passive perception? And I have to use
Both of
just, I'd say for both of you, yeah, but nobody else.
13.
Yeah,
And-
13.
Okay. What is their plus? This is going to be close.
Plus nothing.
No, they succeed. They are
Oh.
very stealthy bastards. So this one has come up, and you, Orange Book, which one of you is?
Me.
Okay, yes. Attack the back line with advantage on this hit as this goblin's scimitar swings at you.
Goody.
With a 23, I believe that'll hit you.
Yeah, that does.
6, you are slashed for 6.
Could be worse.
That's right. This goblin is going to try to pop out and fire at someone. So, what are you wearing here?
Oh, I've got
You got
chainmail,
armor. Yeah,
shield.
got chainmail. You with the pink shield, what are you wearing?
Same.
Yeah. You're not visible. You're kind of on there. So I'd say between the two. The way this one can actually, this can see you.
Straight line.
Crowd. Yeah, so it goes over. It's going to have to go for you. You look the weakest. But I'm going to give you a +2 to your AC because it's kind of firing through part of the crowd.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice of me? But it has advantage if it was stealthy enough. It was stealthy enough. And it has advantage on the following hit.
Ah,
Oh,
Now it becomes visible when it does that. So imagine that's
straight
like,
to the head.
yeah.
cool.
So imagine that
walking
it
around
hit
with just
before,
an arrow.
it does attack, it'll immediately hide afterwards. So this one, how did I work that? So it was visible. Let me see what I was doing. I want to do this fair. I had a system, which I'm totally blowing the goblins. So,
So is it because we fucked up so much that we're fighting Augur
This is the
instead of
chaos.
singing?
This
That's
is
just
the
completely
clever
ruined your
chaos,
plans.
yeah, bonus to hide, yeah,
Ogre is
melee
the worst
attack.
of the two.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so this one is here. This one is rather hard to hit because he's behind the crowd, so you're in the crowd, so these things do have some protection as it moves. These goblins, by the way, they're moving through the crowd quite easily, and you notice that they're small, just like kids at a concert, and most of these are humanoids. Is anybody here a small-sized creature? Would dwarves are medium-sized? Nobody's a halfling, are they? No. Okay. Halflings would probably be able to, you realize, penetrate through this crowd. Always have a hobbit. That's the lesson here. So this one, is it hidden when it does? It is. It's got advantage, and so when I fire at you, I'm applying that with a short bow at you. A 19 is higher
Yep.
than your AC, therefore an arrow sinks into you for 7 points of damage.
look at
Pow, pow!
Right.
Luckily, you've got a healer on you.
21 minus 7.
It is going to be 14.
Thank
This
you.
one, by the way, has moved away, so it moved away from you. You don't have a weapon in your hand, but you can slap her as she moves away.
Great. I will.
You can use your reaction, however. Remember, your reaction is also used
Just
for
the backhand.
shields. So,
Yeah.
you want to do the
Great.
reaction to hit her?
Yeah.
How dare
She
you.
vanishes, and they kind of vanish in the crowd, but you might hit her as you go. So go ahead and roll a d20, add your strength plus proficiency. So add your strength +2 to this roll against the AC.
10 plus strength is 0.
Plus another 2 is...
Plus, yeah, proficiency +2.
Okay, all right.
12.
No, these things have leather armor and shields, and it gets absorbed by the leather armor as she dodges out of the way and vanishes into the crowd. So I just mean that you just know that they're somewhere, they're moving, they have a movement speed like anything else, so they're within a few squares of where you last saw them. Somewhere in that crowd.
Do you
And
have
that's
a
what the
staff
goblins
at
do.
least?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you do an opportunity attack, you have to use what is in your
Attack it?
hand.
Make them come to you.
Wait a second. So Fulgrim, yeah. So Fulgrim, what did you do on your first turn? There's a crackle in the air. What did you do on your first turn?
I moved and used guiding bolt, but failed.
Okay, guiding bolt. Oh, the guiding bolt missed. That's right. I forgot it was guiding bolt. I'm sorry for my disorganization, but maybe a little bit late. As you fire that, the chaos energy surges. Chaos magic happens. This is for you, Vol. But chaos magic is generally advantageous to players. So wild magic rolls are actually a little bit advantageous. They can be random, but because of the surge of chaos and because the drugs are working so well, you're able to still cast. But the disadvantage is that wild magic is going to affect the kind of spells
do you want
that
me
you
to
do.
bring up the
No, I've got it right
table?
here. So
Is this one that we have to roll something to see what the bad thing is?
I sure do. No, sometimes a good thing. It's usually a good thing.
It's
I
about
rolled.
50-50.
No, it's more. No, so I've did this
Sorry,
thing.
more for good, less for bad.
As that happens, a certain number of creatures appear in the area, and that is two of them. They are like jellyfish, and they sort of smell like gas. They sort of smell like farts. They appear. They have this glow. One's glowing blue, and one is glowing yellow. They both appear over here.
I can't.
And you hear their voices sort of appear in your head, like, "What? Who are you? Where are we? What are we doing?" And they are afraid. It's like, I'm afraid. What's that? It was that thing. Get away from him! So they appear. They try to float away. They're up high, floating away above the crowd. You don't know what they are, but they seem to be frightened and moving. That was retroactively what happened there. Shooting, you didn't cast a spell. Goblins or okay, great. All right, that was reds. Next is silvers.
No,
You did the silvers already.
I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
because
moved
this
the
silver moved
across.
here.
Oh yeah, moved, but hasn't fired yet.
No,
Right?
they took an attack. Did they not take an
They-
attack?
No, you attacked. You attacked. it.
No, I didn't. He did.
Yes, I was jumping back to the goblins, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was in the middle of doing the silvers. The silvers were moving, but they get to move and take an attack. They haven't made anybody do a saving throw. They haven't flung elemental damage.
Yeah.
So this one moved away. You had an opportunity attack that you missed and went back there. And I remembered the goblins hadn't done anything. So I'm going back to the silvers. I'm back on track. So the silvers get to attack you just like anybody else. They can't see you. They can't really see you because you're too close to the stage. They can see you, and I'm not sure. I think with the Shudian, I'm just going to do, so odds is going to go after you. Evens is going to, at least one's going to go after you. But if it's evens, they both go after you. Odds, so it's going to be one each.
One each. Yeah.
Don't you
All
have
right.
a little bit of cover because of the altar?
Depends on which one.
Yeah, it depends on which one.
It's the
This
altar
one,
isn't that
yeah.
high. It's about 4 foot.
4 foot.
No, it's a saving throw, so that's not affected by cover. Yeah, it would, normally would be, but a 4 foot high wouldn't affect it if you're firing over it.
Okay.
This silver, by the way, so they'll fire and they squat down, by the way. So they're using the altar as cover. They always squat next to the altar. So number one is going to direct at you.
Okay.
What are you wearing? What you have a weapon? You have
I
armor.
would be wearing like armor, shiny.
What kind of you have shiny armor? Okay. Well, they think you're not very wise. So the black rocks come streaming towards you and turn into drug powder.
Oh,
And you inhale it and have to do a saving throw, wisdom saving throw, please.
+1.
+1 on the wisdom. Okay.
Oh, that's a 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 2. Yeah.
No, it's a 1.
All right.
You roll a 1, you get a 1.
Ah.
You take 12 points of damage as you smash yourself with your own weapon.
Okay.
Oh,
I will be
help you
down
soon.
to 5.
All right.
No.
Oof.
No.
Luckily for you, number 2 decides to target our other possible, and you look like a cleric. I would say you get fire bursting out of your feet. It flings. I'd say in order to get so, he stands up, gets over here to make sure to get a line of sight, but apparently the fact that there's a big lip of stage in the way doesn't matter. It's unaffected because you're doing a saving throw.
Yep.
Go ahead and do a saving throw against dexterity.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh, not 20!
Yeah.
But 19 because it's -1? Or...
No, it doesn't matter. It's
That's a good
fine. Yeah, that's
Whew,
more than enough.
thank God.
Okay.
That's the thing, thing. My dex is -1, so I'm like,
You got the best. He got the worst.
She goes back and squats down behind the altar. This number 1 is squatting down just like Orgu is. So, unless you have a line of sight and are on stage, you don't have a way to see them. They're using their cover
One
cleverly.
of us should be on either
That was
side
silver
of the
number
stage.
1 and silver number 2. All right. Good. I have done my job. Now it is Smaragd.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure how it works when somebody else is in this space here, but I was planning to basically bolt straight to there and hop up onto stage.
Yes, so it counts as difficult terrain as you move through an ally. So you have to just count 2 more squares.
So 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
4, 5. Can I go
No.
around like that? Because of that
No,
corner, isn't
yeah,
it?
you can't
would
go
add
to
up the
corner,
same
it's
way
solid,
anyway.
Yeah.
It would,
1, 2,
going through it, that it would add up the same way
1,
either
2,
way.
3. But let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mm-hmm.
6, 7.
Yeah.
So if you dash, so you have 5
That would
squares
use up
movement.
my action,
Yeah,
wouldn't
so
it?
to get on stage, you have to dash to get in position. Otherwise, you're stuck down there. Or you'd be in better position for your next turn and get up there next turn. Or
Okay.
it's just the way it goes.
So if I was to dash, I would get a full 10 squares of
That's right.
movement. 4, 5,
Yes, that's right.
6.
Yes, good.
7, 8, 9. I was going to say 10, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to get hit by this guy anyway because as I move past him, right?
It would be able to do an attack of opportunity against you.
All right, 9. I will still try and go here for 10.
Okay. Okay, move yourself there. Yes, number 2 does take an attack of opportunity against you. I believe that the advantage still applies. No, because at the time that happens, his buddy is not next to you. So you realize that you have to have 2 reds next to you in order for it to have advantage. So he has no advantage as he swings at you with his mace for free.
And so what do I have to count? Oh, no, it's against my armor class. It's against my armor class.
Just stitch up that armor and take a 27, which is a critical hit. I rolled a 20.
Of course you did.
Whoops.
All right.
All right. You get absolutely whacked. 10 points of bludgeoning damage. You come stepping up there, Kong Kong running past. As a stage diver, as he says, he sort of backhands deftly like he's dealt with a million stage chargers before, and just right across your top of your head as you go past. You successfully get to that square, but you've taken those 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
At least all our blood is going to like this stage will
You
slip
can use
in.
a bonus action.
Remember
I
that he uses
can.
reaction.
But the only...
Healing word is the only one though, I think.
I don't know if I've got Healing Word or Cure Wounds, but I was actually going to say my other second level spell slot for Spiritual Weapon. And I
Well,
don't...
only certain you can only the bonus action I think only works on spells that say it's a bonus action.
Yeah, which is Spiritual Weapon.
Oh,
Casting
cool.
time, 1 bonus action. So I just don't know whether now's the time to use it or not because it's not concentration. But I have already got. Hang on, because I got hit. Does that mean my concentration for his
No,
enhanced
good question, but
has
no.
gone?
If you can say that you cast the spell after you took the hit.
Okay.
I mean, there's no time. Better time is any.
But in any case, it's not a concentration spell, so it doesn't actually.
Okay. I may as well. Yeah. Have the spiritual weapon.
Yeah, crack that out.
So.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It's going to be a keytar.
Okay.
For this music rock thing, like there's
Oh,
nothing that's
the
going to be
most-
more
the most hated.
nothing more insulting. It was
Yeah.
either going to be that or the harmonica that you blow into.
Yeah,
I can't remember that.
No, the two reds.
Go the guitar.
The 2 reds especially. Oh god, a guitar! Oh my god, no! That's
As
all
plasticky and as colourful,
It's so
cheap
not metal.
plastic
Oh,
as
it's just a
opposite as it
Casio
can
on the
be.
side. Oh no.
Who are you going to drop it on?
So that represents your key
I
wheels.
don't think I
Fabulous
can
color.
actually act with it
The-
yet. I
the
just have it
straps-
appear.
No,
The
read
straps
it
of
through.
the
You do get to make an
tie.
attack right away.
Okay.
And it drops in a
So,
radius as well.
yeah, go read it.
When you cast a fetish within range and cast a spell again, when you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So I can produce it anywhere within 60
Very
feet,
good.
which
Yeah,
is
that's
what,
right.
12 squares.
Yes.
Pretty much anywhere on the stage. Yeah.
La 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 la.
Then so it appears, and like each red, you immediately make an attack with it.
I am going to try and, I don't know, attack one of the reds.
If we hit,
If we hit all
can
blue.
I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Yeah.
all of the bless is being maintained by Aubrey as a concentration.
I was going to try to go
Oh,
So
okay.
if you hit him, he has to make a save.
That's
Okay.
nicely stated.
Yes, yes.
Suggested.
Yeah.
That's very
Okay,
good.
good.
Very
All right.
Thank you.
In that case, I'll have it hover above the altar so everyone can see it. But yes, I will try and make an attack against.
Yes,
Aubrey
That's the
with
worst
it.
image in
No, I thought about it when I got in the car this afternoon. I was like, what will be my spiritual weapon? I'm like, it's going to be that.
Okay.
So, on a hit, the target takes force damage. So, on a hit, the target takes a force damage equal to 1d8 on my spellcasting, plus my spellcasting ability.
Let's do one
modifier.
stage at a time. So first
Yep.
of all, roll. And
The
it is
D20?
a melee spell. So it's like a spell. So it's just like any other spell attack. So use your spell attack bonus is probably listed there with
Yeah.
your D20. Use
Okay.
the bonus from your spell attack. It's going to be against the AC of your target.
10.
Okay, with a 10.
That was so close to being on the 18.
Yes, I have some mixed bags. So and discovery. So as this happens, so as you cast, Orgu point. Well, I'll do that as well. Orgu points, sort of gestures with his hand to the silver next to him, and he says, "I got you!" and takes the blow. So like jump and dives in front, and your thing swings at this silver instead.
Keytar to the face.
Keytar to the face. However, even a 10 is not enough to get through the armor class of a silver, and it goes back. This is something, again, a DM note. This is a very common thing when you have a boss of spellcaster. They can use their minions to kind of absorb attacks for a while. You know, it's just sort of a magical boss ability they have. But it does depend on having minions around nearby. So getting rid of the minions. You can still try to hit, but you know that direct targets on Orgu have this additional little thing going on.
Direct physical attacks?
You'll have to just find out. That was a physical attack that was blocked. Okay. Great. So let's go ahead and move you. You've done that. You've done that. You've done that. That's a bonus action.
Yeah,
Good
done
job. Okay,
action,
great. Okay,
movement
awesome.
action.
That was Shmarag. Next is Sarieth.
Great. Gonna move up to here,
Okay.
and then can I see this Redo here? Like,
Yes. On the way, you can see the Redo, but because they're stepped back from stage, I say they have +2s to their ACs, unless
Okay.
unless
Not
they're on the
plus-
edge of the stage or you're on the stage.
don't
Or
really
maybe if you're way back here, I'd say they don't really have something. So I'm sort of just judging the angle.
don't want to get too far from the healers at this point.
Oh, yeah, I just fucking booked it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes,
It's very
solid. Going to cast a necrotic on
Mr.
one of these reds.
Red.
Okay.
That stops
Chill
him from
touch.
healing, doesn't it?
Why not?
Yes.
Ooh, interesting. So yes, this is red number 1, or is the yellow
Which
chip
one's
number
more
1?
damaged?
I don't
That-
say. I'll flip it over when it's bloodied.
Okay.
So
which
you
one
have to
be
mentally keep
swinging
track
at,
of
Ben?
damage, but I only show
Probably
when
the
the
one
blood.
Both.
closest.
Because I got a sweeping attack.
Okay. We'll go with number 2.
Okay, number 2. Sorry, what is this thing you're doing? It's called Chill
Chill
Touch.
touch.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip.
It doesn't do a saving throw.
Blah blah blah. On a hit, takes 1d8 necrotic damage. Can't regain hit points.
Yeah, but
There's no saving throw things.
okay, let's see. Yep. Secret space, a ranged spell attack. You are correct. I forgot that.
It's
So
also
yeah, the
got-
hand sort of flies out. Okay, so it's got
19
AC.
plus 5 for the spell modifier.
Very good. Despite its increase from the stage, that hand flips over the edge of the stage and hits this lightly armored dude, and it clutches his neck. Black tendrils of rots come out from the fingers of the hand, and you get to roll your damage.
Is it a
against
slap, Oliver?
number 2? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you say,
Bam.
you say it's number 2 or number
That
1?
slap you couldn't do on the goal.
Number 2.
Number 2. Right on.
4.
Okay. 4 necrotic damage has been done
And he
to
can't-
yellow
It
2.
doesn't plus anything.
It doesn't plus anything, but he can't
Gotcha.
heal for regain hit points from that.
Was that
Okay.
the correct dice? That says a D8.
Yeah, this is a D8,
No,
right?
that's a 10. The
That's a
UFO
D10.
ones are a 10.
Damn it! I
Oh,
keep
gotta roll it
forgetting-
again. Yeah,
I
that's
keep
right.
forgetting
That's
that.
because you're all
Yeah, it's good to put away dice.
want-
so
you want these
one nice
ones.
thing speed
Yeah,
up.
I got it.
Put away dice
It looks
entirely if you know
D10,
you'll never roll.
D8
That's
looks
why mine
so
are
simple
different
to
too.
I
me.
know. Unless you've got a D10 for something else.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that worked out all right. That first one's a practice roll. Yeah, I always make people re-roll no matter what. If it's the wrong die, you always re-roll it. So good job. Okay. So, yes. No, that's great. Very good. You did 8 points of damage and cannot heal. So do remember that if that
Yeah.
happens. Okay. Fantastic.
So does it heal if the other one dies? Is that the jet?
Yeah, if the other one dies, he can't heal from it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wham! That was Sariath. Are you done?
Yep.
Next is Vol.
Okay. I'm not going to use the pole that everyone has been using. I'm actually going to climb up onto the stage.
What's wrong with my pole?
I'm leaving that one alone.
So,
I'm gonna
let me slide this.
Yeah.
So that-
I'm gonna climb up. Actually, I'll go across here first and climb
What was
up
the
the stage to
disadvantage
get
of
away
going up?
from
Was
that
it
one.
2 spots?
Yeah,
Oh,
so it
That's
counts.
like
So counts. You have to basically take 2 squares. So it's like 1, 2, and then
Yeah.
you're over there. So yeah.
Yeah, and I'll
And you
go
have to do
on
it-
this side.
Yeah. So this is why it's
But
always
it's
good.
2 to pass through me
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, but I've got
Sorry.
30, so
Keep your chip where it is and
Yeah.
count with your finger because sometimes I have to do the following, right?
Yep.
So say where you want to go. It's just 1. Yeah. So it'll be 1,
one.
then 2, 3 to get up there.
Because I'm guessing you can't go diagonally here.
It wouldn't help really, yeah,
Yeah.
because it's elevation that you have to raise.
Yeah.
2, 3, and you have to do an athletics check. So let's do that first.
Right, yeah.
So that's your destination.
Athletics is good, yep.
Roll
I've
athletics.
got +5 on it anyway.
Okay.
What's that say?
3. 3
Eight.
plus 5 is 8.
Yeah,
Okay, good. So, you move 1. Yep.
I'm
2,
up
3.
here at 3.
Yep.
I'll go through to the
4,
other
5,
side.
6. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the far side of Shmarg is 6.
And then just because I'm going to try to get this through, I'm going to blast this guy with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So I'm going to go straight for him to see
Okay.
if I
Go
can
for
break
Orgu?
the bless.
Mhm.
For Orgu
Okay,
to
yes.
try to
Going
break
for
the bless.
Orgu.
So we're working with +4 on this one.
Yes.
That's 17, 21.
21. This number 1 who jumped in front is a little bit exhausted, and he sort of raises his hand sort of weakly. But number 2 next to him jumps in the way of your Eldritch Blast. That's the bad news. The good news is, what was your roll?
Oh no, that was 21 for the attack.
Yeah, for the
So,
which is no, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's plenty to hit her. She gets blasted by the Eldritch Blast. Do your damage against her. So you're going to hit her instead.
Much. Oh, that's 2.
Plus. Or is it just?
It's just 2.
Yeah, spells generally don't add things the same way that the other attacks.
Yeah,
do.
there isn't a
Yeah, spells tend
additional
to.
for
It's the spell's power, not
But
mental power affects.
big group, but everyone's found that
your
one
chances.
thing, so I can't
All
do
I'm
it.
hearing is that we just need to hit him one more time and then no one can jump in front.
He's hoping.
Confusion,
Well,
That's
we've got
awesome.
something that can hit him. I'm more of a
as long as they're all
blocking for
confused,
anything as well.
Okay, yes, and yeah, remember he's squatting down, so yeah, you had to be in that position to hit him. Good job. That was Vol. Top of the order is Falgrim.
What's the range on the grenade?
You can throw it 30 feet without having to make a check. If you want to throw it further than 30 feet, you have to do a successful ranged attack. It sounds like a
30
javelin.
feet is
so-
6 squares.
6. All right, count me 6 squares so I can hit at least him and potentially. Because how many is it going to hit?
yes.
How many is it going to hit?
It's going to go, so you'll pick an intersection, it'll be a 10-foot radius.
Which is
4,
2 squares.
5.
Yes, 2 squares in every
He's
direction.
5 away from you anyway to get here
On a straight diagonal.
on a straight
So if
diagonal.
I just sort of like holy hand grenaded it all the way and hit him, would it go 10, 10, like that in a square?
5,
like if I
6. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah
Yeah,
the point of story?
yes, I agree. Yeah, so you'd hit an intersection that would include all 3 of them.
Okay, so what do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. That's guaranteed. They have to do saving throws now.
Cool,
Right?
okay.
So, epic thing. So you pull out the grenade that you carefully prepared in Orgu's own lab with Orgu's own drugs and some of your own drugs.
Holy
It's wrapped up with a
grenade.
lot of healing kit bandages, so that creates a nice sort of aerosol effect. So it creates a fine mist of drug effect to everybody in that area.
Nebulizer.
It affects, the cloud temporarily goes far, dangerously close to Vol, but not quite up to
Does
Vol
it
yet.
affect the guitar?
No, it makes it sticky.
I want to ask you just about something. Wasn't there, because the spiritual weapon and also the Eldritch Blast, the wild magic that happened?
Ah, yes, I know. I keep bringing because wild magic is to your advantage. Please, I'm not used to doing that. So yes, that'd be great. Spiritual weapon.
I didn't want to add it because I didn't.
No,
want
it makes for a good
chance
story.
this
I put
bullshit,
it in for a reason. So let's rewind a little bit. So who was the first one to cast spell? Yes, Smart. Yeah, I forgot this.
Probably
I said,
because-
I'll do that
Yeah.
later, and then I promptly
Yeah,
forgot.
you did
It's
mention.
going to be a
Okay.
level spell
Use
though.
that first.
Yeah. So
It is a
Because one of those
36.
stuff.
It doesn't have my
What?
chill
It's a
touch
leveled
cast
spell, so
as
it can't be
also-
spelled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please remind me, but don't remind me all at once. 'Cause I've got
Yeah.
to do these one
Sorry.
at a time with a 36. Notice it's different. Who was it that did this? Yes, you. Roll a d10, please.
Okay. 10.
10.
Do I add anything to it?
You suddenly become 10 years older.
Okay.
You're a dwarf. Ah, that's nothing. Yeah, yeah. Just your bones creak a little bit, so the lines get a little bit deeper. Your hair gets a little more gray.
You were
Did you
under
have to
100
Couple of
anyway,
little
weren't you?
spots.
You get 10 years
yeah.
worth
Was
of
it
knowledge
you that
and
had to make
experience.
a wisdom check, or was that someone else? Surely you're more wise.
Yeah, 10 years.
No,
right,
mine was
yeah.
a dex.
10 years more
Sean
experience
had
now.
the wisdom, I had the dex.
Do write that down somewhere. I know you haven't decided on your years, but it is fun to keep track of how old. At some point, it's fun to commit to the years of your group of your age, because you never know when.
You're
when
right, I
your
haven't got
birthday-
my age written in.
Yeah, just write down that.
I've got my
10,
height,
10
I've
years.
got my weight, I've got
Yeah.
my skin
Don't figure out
colour.
your age now, but just look up later how old you wanted to be, and now you're 10 years older than that.
Are you wanting to do wild magic on all spells or just level
On
spells?
any leveled spell. Yeah. Any
Okay,
slot
yeah,
spell.
that's
Eldritch Blast would
Eldritch
would
Blast
trigger
is
it.
cat.
And is that why yours wouldn't have one either?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
mine's
chill
cantrip
touch
as
as well.
well.
Yeah. So if you'd use a spell slot, do please remind me because they're fun.
So are we wild magicking you?
No,
No.
All
Yeah,
right.
because that was
cantrips
cantrip.
don't count.
So what
We're back on track.
saving throws for the?
Yes, all right. So they need to take, I believe, a wisdom saving throw from your drugs. Yes. All right. This
It
is
is
going
a
to be
mist
important.
of
I'm going to look up the confusion spell.
The land
Now,
of
confusion is a
confusion.
high-level
Well, that's what I was
spell.
going for, but
Unlike the
it's
spell,
mist.
confusion is going to last
Yes.
for one round,
I
not
was listening to that the other
Can
time.
the
not
keeper
consistently
start
forever.
playing
That's
the
all right.
as a word?
That's going to be good.
Try
Their
and-
minds get twisted and assaulted. They get some delusions, and let's see if this works. They have to do a saving throw versus wisdom. And what is the DC of this? So, let's say you. What is your spell DC? How do you throw it?
13, I think.
13. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do a 13. Let's start with one of the silvers. 13 in wisdom. Number 1 does not have the effects of bless, so I'm going to roll this openly. With an 18, 1 is not affected by this. Okay.
Good Lord.
Number 2 has got bless, so I'm going to add this on. Ooh, Orgo didn't bless himself.
Oh, it's a shame.
Oh, 17 plus 4, also not affected. Now the big one, Orgu, without the bless. What is Orgu's wisdom?
It's probably
wisdom
high.
casting. It's a little high.
Is it higher now with the red shard or the?
It's not really the red shards. That he's sort of revealed himself with this sort of bloodlust. Okay, so we're going for 13. Man, you've had such bad luck on the first two.
I know.
No, he gets confused. Excellent.
Does that
Roll
drop the
through
bless?
on a clutch.
Does that drop the bless?
Very good. Let me see. Only if he goes unconscious, it would, but I'm not seeing on this table. Okay, so he cannot take reactions, which means some things. So he cannot take reactions. Just remind me of that. If he does anything, say, "Isn't that a reaction?" So
He can't throw people in front of himself.
Yes, he can't throw people in front of himself for this next round. Very good.
Cool.
And we have to roll a d10 at the start of its turn. So he's affected. He immediately can't take reactions. On his turn, I will then roll a d10. So
All right,
do
cool.
remind me that he
I'm
will
going
be
to use my
affected.
spiritual weapon as a bonus attack. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes.
Do you want to give me a little?
Yeah, what is your
It is-
spiritual weapon? What does it look like?
It's a saxoboom.
Oh, what?
That's a saxophone.
Haven't you? It's basically like a kid's saxophone. One of those ones you press the buttons and it like plays the thing for you. Jackpot.
Oh, God.
No, anyway, it's
No,
basically.
but you know what I'm thinking of is now the on
It's
monophone.
It's about that.
Except it's basic. It's
The
like it's-
guitar offended the
Well,
reds.
it's like a
This offends the silver. Like,
Pokemon.
oh God, it's so
It's like a
unaesthetic, so
Pokemon
terrible
meme.
sounding.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to put it right there.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Okay.
I'm going to attack Augur with it.
Okay, you're gonna attack Orga. Right, he cannot use his reaction to save himself now.
Good. So I think it's a d20 to hit plus my spells.
Okay.
So what's that? 13 plus 5 is 18.
18. Yep.
18 against his AC, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
Let me check that out. Sorry for the slowness here.
That's right.
Yes, he gets around his ring mail. He has a he is using one of his instruments sort of as a shield. So his axe, he can use his axe partly as a shield when he's sort of holding his axe one hand, uses the hasp. Still gets around the haft of his axe, gets around his chainmail, doing damage against Orgu.
6.
Okay, 6, and he is going to have to roll a concentration saving throw. He takes 6 as he gets whammed by that horrible saxophone. His saving throw is a Constitution saving throw. It has to be a 10 in order to not lose concentration. I'm going to look up his Constitution.
Everything below that is.
He is a beefy boy.
Sorry, just anything below that
Just it's a DC 10. So yeah, if he rolls less than, he has to roll at least a 10 in order to not lose his concentration.
This is a Saxaville.
One.
Oh,
Wow.
I've
Let's
never
see
seen that.
One
Oh,
thing
yeah,
over
yeah,
years,
that's the Wiggles, yeah.
because concentration really affects.
Yeah, they have
Yes,
If-
to roll
if you do higher, if you do very high damage, it actually is half the damage you do or 10, whichever is greater. So if you do a massive amount of damage, the DC is harder than 10. Just so you know, in case you're ever going to something. Anyway, he is a bit of a beefy boy, and he's trying to make a 10. He makes a 10. No, he doesn't.
No, it's a 6. Thank you
No,
very much.
I know. Well, he had a big bonus.
Oh.
No, he does. The bless vanishes. Remove those red rings.
Thank you very much.
Oh my
Goodbye.
goodness! Nice
And now
tactics.
we get wild magic too.
That's right. The wild magic happens.
Take
Okay.
your red rings.
Combo.
Combo. Okay, 18 on the wild magic table.
Please don't be good. Please don't be bad.
More jellyfish, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what mine
More people on
was.
stage.
Command to attack.
there's 100 different
No,
ones.
but the
so-
fact that I
there
just
are
had, I
so
don't even
many.
remember now.
Pot petunias.
Oh, age. Sorry, I just aged up.
You grow a long beard made of feathers.
I already have one.
So now we're just.
Your beard is full of feathers, and it makes your nose itchy. Tell me what happened. Tell me if you sneeze at any point. You feel like sneezing. I won't make you roll for it.
Okay. Well, you can now
really
call
want
me Fogrum Featherbeard.
Okay, good.
You
That
now
nickname's
have
gonna
I
stick.
like
You do
that.
realise that.
you now have a fighter's chin.
I'll say
They
now
can't- they
because
can't
so
detect
as
who
you
it is
go like that, as you sort of blow out with your nose like a couple feathers go. So it's Featherbeard. So you realize that if you sneeze, you'll probably lose all these feathers. So if you like to be Featherbeard, don't sneeze,
All right.
and it'll last forever. It'll last 1,000,000 years as long as you don't sneeze.
That's all right.
Who
I'm
needs a-
Hey,
Who needs a pillow?
that was Fogram. Is your turn done?
Awesome.
Yeah.
You
fine,
just
I'm done.
earned your.
I know.
That's so
Shudian,
awesome.
do you already have the name Featherbeard?
No, I just wrote it down.
Good. Okay. Shudian, I like that. That's
I would like to
that's
use a
retroactive
second
character
win,
building.
so.
Very good.
Is that a.
That's a 6.
Nine?
no,
That's
it's
so
nine.
yeah, it
It's
goes
a
like a
nine.
floor
Oh,
underneath.
wow. Plus 3,
12.
12. So
Very
I'm
good.
restoring 12.
Excellent.
To my five,
Second
so I'm back
win
to
without the
second
bonus
win. Hell
action.
yeah.
17.
Good job.
Nice.
Okay.
That's tank work.
Okay, now, sweeping attack on these two unblessed.
Yes.
Reds.
Right on.
Okay, which
Going against their
is
AC.
a
First, you must do a
Oh.
D20
yeah,
to roll against.
and I used to use up one of my superiority dice.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So I can read it if you like. Let me just take the book because
I've got to give up one of my
So that's a
superiority
sweeping attack.
dice.
Yep. So when you hit, so first of all, so first step is hit a creature, and then we'll keep going from there. So
Yes.
start off with pick a creature to hit.
Yeah. I will go for number 2.
Okay, because you don't have to commit yet until you do the hit. Go for number 2.
So roll +5.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 19.
Nice, that's a hit. Yes. So
Necrotic
your weapon, your
damage
sword. Yeah, you have a sword.
Yes.
Your
Axe,
sword,
axe,
an
axe,
axe.
axe,
Your axe
yeah.
chops into the red. Do your damage against the red.
Okay.
So it's a D12
Which is that one? Yes.
and +3.
Ooh,
10.
yeah. 10.
10. Okay, so we do this one step at a time. So it takes 10. Now you use your sweeping attack. Get out your superiority die. You expend it, so it means you roll it, and you're going to damage another creature with the same attack within 5 feet. And because it has the same AC, you know that's going to hit. You do 8 points to that one.
Do you have plus 3 as
Yes.
well, or is it just the die?
Just the die now adding
Yeah.
+3 to that?
No, that's right. No, it's just the die. Yeah.
Okay.
So you basically stack.
Nice
So,
one.
You stack
Yeah.
your original
That's
attack
good.
onto a second one.
So he gets.
and if it has the same AC, of course,
he
it's
gets
going to hit
8,
as well.
Wait,
and-
wait a second. Did you get? Is that strength bonus still attached to this?
I don't actually know if I lost concentration or not.
I didn't think you did.
Because I've got to roll those
No,
2
'cause
dice.
you didn't have. Sorry, you didn't have to. I think you asked that question if you lost concentration
Yeah.
when you ran past, and the answer was no. So,
Yeah.
So that first one wasn't
Oh,
plus.
so-
plus
Because I
3.
still had the
You got
bear's
hit, though.
endurance.
Yeah.
But it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, so getting hit, so please try to remember, because I often forget, taking any sort of damage does mean that you have to lose concentration. 'cause
Yeah,
you're talking
that's
about-
what I thought.
I was
Yeah, no,
mistaken
just-
about that, so I should make you retroactively roll that concentration.
Can I?
Please do, yes. Yeah, roll a d20 with a constitution save. Ziggy
Uh,
lost con, well, keep the story tight,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's see if you lost con on that.
yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Oh dear, okay.
Yeah.
That's all right.
But it wouldn't have affected that attack, yeah,
No,
so.
no, no.
And you're up on stage, so, mission
It-
accomplished.
it-
Okay.
It could have been cool.
Could have been cool.
Innovated
Could have been
more
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Station.
Chop their knees
I've
off.
flipped over number 2. Number 2 is bloodied by this last attack. Good job, Shudian. Next are the goblins. All right. Goblin number 2 pokes her little head out. Let's see how well hidden she is. What is your passive perception? I'd say
13.
13. Yes, plenty for her to have advantage on this attack as she shoots you with a bow.
I take the hit. I'm going to take the hit for him. I'm standing next to him, can I not?
Yeah. You're on the far side of him, and by the time you get to level 3, that was sort of like a bit of a
Don't
newbie
man.
rule.
Okay, yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah,
it's-
thank you for the
it's
offer.
fine.
So I do for level 1 and 2 because people are still managing aggro, but I want to get you now used to it. That's just a house rule.
Okay.
I'd say if you were in between the two, I probably would still do it because you're level 3 because it's cool, but yeah, you're on the far side, so unfortunately not.
And you can do
So
it if
with
you're fighting.
advantage flies the short bow arrow at you with a 22.
Yep.
You are pierced for 8 points of damage.
14 minus 8.
Woo! All right, getting peppered. These goblins are a bit more of a worry than you counted
Sorry, I
on.
got you all
Advances
back to
back
old
into the
times,
crowd.
Yep.
Does anybody remember the tactic when you have things that are appearing, firing, and disappearing? How do you get rid of enemies that do the...
Destroy their cover.
Run and wait for a healer to help you.
Get up on stage.
Fireball!
We.
Sorry, I was reading, so I didn't actually hear the question.
How do we?
How do you deal with the goblins?
Didn't
you
we
didn't
destroy
necessarily
their
do this,
cover?
but
Or just,
We lure them out of hiding.
get them out of... Yeah, with like 5
that was
balls
one
into
option.
them. Yeah.
But there's one general tactic. We have things that are like, what if they're appearing around a corner, firing, and then disappearing around the corner again? Like you can't destroy
Go
the
around the
wall.
corner.
How do you deal with enemies that are sort of popping up, firing, and
Oh, you hold your action until they pop up.
yes, you hold the action. So you say that fucker when a goblin appears, I'm going to shoot it. So you just need to make sure to be in the right position. They have line of sight. So when it takes its turn, when it comes out, I say it comes out, and you say before it comes out, it fires. Now it's firing while invisible. So it would still get its shot off, but it would become visible by doing that. In which case, again, your held action would trigger. So yeah, the best way to get rid of these, or you could destroy the cover. You'd be killing maybe future minions. If you hope to take over the Shrine of Evil Chaos, killing these helpless idiots. May not be the best diplomatic move, but feel free. I will erase blue squares. We just start slaughtering people.
Aren't they all sort of
But
like-
there's a bunch of them, so it would
fighting
need
each
to be
other.
it would need to be like an area attack, I think, to clear that to clear them out.
No.
Yeah, or just guess where the
I'm
goblin's
doing
going to come
something
out and
else,
try to attack. But as you can see, they appear and disappear. So held actions are your friend. Speaking of friends, it's got a friend. It's going to come out and going to look for 2 targets.
Those
It's
2 white ones I do.
that's right, exactly. Those up on
Maybe
stage
the yellow ones
aren't very visible. Between the two of you, goblins are pretty smart, and we've got someone who's obviously not armored. So unless I roll particularly low, like a 1 through 5, it's going to take the obvious target. It takes the non-obvious target. It fires at you instead.
Oh, that's
no,
me.
you.
That's
And
me.
you, yeah, fires at you instead. It fires at the extremely well-armored one, and we'll see if we have advantage. It is not very well hidden, so it does not have advantage on this attack. As a short bow fires out at you, it is a 15.
Nope. 18.
No, bing, off your armor. Hey, that thing hits you, and vanishes back into the crowd.
I just polished
Those
this.
were the goblins. Next is Orgu. All right.
I have a plan.
Confused organ.
Oh yeah, Orgu is confused.
He is
Yeah,
confused.
that's true.
Is
That's
Orgu
true.
going after his own?
That's right. Confused Orgu. Thank you very much. Yeah, so he loses a turn because I was looking up, what does he do? But no, confusion is going to take hold.
And a mobile. Sort of.
Yeah, so remember, no matter what happens, you've tied him up for a turn, which is very valuable when you're talking about a boss, because he's going to cast Bless again. He's like, bless, but he's like, bless.
Will
As he's trying to
hitting
figure
or
out.
damaging Orgu make him lose that confusion? Like, will it snap him out of it, or does that
no.
confusion
It's
just
trying to do.
last?
No, as far as you know, yeah, it is like the spell confusion, which is not broken by taking damage. But this will last for just the 1 round. Okay, a D10
I have an idea.
with a 10. No. This is, the creature can act and move normally, but I'm just going to be nice to you when we roll that one.
We're doing that badly, huh?
No, this is no fun. Okay, 3. Remember, I cheated on your behalf.
You did. You're a gentleman of the skull.
He just battling like blah 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 blah. he's so completely stoned.
He's
Like
got
he's
cotton
just,
mouth.
yeah, exactly. He's got cotton mouth. So the result is he does not move or take actions this turn. So he does not do anything, and that means he doesn't cast Bless, and he is vulnerable. So it only lasts for one turn. So once your turn comes up again, Fogrim, he will be able to take reactions. But until it's Fogrim's turn, Orgu continues to not be able to take reactions, which as we know, he's been using.
You might not be able to say this because we need to find out, but how long does the exhaustion last for the two that jump in front?
You don't know. You just know that
At least one turn, because that's what happened last
That's
time.
right, yeah. Okay. So that was Orgu. Boy, not very exciting. Next are reds and silvers. This is where the fun really kicks in. Are they going to go for, well, they're going to go for someone they can attack both of. Who's the orange shield? That's you? You look pretty well armored. And you just got that second wind. You look nice and, what are you wearing?
Me?
A bowl?
A white
Chainmail.
negligee.
Yeah, chainmail. Okay, all right.
With the cloak.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Oh, you're wearing your rubber suit.
Yeah.
No. It's not the suit. It's a cloak right now.
Okay.
I haven't made it into the suit yet.
Okay. This one gets up here, climbs up here, which means that you get an attack of opportunity against him, and he jumps down here. This one slides into place here. So do your, if you wish, if you still have your reaction. Now remember, you've used your reaction against. So remember, every time you get your turn, you get your reaction back. I'm not tracking that for you.
Okay.
So you only get one reaction per round, but I think you still have it.
You foiled my plan.
Yeah, because the reaction
number-
was for
I
the
took it.
previous round.
Okay, so fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So using
Whack
your
him.
reaction, you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
whack him. Number one.
Yeah, give it a whack.
Okay, go for it.
That's all right. Plus your
It's
Plus
five.
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, 15.
Okay, 15 is plenty. Do your damage against number one.
So D12. Plus 3.
Oh, this
Oh.
is spun around. 5.
Okay, 5 damage against number one. Good job.
that's respectable.
Oh no, you don't have any more. Don't worry.
Okay. In this position, the only one they can attack with advantage is Vol. So even though you look like just as hard a target as the other ones, well, maybe you don't have second wind or something useful like that, they'd hope. So they're going to both try to attack you. You have 2 attacks coming at you from the first one. They both have advantage because they have a buddy. With a 28 is a critical hit against you, Vol.
Yep.
You take 9 points of damage from that critical hit.
Okay.
It swings the mace a second time. I should get rid of the. I'll subtract the less, but that doesn't matter from here. Yes, that's a miss. So you step out of the way of the second one, the second swing. But the number 2 has held its action. The bloodied one is going to still swing at you with advantage. This is 13 against your AC.
17.
All right, does not affect you. And with advantage, a second swing from that mace against you. With a 19. No, sorry, 22. I'm sure that hits. You get bludgeoned for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Clock.
How much do you all have now?
I've got 8.
17.
17.
6. Okay. Well, that's right. I'll make it cancel you if we absolutely need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
turn yet.
Yeah, that's the silver's turn, I think.
Yeah, so Silver's turn. Yeah, Orgu's it's like, what? Kill the clock? What are you saying? Well, do you want us to move away from you? So they're not sure what to do. I think whatever they're considering doing, they are trying to stay close. Nah, I think they're going to go for the targets they can see. Okay, so Shudian, we've already successfully hit you with drugs. So number 1 thinks that you are susceptible to drugs. Number 1 makes you do another wisdom saving throw, Shudian.
Number 1 would be going through Orgu, wouldn't it?
Yes, but these things, as long as you can be seen at all, it's a spell. So usually when you have to
Okay.
do a saving throw, it doesn't count as cover or anything like that, as long as
So
there's a
remember,
line.
those
of
portals
effect.
open up pretty high.
Yeah, but even so, yeah, just even if their
Line of
pinky,
sight,
even their
really.
pinky is visible, yeah. Oh,
That was
that
a roll.
count?
That was
That
a
count?
13.
Yeah,
Okay,
it goes,
that
yeah.
it?
That was
Yeah,
a 13.
yeah.
All right, that was an
Yeah,
unintentional.
I didn't even know. So 13 plus something?
It's like Jumanji
Minus.
rules.
Plus, yours, yeah,
No,
wisdom?
plus, 14.
14 is enough to save. All right, you resist the drugs.
Oh, lovely.
All right, the other one I'm going to just choose randomly amongst the 3 that are here. Where's my fucking D6? It's gotta be around here somewhere because this is the second time. Could somebody give me a D6?
I think it was in the it was in there actually.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take that. Nah, I don't want to take one of your dice. You don't want to get DM curse on your dice.
That's a pretty sick dice, though. I'm not gonna lie. It's dice within a dice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sort of do clockwise from blue.
Inception dice.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So, Vol, you're going to get
Of
the
course.
next blast. Well, you're wearing chainmail. You've got all that stuff. All
Yep.
right. You get fire at your feet. Do a
Fire
dexterity saving throw.
Here we go. Yep.
17.
16.
Woo! All right. The rocks appear at your feet, turn into fire, which you jump out of the way, and you take no damage. Vol, okay.
Got your dancing
Which is
shoes
good.
on.
Which is good considering how much health
That's
I've got.
right. That was the silvers. Smaragd, you are up.
Okay. Kind of boxed myself in a little bit, but what I'm going to want to do, because my spiritual weapon can go with a bonus action. What I want to do is use an action and fight my way through all these other people, which I think I can do, to touch, augur, and inflict wounds.
Okay. So you're the orange shield there, yeah?
Yep. So 1,
So
2, 3, 4,
You can't
5.
go through enemies, so enemies are totally impenetrable. Now you can climb up onto the altar there, which would
Yeah.
probably be just as good. Be 1, 2.
You might
I'd say 3 to get up to get up there. It's 3, 4 because you don't have to do a check, but it counts as difficult terrain to make that big step. So
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Can I not jump down?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
Can they do attacks of opportunity?
they would.
Say?
Yes. So
That's
2
okay.
would do an attack opportunity as you leave. Number
Because
2's range.
inflict wounds does necrotic damage,
Mhm.
and you said that means it can't heal.
It can't
Yeah.
heal. If
No, inflict wounds. It's not all necrotic damage. Just chill touch in particular means that you can't heal.
Oh,
Means-
but
Unless it says that they can't.
unless
heal.
I'm misreading that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it says necrotic damage. I see that. Yep. It doesn't say anything about them not healing.
only chill touch does it.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
So-
it's a special property of chill touch, not a property of necrotic.
Right.
Which one's
Okay.
got the spell, chill touch though?
Number 2 has chill touch on it.
Okay.
I think it only lasts for that one round.
Yeah, 1 round.
Yeah, so it no longer applies. I should put a ring on him to.
That's all right. 3d10 is still a decent chance at doing some damage, inflicting wounds.
Yeah.
And I've never
yeah.
used it. I'm going to use it. That's what I'm gonna
Good,
do.
awesome.
All right.
I love that.
So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, and I can jump down for 5.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
Number 2
What
takes
have
a
I done? I
shot.
put myself right in the middle of two enemies.
Number 2 takes a shot at you as you jump in the way, and it does not have. It does have advantage because it's got a buddy next to it as it happens.
Yep.
So we will do a swing of the mace with an 18 against your AC. Enough to hit you. You get bludgeoned for 4 points of damage. But you complete your action. And Orgu, he sort of reaches out, but he cannot take reactions because of the confusion.
Magic thing that does stuff.
Hang on, let's
I
I haven't done the spell yet.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
sorry.
thought you
Yeah.
had.
No, I've just jumped into space.
Yeah, that's right.
God, yeah.
Now
So-
continue your action and you try to touch. So it's a melee touch spell, so it's like a spell attack, as I
So I would roll a d20 plus my 5 spell
Plus your
attack
spell
bonus.
attack bonus. That's
Okay.
correct. Against his AC.
Fuck.
Doesn't
matter, does it?
Yes,
It's
that's
one.
right. Okay. Let me
Share
look
with
that
the
spell
class.
to see if it expends, whether it expends it. Like, so make a melee spell attack against a creature. On a hit, it takes it. Yeah, it doesn't say anything happens when you miss. Ooh, that's brutal. It hits very hard, but if you miss, you'll lose the spell slot. So
Yeah.
you do lose the spell slot. It's like, ooh, this nasty sort of scab sort of come down your arm and sort of your veins pulse with this thing. But as you sort of swing at him, like this sort of weird, like pestilence stuff comes out of your fingers, but he sort of ducks out of the way. It splatters onto his armor and does not penetrate him.
With that, when I missed my guiding bolt in the first one, what on the spell would say that I lost thing? I just want to make sure.
Just
I-
casting it always does. So
Okay,
it's,
so if
it's
I
only,
cast it, then it's
it's only just
gone.
very,
Gotcha.
very rarely it does half
Absolutely.
damage.
I'm
I'm just trying to keep myself honest. That's all.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Smaragd.
So I still have my bonus action, which
do.
is my spiritual weapon.
Yes, you do.
So
Your
I've
guitar.
accidentally exited out of it. So I'm just going to bring it back up so I can see.
Fine. So yeah, your spiritual weapon is within range of Orgu, and he also cannot take his reaction.
So this one is, I think, also a melee attack.
Yes, it is.
on
It
it.
is. Yep. So use your same spell attack bonus. in
I think
melee
I was the
range.
blue one.
Yeah.
6 plus 5 is 11.
11 with some poor luck, as it is. Orgu, desperate and drugged as he is still managing to skitter out of the way, and that keytar swings over his head but does not connect with him. But you've been doing some good tries. It's just a matter of luck at this point.
And it makes a silly chord as it goes over.
Oh, and so because
It goes, wah, wah.
I cast a spell with
That's
the
right.
thingy, we need the chaos.
Yay, chaos energy. Chaos energy. And once we get that, I'll put that away. I'll be easier at this table. I'm switching between the confusion table and the... it would have been so good. The dice were not kind to you.
Oh, my dice hate me.
With a 49. What happens in the wild magic? It is you cannot speak for the next minute.
Okay.
Whenever you try, pink bubbles float out of your mouth. Anything that has a verbal component, so any spell.
Yeah, that's
that
it.
has
I
a
can't
V.
heal anyone because I won't be. All my spells, I think. Oh no, it's summon
No.
touch.
Only healing word I would think would be a
Healing
It'll just
word
look it
is
up. Yeah, so
verbal.
it'll say V. Healing word is verbal. See if cure wounds. So on your own
Cure
time.
wounds is it has verbal and
Has
somatic
it?
components.
Oh no, that's a bad one. That's
So
a
it
bad
lasts
one
for what,
a
a
cleric.
minute or-
A minute. That'll be for the rest of the combat. Holy shit.
Alright, so
Can you do any
You,
spells?
you,
No.
you don't anywhere
I
near
looked through all your
10,
spells,
you
see,
just-
well, but also yours very super strong, so it might be time to just go ham
That's
with your
what I'm
axe.
thinking.
Yeah, exactly. And also because the spiritual weapon already exists, you can still attack with your spiritual weapon. So that's good that you got that
Just
off.
blow bubbles out of
Wow, what
Attack
terrible
over.
luck on that one. All right. That was Shmaragd. Are you done, Shmaragd?
yeah.
Okay. You can move your spiritual weapon around a little bit, but it seems like it's an ideal place. Next is Saryeth.
Great. Well, I'm going to get up on that stage. Up here.
Okay, yes. So
Sorry.
wait, count with your finger first.
Yeah. Was it 1, 2?
No, you're going through somebody, so it's 1, 2.
Okay, sorry. 1,
No, no, so
3.
yeah, 1, 2 for me, so it'll
Okay,
be
1,
1,
2.
2, 3.
3.
3.
Yeah. 4.
4.
Yeah.
Great. For how many have I got? 5 or 6?
You got 6.
Okay. 4, 5, 6. So I'm coming up behind you.
All right.
Great. Cool. I'm going to use Crown of Madness on Orgu.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice.
Keep the
And
confusion.
I'm going to use my Portent of my Divination, my 4 that I've been saving,
Oh.
for his saving throw.
To make him fail.
make him say,
Oh, is that the one where you set the
fantastic.
dice?
Yeah. I make him fail his saving throw.
That's great.
One
Awesome
humanoid
one.
choice. Yeah, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. He rolls a 4, and he is charmed by you for the duration. A twisted crown of jagged
black
iron
ink
appears
just
on his
appears
head.
On his head, his eyes shrieked at
His
pinpricks.
eyes were already looking pretty mad. It gets even smaller. Yeah, exactly. His
Does
eyes
he
are
think
very
you're
tiny.
E-Man now?
I think he does.
So he must use his action before moving on each of his turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
He's gonna stab the shit out of one.
This is so perfect for Orgu's bloodlust. That's great. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose a creature, blah, blah, blah. In subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control or the
Yeah,
spell
yeah.
ends. So yeah, you're just like, I control you. Oh, sorry, what a dramatic one.
That's hilarious.
So many things coming together for that. Okay. Also, the target makes a wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So
Yeah.
it might only last one turn, so make it work. All right,
Yeah.
that was on its turn. So do remember when it's Orgu's turn. Good job, Saryeth. You can move.
Also
back
takes
on
you out of danger.
All right. Okay.
Surrounded as I am, where I trust myself.
Hey, you're big and beefy. You've got your axe. It's time
To be
just
honest,
go
I could
ham.
also just jump back off the stage and jump it behind.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. That was Saryeth. You done?
Yep.
Vol, what you gonna do?
I'm good.
Oh, Crown of Madness.
Yeah.
Wild magic.
Also, can we use a little token just to signify?
Sure, please. Yes.
Thank you.
86. That's got to be a good one.
Everyone gets
That
healed.
means it's
You are also silenced for the rest of the
I'm
night.
gonna pull.
Yeah,
Or
I
do
can't,
it silence.
I can't even do a cantrip.
I'm gonna pull. Oh.
Oh, yeah, true.
My
Well, you can always
God.
shoot your special bolt, right?
Have you checked that everything has got V? So yeah, look for. So you checked all of your
Yep.
spells.
Yep.
All of your spells have
All
V.
my level 1s and my cantrips have a verbal component to them.
Do you have any level 2s that you can do?
No, I've used them up.
Oh my
Guess
God.
we'll
Well,
I used one
you
to,
got
this is the dice's
to
way
do
of saying-
blessing and one for
Smog, this is the dice's way of saying that you are just gonna fucking, hammer,
make
hammer,
use
hammer.
of that potion. And yep,
Okay. All right. 86.
Go full on berserker. Just channel your ultimate.
You cast mirror image.
no, I don't.
Look up mirror
That's
image.
not
When I come around to you, we'll do what that is. But
Totem
a
animal.
number of other false Saryeths all appear on the stage around you. So there's multiple Saryeths appear. around you.
All running away from the.
So
Yes.
do
brought
enemies
the band
attack
with
the
you.
false
Something like
signs?
that.
I
Yeah,
was
we'll look
gonna
that up
say.
later. He'll look it up for now. Just wait until we
What's
get to
that
it.
called again?
So just
Mirror
mirror
image.
image. So when it attacks you, remind me of that. So just quietly
Yeah,
read it. If they attack you, remind me they have mirror image. That's amazing.
That's funny.
Okay. This is have a chaotic effect. That was Vol's turn. Vol's turn.
Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna hit red number 2 there with my great axe,
Okay, red number 2, looking at his AC.
hoping to kill it, but
Yeah.
we'll see. That's 12 plus 5, 17.
17, it hits.
Yep.
Roll your damage against number 2. Number 2.
That's 4 plus 3, 7.
7 points of damage, number 2. Good job.
It doesn't kill it.
No, does not kill him.
Can I use a bonus action, second wind?
Sure.
Yep. Just because I'm on 8 health right now, and I want some more. That's a good
+3. That's your level.
plus 2 for me, so
Good.
10.
Good. It's a good reminder. Thank you for that. All right. Anything else, Vol?
Because I've no, that's all.
You're
I
not going to
can-
move?
The only thing I could really do is move back 1 to get it out of. Well, that's still opportunity on this one, isn't it?
Number
Or
1 would
either-
take an opportunity
Yeah,
attack
either one
against
of
you
them
as
would
he
take
does.
a.
Or
I'll
has
just
the option to.
I'll move back 1 and just leave it at that.
Okay,
one.
so it does take the attack of opportunity against
Yep.
you, and because it's got a buddy, it's going to have advantage on this attack as its mace lashes out at you, Vol, for a 20 against your AC.
Yep.
You are bludgeoned. No, so it's 19. Sorry, because there's no plus. 19 against your AC still hits.
17,
You are
yeah.
bludgeoned for 4.
Okay, that's still more. Than what I was
Okay,
at
not
before.
bad, not bad. All right, such a tight little fight here. You having you see what a big difference it made for you to start up here, because imagine you'd have to sort of fight your way through this to get to the stage. So yeah, that this is helping. It's making quite an interesting little hot box we got going on up there on stage. Okay, the confusion mist has all settled. Orgu is no longer confused. He's merely crowned of madness. So that's a good job. We have Shutian. So if you're remembering now, Orgu.
Isn't it me?
Yeah,
Sorry,
sweet.
Fogrum.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it triggered because it was your turn, but yes, go for it.
You're still not on stage.
Come on
look,
stage, grab an instrument.
This entire campaign has been you guys leaving me behind with my little legs.
Captured in that jail cell.
So you've got 6, and you've got 4.
I've got 14.
4. Okay, never mind. I don't care then.
If I can kill number 2, I get 3. So
All right, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 here,
Yep, good. That's fair.
and I'm just going to whack this one with my great axe.
Okay, go for number 2.
we're all just going
Some-
after the one.
Axe diplomacy. 12 plus, pardon me, 4. What's that?
Good, yes.
16?
Do your damage against number 2. Let's
And
try to
then
put
one
him
here
down.
Plus 2. 6.
6 points of damage. He remains standing. You're sure it's 6? Barely. His guts are coming out. He's barely standing. But it's like, fight on! The devil! Not ready to face the devil yet, he says.
Is he a pirate?
And sorry, can you just remind me, with your Crown of Madness on Organ, what is that doing, sorry?
It's concentration, and I.
So he can still attack, or he can
he-
only attack his friends?
He's got his own actions, but he basically can move wherever he wants. But this is like
He has to use his action to attack.
has to use
up
his
the front.
action to attack.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Well, as my bonus action, because I got my spiritual weapon, I'm going to move it here.
No, that one's mine.
Oh, sorry, no.
Red one.
You're the
I'm going to move it there, because I can move it, I think, 15
Yep.
feet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you can move it plenty.
Yeah,
Yes.
20 feet.
Yeah.
20 feet, and I'm going to hit number 2 with it as well.
Okay,
Why the hell not?
yeah, so the bonus, bring it on over.
So-
Floats over, and that
What's that?
child saxophone dumps it across the head.
1d8 plus 3.
Did you roll to hit?
Oh, pardon me.
Wait,
Well,
that
no.
counts. That's how much it will damage.
Yeah.
Does it hit him though? It's a deadly fast blow of that saxophone.
3 plus 5.
Oh.
Saxophone.
Saxophone.
Ice, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it hits the altar and chips off an edge of the altar. It hits so hard, but no, it doesn't do it any damage.
And the Reds
Oh,
go,
well.
it's not metal!
So not metal. Falcon, are you done?
I am done.
Shutian, your turn.
All right.
Oh, and sorry, we got wild magic for.
Yeah. What did you get? No.
No.
No, that's a spiritual weapon. It's only you're only used it to
Oh, when I
attack.
cast it, that was
Yeah, only when
Yep,
you cast it.
cool.
It's when you spend the spell slot. A little leaks out.
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot him.
I would like to go for 1,
Yeah.
ignoring 2.
Okay.
And just a
So you have to step close enough to one, I assume? Yep, so go and move there. That's fine.
move. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, go for one.
and
Okay, yes, that'll hit
11
whatever
plus
bonus
five.
is. I'm sure it'll hit. Yeah, plus
16.
5. Yeah, you got
16.
low AC. Do your
Yeah.
damage against
So
number one.
D12 and plus 3.
rolls.
Ooh.
13.
Woo!
13.
13 points of damage. Flip over number one is bloodied very badly by this series of blows. Nicely done. All right, shoot in. Are you done?
Can I do a bonus attack or
I
Oh,
don't know
no.
if I can.
no?
Forgot
Which
about
one?
that part.
No, I'll save.
Okay.
Yeah, save that. Yeah, yeah. I got no. I'm good.
Using a thing would be an action. Like if
Yeah.
that's your thing.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Ah, interesting. Okay, very good. It is the goblins' turn, and you have gotten away from their ability to sort of snipe at you very easily.
'Cause we're hidden.
This one is hidden or trying to hide as it fires, but the only person get is like you have superior cover,
Yes.
but it has advantage. So it's going to try to hit you in the butt, like your butt is just barely sticking out the edge of the stage the way I counted. But I'm going to call it superior because you have a +5 to your AC.
This one you mean, or this one?
The orange book.
I think that's
That's
yours,
it.
isn't
You.
Oh,
but
sorry,
no,
that's
Oliver's
you.
got his little thing.
I've got mirror image.
Hey,
going for
mirror
me.
image. Okay, so if you give it to me, I'll sort of summarize it here. So it's been a little while.
How many Sarius are there?
Three
the
extra ones.
So the duplicates are swarming around him. Every time a creature targets you, you roll a d20 to determine whether attacks are duplicates. So an arrow flies out, you roll that d20 to see what happens as I roll it with advantage. It's like, there's so many of them. Which one do I hit? I'll just hit that one.
5.
Okay, number 5. So the short bow flies towards it. You have 3 duplicates.
Oh, so it hits the duplicate. Ah, okay.
So you must roll a 6 or higher to change the target
Oh.
to a duplicate. So it chooses randomly one of the Sarias and it hits you, it sails towards your real ass, but with an 11 against your AC.
Nope. I'm a class of 13.
Hey! You pull your ass out of the way as it flies past. Like, damn! So it was trying to hide. It had advantage and did not succeed. Now it doesn't know what to do because like it just doesn't know what to do.
Right.
It's going to try. Of course, it's going to get
Bunch
up on
of
stage
Sarias.
because everybody's going to get up on stage, obviously. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's,
6.
oh, no, it's not difficult terrain, pardon me.
No, it's not difficult terrain. So 5, 6, up it goes onto there. But that's all of its move. It calls out to this one that there is a problem. This one can't target anyone, so it pops out, tries to target someone, is unable to. Let's say actually
That white number 2 seemed like a likely target there.
this one was, exactly. But even that, wouldn't be very good until you get up on stage. This one actually didn't get very far because I had to be further back in the crowds. This one was back here to get the cover, so it could hide. So let's to be fair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and get back here. So, Goblin, get over here, says Orgu. 8, 9, and stands up there, sort of scared and shivering next to Orgu.
So if I
Thank
remember
you.
right, goblins have like 0 HP because we killed them with like one of them last time. So
That was the Goblin's move. Next is Orgu. Orgu has got the Crown
Orgu's
of
up.
Madness.
And he's stabbing 1.
Yeah, so you want him to target number
Wait.
1. All right.
We've just got to make sure that he doesn't get hit
Oh,
right now.
axing one. Axing one. Yeah.
yeah,
Crown
that's-
of
Yeah,
Madness.
it's more a case
It's up
of
here.
he gets hit.
Oh yeah, then the
thing.
crown of Madness ends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
concentration again.
All right, so must use this action before moving to make a melee attack against a creature. So he turns with that melee attack. He pulls out his big bloody axe and he stabs at number 1. With a 5, he stabs with all intent, but the dice take care of him in this cat. Whereas, what are you doing? He says as the axe lands and bites into the stage next to him. Does not kill. But that uses up, again, Orgu's action is absorbed by this, which means that it cannot do anything else. Yeah.
Bless can't nothing.
Yeah, that's right. So
And now he has to,
on each of his turns. So before moving, so he did that. Now he can move. Moving might be a pretty good idea, getting away from all this, but will it really help? No. No, he's going to stand there. He says, "I'm dangerous. Get away from me." He says to the other 2. So that was his advice. He's used his action.
Yeah, so-
Can't move. Bonus action. he summons a spiritual weapon.
It's a recorder.
This one is a giant bottle of moonshine. It has like the big sort of jug with XXX written across it. 4X. It has 4 X's written across it, of course. And it's going to summon up here.
Please tell me it's got a cork in the top.
It's a hoedown. These things are all, insubstantial. They can occupy each other's spaces. So it's going to go after the biggest threat, which is the one closest to him. Who is the orange shield? That is me. All right, spiritual weapon against you. Using his wisdom and his various skills with a 12 against your AC. No, pang! It goes against your armor and is ineffective. That was his bonus action, and he does not move.
Isn't this a spell? Technically, so it's wild magic as well.
Yeah.
No, he's not. So it slow things down too much, and because it's
Okay.
advantageous, I want it to be an advantage to you, not a non-possible
I
advantage.
was hoping.
No. This battle's slow enough. We got to keep up the pace. We're doing fine, but keep going. Make sure when your turn is ready, you are ready to go. I know I'm the slowest one, so here I'm just talking. So that's Orgu. It is the red. Yes.
He has to roll to see if he breaks my concentration.
Breaks your concentration. Oh no, his saving throw. Is it whether
Yeah.
with a 14 plus his wisdom, I believe.
Yeah.
What is your spell DC?
Spell DC is plus. No. Oh, sorry. My brain's farted again.
I think it's usually on the back. Isn't it?
No. Sorry, I'm fucked.
Is it?
That's fine.
So
No worries.
is it one of these?
Yeah. Yes. Spell save DC is 13.
Very good. He saves even without any addition. So that crown of madness was very
Yeah.
useful, but it fades. Please
Gone
remove
now.
that ring from him.
Keep,
That's
keep
pretty
it,
cool,
keep it near you.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, keep it near. You might want to do that again. That's right.
Maybe.
That was that. The Reds, the advantage they can do is against Shudians. Well, Shudian, you're a tank. You're really doing your job quite well because you are just absorbing so much damage with advantage against
17.
You've got
Shudian.
more than me anyway.
Advantage against Shudian by the Thug. Swing number 1 is a 19 against your AC. Whack! You are... Sorry, it is a 16 because the bless is in effect. 16 against your AC. So taking away that bless is a very good idea. The next attack, I'll remember to subtract the bless this time. A 12 against your AC. No, you armor absorbs it again. The next one next to you is swinging with advantage. It tries to hit you with a 13 against your AC. No, it does not. This one is like going up. It's like, get the cloth, Orgu says. Kill the cloth. Kill the... Yeah, but what about the advantage, dude? We're working together as a team. Like, get the cloth back there. So this one moves, so it swung once and was ineffective. This one moves through, so 1, 2 to get up there. That's difficult terrain. 3, 4, plop, 5. Goes down there and attacks Shudian.
Can I get an attack of opportunity?
Yes, you certainly can. Good job.
If
It
that
uses your
fails, I'll
reaction.
take mine.
Hang on. Let me just get through this first. Okay, so what am I doing for this attack of opportunity? How is it?
So whatever weapon you have in your hand is what
Yep.
you're using.
Okay,
And it's a
my
melee
Warhammer.
attack. So just imagine this your turn. You're swinging your Warhammer. So it's a D20 as usual against the AC.
And I'd add the attack bonus.
Yes, remember to use the pencil things because of your strength.
So 6. So is it a plus 6 or a plus
Yes.
4 and a plus 6?
No, but plus 6, so the 6 overrides it.
12.
12 is enough, though. These things are lightly armored. Because you were so strong, this is a blow that would not have worked if you hadn't drunk that potion. So, Shmarog, that potion made the difference as you penetrate through that armor. Do your damage against number 1 as it tries to climb
1d8
over.
plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7.
7 points of damage, cracks his skull open. So whack, as he goes, you just plant it right in the back of his head. Good job, Shmarog, with your extra strength. His skull splits open. As he falls down, an explosion comes out from his chest. This one, number 2, is like, dude, come to me! The shard pops out of number 1's chest, goes into the chest of number 2. Number 2 says, yeah, bro! So as you heard before, the transfer of the shard makes them take not only strength, but the memories and all of that. As it goes across, he shouts out like, fallen brother, all your memories, all your experiences are mine, fuck yeah! He immediately powers up, which means that he gets a lot of HP. So it's like a whole new dude. This dude is so strong flipping back over because he is no longer damaged.
Does his AC change?
His AC does not change, but he gets an immediate action on that. This is, I will avenge my brother! He steps in and again goes for the cloth, as said. So going for you because of the Crown of Madness.
Yeah, does
has
everyone else get
definitely
reaction on
offended
this
him.
because
Yeah,
it's moved so close?
I can use a reaction.
I
on that.
couldn't I use
No,
anything
he
plus
stepped
me?
into your range.
Oh,
He has to leave your range to get an
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But he's stepped.
He does
across
not have
the
advantage,
range.
however. What? Yeah.
He stepped across the range though.
Yes, but it doesn't matter. He has to exit the range. He has to leave your range. It's the way attack of opportunity works. Same rule for both
I'm
sides.
surrounded on 3 sides.
So, first swing of the mace without advantage because he doesn't have his buddy, but he does roll a 16.
Yeah.
You are bludgeoned for 4.
Oh, still up, baby.
Still up! Whack! I'm avenging my brother! He swings at you a second time because he gets to do that whether he's got a buddy or not.
Great.
But he does not have advantage, but he does get a second swing. 'Cause
Go
that's
for
what
it,
he loves
baby.
to do.
Please
Here we
roll
go.
something.
Take a roll. A 9.
Matrix
There's a whoo, it goes over your head. You survive. Good
Holy
job.
shit.
That was the reds. The silvers. So Org like, get that one. So I think, yeah, I mean, that Crown of Madness really pissed him off. And I hate to pick on you, but that's just what,
Yeah, well,
that's what you would do as
I know.
players.
I would do it too.
However, this you've got very high arm. Oh no! So I think we'll split it. So number 1 is going to go for you, Shmuel, like, and this one, get this one off me. So number 1 is going to try to make you
That's not very
dance with
He-Man
fire.
like
So
that.
fire blossoms at your feet. Do a dexterity saving throw, please, from number 1.
Dex, of course it's Dex.
Dex.
13.
13 is enough. You managed to pass. You jump out of the way. Wow.
Alright, so his spell DC.
Number 2 goes for you, Saryath, having pissed off Ziggy. I think that just makes sense. As a weedy little wizard-looking type, it decides to fling
Oh,
poison.
wait.
She-
Don't my mirror images are still up?
Ah, yes. You gotta remind me of those mirror images. Okay, so I'll retroact one of those hits. So let's
fine.
go to your last one.
Yeah, it was
Oh, we're all learning
6,
here.
so it's
Yeah, we're
back
all
to
learning
6.
here. Yeah. No. It's not going to undo it yet. I'm just
Okay.
doing so mirror image. Roll a d20.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain.
Yep.
Mirror image.
Roll d20.
14.
14. Okay. Yes. So that thing did not. So take away that damage. One of your duplicates shatters. You have only 2 duplicates
Right.
now. Yeah. It's got an AC plus dexterity. Yeah. So hit that. So yeah, it gets destroyed. That's great. So it shatters into little bits of mirror. You have 2 duplicates now protecting you, where it's a little bit easier to get the real one.
The wizard's the tanky.
That's right. This one, I believe, is when it targets you at all. So, yeah, duplicates move. Targets you with an attack. Well, this is an attack. So, get that one. Which one? She says, just that one. So, Orgu points. So, again, roll a d20, please, with your 2 duplicates.
Oh, jeez.
4.
It picks the correct one.
Yay.
You have to do a constitution saving throw as you're suffused with poison. Globs of poison spatter all over you.
All right. Roll d20.
Oh, right on.
16
There
plus
now.
2.
That's very good. You saved
18.
that as well. Okay, good job. Saryeth, you're saved by that. Those are the silvers. Smaragd, it is your turn.
Just 1 sec.
Some stuff.
Alright, this one I'm just going to try physical attack because I can't do any spells.
Okay, yes.
Because they all have purple components. So
Yes, very
I
unfortunate.
I'm going to risk it. I'm just going to hit at Orgu.
I think this is great. So just keep wailing. So as you do, you swing at Orgu with your axe.
No, this one's going to be my Warhammer.
Your Warhammer, right? Sorry about that. So your Warhammer.
Whew. Plus 6 is 8. It's not enough.
Oi! He grabbed the goblin next to him. He was like, ah! He just pulled up, and your warhammer hit the goblin instead. But that was also not enough to damage the goblin. It's like, fuck you, man! So the Org puts the goblin down, but the goblin looks a little bit exhausted by this, and sort of scoots away from Orgu just a little bit, sort of out of his range.
Okay, so in that case, I'll try with my spiritual weapon
Okay.
to hit. Maybe I should try and just knock off that goblin away from. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to
Just kill, yeah, just
my
attack it, sure.
attack for the goblin.
Yeah, so
So 12 plus 6 is 18.
Nice, very
Why
good.
couldn't it be the other way
Yes.
around?
Do your damage against the goblin.
8 plus 4, 9.
9 kills the goblin. Good job. Pew! Away it goes. Nicely done. That was.
I had said, I'm going to do my
Good job.
bonus action first. but This one was my action.
I feel like I need to ask it. What
Why don't you
turn
ask?
order is the jellyfish on this one?
They're frightened, so they've sort of floated around. They're just cowering all the way over here. So
They'll
they'll
make
So
friends
they're
with
not,
them.
they're not in the.
I know.
in the
yeah,
fray.
yeah, but very good. No, that's fun. But yeah,
They
because
might be
they're
running
frightened, they're just going
around
to keep
hiding.
moving around. Yeah, and this battle
I'm,
is
I'm
complicated
assuming
enough.
there's just crowd crush happening.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like in a concert, they're sort of bouncing them around. So they're bouncing around the crowd, sort of like a beach ball, and they're bouncing around like beach balls in the concert. I love that.
Gertrude, where are we? We should have a cup of cocktail.
Wee, wee, wee! They're having a lot of fun.
Very British
They're flashing
accents.
different colors, so there's like gas bags, and they're sort of changing colors as they go
Oh
and being
God, we're
batted
turning
around.
it
It's
into
very
a
fun.
disco.
Yeah, exactly. It's a rave. That was your done, Smaragd?
Yeah.
Okay. And when I'm done, I was just assuming that you've considered your movement, your bonus, and your actions.
Oh, I
Just
could
train
have
them
moved.
over
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to move
Well,
if I jump off.
then you don't have to be done.
He's going to take a swing at you.
Yeah, and that's it. I'm looking at my HP. I don't know if it's worth it. Oh, I'll stay where I am.
I'm going to grant something. Because you're healing yourself, I'd say that you can use verbal spells against yourself. You can heal yourself with your spells. I mean, your turn is done, and
Yeah.
but that considers your movement. Because you're just kind of saying it to yourself internally in a way. I just
Okay.
think I think that's
All
fair.
right. I might actually just. I might jump down and sort of. I think I might jump down and then try and come back round from the other side. I don't know. No, I'll just stay where I am. I can't.
Good. Yes.
I can't make
yes.
up my
you're
mind. I'll
you're
just
big.
stay.
You're giant. You've got your axe. I think the dice have told you to just fucking wail on this guy. You've got extra strength.
See,
You're
it's
able to.
personal now because I went in
Yes.
for
Yes.
to save Orgu,
And you're able
now
to-
he's turned on me.
Yes, and you're able to heal yourself. So your spell slots are going to be good as well. Okay. Good job. Standing firm. Showing what intimidation really means. Shmarg, you're done. Sarieth, what's up?
Sarieth is backing up from. Oh wait, they'll take an opportunity.
You have to use your action to maintain the crown of madness. Did he say? No, he
No,
saved
he
against
saved
it.
it.
You say
If you move here, you're still within range, so I don't think it would hit you with the
Mhm.
bonus
No,
action.
yeah,
if I'm
that's
mistaken.
That's right.
Yeah, he wouldn't do an opportunity attack if you just moved.
I can't do Crown of Madness here. It's just like if I move, I'm gonna get stabbed.
No, you're not. Because he's still going to be within his range. He
Yeah,
doesn't
but
have
I'm
an
also
opportunity in-
concerned about this goblin over in the corner.
Mhm.
With a crossbow.
Oh, one of us can get in
Creeping up
between.
on you. Creeping,
Yeah.
Or
creeping.
just blast somebody. Whack 'em, whack 'em.
Okay, whatever. Yeah,
I'm
Crown of
going to
Madness.
heal you next.
Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna try and. Can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I am because
Hmm?
fuck.
Yes.
Uh,
Good reason as any.
yeah, so Crown of Madness again, baby.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so he does a wisdom saving throw. All right. What is your DC again?
I've got to roll.
He said,
No,
take
you
it.
spelled DC, right?
Your
Oh.
spell DC?
13.
13 with his plus. He saves.
Oh wait,
He
do
is
I get
wise
my
enough to
spell
save.
modifier with it?
It should calculated as part of it. So
Oh.
it's 8 plus 2 plus your
Yeah, yeah.
your intelligence. So that should be right.
Yeah.
13. Yes. Well, that's the way that's the way
well.
spells go. Bad luck. It does not take hold this time. Sorry. Yeah.
No more second level
How'd
spells.
you get it last time? Oh, do you use your...
I used my my
Thing
divination
yeah.
to rig it.
With an 87, what happens?
We had 86 just before, didn't we?
You can cast Fly on a random creature within 60 feet of you. Fly makes them hover. You can be a creature within. You are a creature. You can cast on yourself.
Can they come down?
And you can move 60 feet. So when you're flying, your movement is 60 feet. So you can zip
Tall
around anywhere you
stairs.
like.
How would you like to fly? Because you're so close to the enemy. At the
Me?
moment. Yeah.
Oh, I think her position is
I'll
great
vol-
to
I'll
keep
volunteer if you-
thumping
Question
there.
though, if like you
What about you
fly an
fly
enemy,
yourself?
can they come down again?
No, so they have the
No,
ability
that's
to fly.
reverse
Oh.
gravity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to fly?
But if you cast Fly on yourself, you can get away. You can get away from this.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Cast Fly on yourself.
You can get away.
I think you'd be
Alright.
better off so
We
you
already
can
had
get
this whole
up.
conversation where she's in the perfect spot. They are in the perfect
I'm
spot.
going to do Rocket Man and just.
Yeah, Rocket Man. Okay, so you do that, but this is your turn. So yeah, you've cast fly. That's great, and now you still have your movement. So you can move up to 60 feet in any direction.
I'm going to the ceiling, baby.
Which was
30.
a 30.
Yeah, you're up 30 feet. That's great.
Actually, no, it's 20 because he's already
Can
taken.
I?
Yeah,
Can
you
I-
go 20 feet.
Okay, so can I go up?
Yep, you
And
can go
then
up.
can I go over here,
You still get the attack of opportunity from number 2 by doing so.
just above?
Yeah, yeah,
Just-
because you're going to leave his range.
Yeah.
He would get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
Unless you've
yeah.
already taken
I've-
one. I don't think you have.
I have to go up, and if
Yeah.
I can go up here above.
Yeah, you'll be safe from there. Yeah.
up there.
Well,
cool.
safe from a lot of things.
Safe from the reds, maybe
Yeah.
not the silvers.
I'm fine. I've got plans up top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to elevate you on this. So, whee! So go and move yourself up to 12 squares in any direction.
Okay, so
The attack of opportunity will come from number 2. This may be a very short flight, aren't you? Very low on hit
3,
points.
4.
I was about to
5.
healing touch you, and then all of a sudden you're just like,
So 6.
Wait, okay.
7.
All right. However, he gets
Yeah.
to swing one time with his mace. How
Yeah.
many hit points do you have?
We've got 6, baby.
All right. He swings the
And
mace.
we've got that mirror image still going.
Oh,
One
true.
mirror image.
Okay.
There's a mirror image flying in the air as well.
Roll a
Yeah.
d20 to
Yeah,
see if
that's
the
right.
mirror image attacks you. Yes, you got
Yeah, I
only 2
imagine they kind of
duplicates
go
now.
and then just split.
Go ahead.
So
Yeah,
it's
good.
like
Just roll
between-
d20.
I'm hoping that.
Okay,
I
it
got
hits
the
the
worst
real
luck.
you,
Oh.
but it hits the real you with a D10 with a 10 against your AC.
It
You got
misses.
another way, so you
It's
fly
gonna
on.
be a
Rocket
long,
Man.
long time.
Can
So-
they hit you easily with their magic though when you're on the ceiling?
I'm on the ceiling. What? I don't know. Maybe.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
Depends
that's
on
maybe,
what
they
they
have
say.
to, maybe they have to perception
Red
check to look up.
Or be
A
at
flying
disadvantage
wizard with
'cause it's
flapping
distant.
roofs, pretty obvious.
I've got
say.
2 of me up there as well.
And then we
I
blinded by
hope
the
you
little
rank
lights
another
as well.
That was sorry. Yeah, 3 done.
Now that flows
Have you
through,
done
baby.
enough? Are you done? Next
Yeah.
is Vol.
I have.
Shit, I have to rethink what I'm going to do on my turn now.
Good. Yeah. Everybody think ahead. We gotta keep this moving.
I
Keep
should
this
have
moving.
taken that fly off of you. I had an idea.
Do anybody have that very
Do
hard
I
stop at
disadvantage
9:30? I don't have anything decided
No,
on
no.
that afterwards.
No.
Okay.
You want
I'd
to
But
rather
Ru-
finish this part.
Go as fast as
Um,
possible because you're holding up your own combat. I can stay here, but I don't want to keep you past 9:30 if I don't have to.
All right. Honestly, there's nothing really else I can do here, so I'm just going to hit number 2 with a great axe.
Okay, yeah, we're going to practice fast combat, so try not to narrate what you're going to do,
Fast,
try not to
okay.
debate. Let's just speed things up.
So 8 plus 10, 13.
13 is a hit. Roll your damage.
All right. 6.
6. All right, shaved down, still looking strong. -6 on that one. Good job. All right. Vol, are you done?
That's all I can do, yeah.
Okay, next
not gonna
is
solve that.
Fogrim. What you going to do?
I am going to. So can you remind me what this does? I know that we're trying to go for.
That's fine. Yes, so it takes 10 minutes to cover a creature. It takes an action, so 10-foot square is grease. Grease means that if they're in that space, they have a chance of falling over.
Would it
So-
increase the damage of fire?
Yeah, it's flammable. Wouldn't increase the damage, make the fire spread more. You can look up grease.
Oh,
bolts
okay.
to get
It
the
does.
Well,
I've already asked.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I was just kind of thinking for his.
Wait,
flame
keep going,
breath.
keep going.
Yep. Well, look, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to inflict wounds on number 2.
Okay, bring out the inflict wounds. Roll it.
16.
Yeah, you make contact with that big beefy shoulder and black veins spread out from your hands successfully.
Yeah.
Do your damage.
Sorry, I'm just finding my d10s. I'm just going to steal yours here because I lost
And
mine.
Shudian, think about what your move is. So remember, Shudian, you're up next. Get ready.
What do we got there? 9. Is that a 10?
Yeah,
A
0 is a 10. Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's that? 19.
19. Wow. The life gets sucked out of this guy. He is bloodied again. Flip him over or he's rotting. Like this, he is covered with sort of cracked open sores that smell terrible and full of pus as the necrotic damage sinks in. Good job. That was Major and that was Fogrim. Next is Shudian. After
Yes.
Shudian, we're going to have the monsters.
Gonna attack this dude.
Okay, please do.
Yeah.
16.
16. Yeah.
16. Yes, roll your damage.
D10. D12, sorry. 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 on top of that.
Okay, 8 takes him down. He goes
Good.
down.
Good, good.
Cracked, bleeding, roasted all the muck, and he splatters into pieces. Like he's like a rotting corpse as you cleave him.
I know that we're not supposed to do this, but could I retroactively use my bonus action, or is that gone?
Yeah, I'm speeding things up. So what would bonus
I was just going to use my spiritual weapon just to keep on attacking.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm just going to roll for
Orgu?
Orgu.
Yeah. That
Just-
makes sense.
just
I don't think
let's-
it's going to change the outcome of anything.
10, 11, 14.
Okay, with a 14, he yanks. So white number 1 jumps in the way and takes the blow instead. So do your damage against number 1. 4 points of damage against number 1. Good job. He says. Okay, that was number 1 being hit.
Do I have my bonus action?
Yes.
So,
yeah,
yes,
we're back
yeah.
to.
Can
Studian,
I
what you do.
now use the flame breath
Ah!
on Orgu?
It's a bonus action to do the flame breath, is it?
I think it's an action.
It's an action.
Action? Okay.
Yeah, to say action?
Action,
yeah.
yeah.
It's action.
Michael,
Yeah.
what was the...
So you can't use
Yep,
bonus.
gotta use your action for the
What was
flame
the
breath.
rough
Oh,
damage
okay.
then?
Alright.
14.
Okay.
Yep, no.
All right, very good.
So, can I move?
Yes.
Hmm.
It's your turn.
Alright. I'm just going to position
4 or
myself.
5, yeah. Yeah, standing up on the altar around a very badly surrounded
A little
Orgu.
bit of height there.
Yes. Okay, all right. Good. Now it is Goblin's turn. He says, I'm going to get that fucking wizard. Oh, wait, where is he? So he comes up here. He cannot hide. So he is wondering what to do. Yeah, kill the cloth. So he does not have advantage as he shoots at you with his bow up there.
Great.
He's still aiming for it.
Still aiming for you. Yeah, because
Pinata.
Orgu's like, get that one, pointing up to the wizard.
1,000% gonna die.
All
Do you still
right.
have a thing?
I want
Do I still have all? Yeah, I still got mirror image.
Sorry for my next action.
Got 1 mirror image.
Okay,
to
roll
roll.
it's with a 6. It hits if it hits you
Six.
or your mirror image, both
It
would
just-
survive. So don't
it
bother.
just-
Yeah,
just
it doesn't matter which
which
one.
is it?
Yeah, okay. So you're protected. That was the goblin. Next is Orgu. Can he finally fucking do something? You're not like stun locking him with anything now? No. Okay, finally.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. He casts Bless again, so he's going to cast Bless. First of all, he's going to cast Bless on himself for 1, and 2, 3. All right, so
at least
Bless
we're all
is his action. With Vicious Mockery on you, on you, Shudian, out there. Oh, you finally bloody got here. But he sort of looks at you. You can tell he starts to mock you, Shmaragd, but there's sort of like a flicker in his eyes, like you. And so he turns over and mocks Shudian instead. There's some reason he spared you, Shmaragd. Maybe your kindness in the past has come through. That is a charisma saving throw, which you do very well on. You're
19.
unaffected by his vicious mockery. Does he want to move? Hey, he's starting to stand like he kind of cracks his knuckles like, it looks like I get to use my axe. So yeah, he is going to turn to a fighting cleric pretty soon, and he is ready to lay down some smack next turn. He has a spiritual weapon. His bonus action is going to go after somebody. I think it's going to. Let's see.
I think it's the gold one.
Spellcast, yeah, the gold one. Yeah. Well, he's most threatened by the things that are right by him. So this one is going to go for you, Shmaragd.
He's going to attack the other spiritual weapon.
He's not averse. He's not averse to doing that. Spiritual weapon up against you, Shmaragd, with his bless is a 10.
No.
Okay, so that's a miss. That was Orgu.
That was a lot of
The
sass.
red. The
Not
silvers. Okay, so 1 is going to go for you floating up there. You're visible. So
Yep.
up there. So you are, what have
Do
they
you have
done
any?
against you
Do you have any
for?
of the
Mirror images? There's still a mirror image.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. You get drug powdered because
Yep.
poison didn't seem to work on you. So what about this?
Can I roll my mirror
Yep.
image?
Roll
It rebounded.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
if it's,
It hit
I think it's
another
under
dice.
6, right?
no, because some of them are gone. So you got to show me. No,
Oh,
it
sorry.
had to be an 8. So no, it attacks
it's
actually
gone.
you. Do your saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Bless you. No, it's still okay.
Hey! Just that. that. Wow, what a great way to do it,
All
too.
the drugs.
Yeah, it's all the drugs.
They just
Exactly.
do nothing.
Your drug regimen is standing
Surely
strong.
because you're just so ridiculously high right now, the
You
additional
can't get any
drugs
higher.
heal you a little bit.
I've got the highest
Okay.
resistance.
Yeah.
If this is very high, it is going to go for you again because he really sees you as a threat. No, he's not going to. So number 2 is going to go for somebody else. I'd say.
I've not been attacked yet.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think that they want to. Who here is bloodied? Who's here is under half their hit points? Flip yourself over if you're
no.
bloodied. No, I get to know if you're bloodied.
Literally
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not under half
I
yet.
don't know.
Not
If
enough.
I'm 13 out of 27. Is that?
Just half, yeah, 13. Yeah, so you're
that's
bloodied.
half.
Yep. All right. It is going to be you. Let's see, Shmaragd, you didn't do well against the fire, so we're going to do. Let's see, if it's very high, he's smart. No, he's just going to keep trying different things. Ignoring the fact that you're a dwarf, he's going to try to give you poison. So you get a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Advantage, that's 2 20s then.
Yeah,
Okay. Constitution.
yep. That was done with him, but
17.
that's all right.
19.
Yeah, so you sort of spit it back. I was like, "Fucking dwarf! He's a dwarf. They're dwarfs. They're dwarfs. Don't give a dwarf poison." Okay, so
You just drink it down and it's like,
okay.
stronger.
All right, that
James
was number 2.
spent years
That was the
developing a resistance
silvers.
to. Oh, okay.
Smaragd, to take your revenge. After
All
that,
right.
sorry, you have to get ready for your
I
move.
am
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
I've got
try
one.
an action I've never done before. I want to channel divinity,
Sure.
preserve life.
Ah, okay. Now, preserve life only gets people up to half their hit points. We
That's
just established
okay.
that most people don't have half their hit points.
I was actually only going
Or
to.
half.
I was actually only going to give it split
Oh,
between
sure.
the two of us.
Good.
And maybe some too. So I
I'm
can
17.
restore.
114.
Yeah, so flip your thing over if you're bloodied. Are you half?
17.
Okay, yeah. So he can't take it. So it can only heal someone up to half their hit points. Is that
Okay,
right?
restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So if I'm a cleric level 3, that's 15 points
That's
between
right.
the two of us.
Yeah.
So I might give myself 5 and give you 10.
Well, you can only go up to so the rest gets wasted. So you get up to half your hit
I need
points.
4 to go up to
It
10.
takes 4 to go up to half, and it takes you how many to get up to half? It's still good.
I am at half.
Then it's only going to do 4 to him and then stop him. Great to use later on when people are
It's
really in
fine
trouble.
if you don't
Okay,
want to
so
use it now.
perhaps don't use it now, and I'll just
Yeah.
use my attack to
Yeah.
actually.
And it's very good.
attack,
Channel Divinity
attack.
does not
Okay.
use verbal. That's a very nice, very clever discovery.
Well,
of yours.
that's what I figured.
Yeah, you'll keep that in mind. But I think
All right.
you wouldn't be very effective right
All
now.
right, so in that case, I'll just use
You
my
aren't hurt enough. I've gotta change that.
Warhammer attack against
Don't take long.
Augur.
Yep, good.
Because it's going to be too hard to
No,
move
please, yeah,
around.
let's
isn't
keep
it?
going. We don't need to narrate them all.
No, I was thinking out loud. Sorry. 15 plus 6 is 21.
Okay, number 2 jumps in the way of getting that one, but now you do your damage against that. Hits number 2. White number 2.
8 plus 4 is 12.
12 damage number 2. Flip over number 2. She is bloodied by that.
Yeah.
You hit her
Oh,
hard.
and my spiritual weapon. Again, also against Augur.
Yeah. He has nobody to reach for.
17
actually hits
plus
him.
6 is 17 plus 6 is 23.
23. He just got the bless going as well. 23 hits him. Do your damage against Orgu. Whoa! Nice.
12 again.
12. He's going to roll a concentration saving throw. Ah, okay. He maintains his bless on that one.
That's
Wow,
so
nicely
big.
done though.
So
Big hit though.
Sardiath, after Sardiath, Vol, get ready.
Great, I'm hovering like a UFO over the top of them.
Yes.
And then I'm using my scroll of burning hands to go down as a cone shape.
Oh my god! I'd say that works pretty fucking well.
That's a
Yeah,
pretty
I'd say you can angle. Yeah, that is sick. That is. So I think you'll be able to
Everybody's
get
about
all
to get
3 of them
missed
and
off.
miss because it really helps that you're elevated, by the way, because it helps the cone sort of cut underneath you while getting these 2.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice 3-dimensional math we're doing here.
Yeah.
So they all do dexterity
That's
saving
phenomenal.
throws. Let's
Yeah.
do number 1. What is your spell DC?
Spell DC
So
is
13?
13.
Number 1 fails. Start rolling your damage from that, by the way.
It's.
Number 2 fails.
I don't think it's got anything to do with save. Yeah, save. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they both fail. So roll your damage.
6, 7, 8, 11.
11.
Plus 5 from the spell modifier.
No, just it says right there. Unless it says modifier, you don't. So it just-
Okay.
yeah. Spells generally don't have that.
11.
11. Number 1 gets so. You did pull. Was it a scroll or was
It was a scroll.
Yeah, you
I've
pull
been
the
saving
scroll
it.
and
Thank
read
you,
it out.
Belinda, whoever you are.
Yeah, Melinda gave it to you. So boom, it goes down there. Melinda, not Mel from like Mel and Davy.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mendoza. So great. So, boom, you toast number one, flip over number one. Number one goes up in flames and is nearly killed by that one gout of flame.
Sorry, my bad.
Very good.
Out of hands.
Number two takes all that damage and dies. Remove
Yeah,
number
baby.
2 in the ring. Gone. And now Orgu is going to get hit by that cone. And yeah, that's huddling next to the altar. None of this helps. The altar seemed to be shielding in some ways, but doesn't. Let's see if he takes a save. He does save against that.
If he saves, it takes half.
He takes half. So what is the total?
Half.
11. So he takes 5. Good job.
Still
Oh, and he does another concentration check. So he takes 5 damage. He does a concentration check. He loses it. His bless goes down. Oh my God! What a piling on.
Combo.
That was Saryev. Yeah, are you going to survive this battle after all? Vol, keep going.
You actually got the idea that I had anyway.
After Vol is Fogrim. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna move 6 spaces.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, can't move caddy corner. So you can't move caddy corner through a solid object.
Okay,
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Yep.
Good.
Can someone move me there?
Yep.
Excellent.
All right, and because I can't use my burning hands because you've taken out the ones that I wanted, I'll go with the Eldritch Blast on this one then.
Okay, on which target?
Let's get rid of his minion there, number one.
Okay, yes, the weak
Direct
number
line.
1. Let's get rid of that
Which
one
one
with the
would that
cantrip.
be?
Well
Yeah.
done.
All right.
We'll do wild magic, by the way, because
Oh,
that
yeah,
kills
wild
the spell.
magic.
What is it? Wild magic because he uses.
Yeah, it's still
scroll?
the weave of magic. Yeah, still disturbs
Alright,
the weave of
I'll wait
magic.
until
With
after
an
he's
88,
done that
Be
part.
good.
you can cast fly on another random creature within 60 feet of you.
Up you go!
Yes.
Fucking crazy.
Can I grab another dice?
Yes,
from my-
please, by all means. I don't need that D20.
Who likes burning hands?
Well, because of I can use.
Oh,
Come on, you know you want it.
I'll use
Badonkadonk.
burning hands
Go,
on this
go,
one.
go.
Yeah, baby!
What's it gonna be?
All right, so it's a dex save. It's same spell. Only I'm using a spell, not a scroll.
Oh my God.
Oh, so you're going to try and hit the both of them
I'm
together.
trying to get
Yeah,
both of them.
Yeah, again, because the angles, I'd say you get both of
Yep.
them and not Saryev. Not to
Yay,
shoot you.
Yay.
I'd say
Pythagoras.
you have to kind of move over here a little bit more, I think.
I'm flying right now, it doesn't matter.
exactly.
I should have brought marshmallows.
Go, go, go. Oh, wait.
That's
all right.
right.
Okay.
And we still
so
have the
dex-
fire breath.
Yeah, so number 1.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I've got a
I'm
dex
right
of
next to him.
12 that you've got to beat, so
Dex-
that one doesn't.
Yep, so that one does not. No, it takes all that damage. Ziggy does dex.
Oh,
And also
damage.
do your
Oh,
damage.
that
Both are going to take it.
One.
Hands.
Someone's got
But
it.
bless me with the He-Man here.
I have the power!
Yes.
All right, let's go. Oh,
16.
16 points of damage. Orgu, it takes it hard.
What a
and
false
he is
god.
I'm going to pull
Flip
one out
over
already.
Orgu. He is bloodied by that. I think
No,
he's
no,
bloodied
no.
before.
I'm gonna
Number
pull that one anyway,
1
so-
dies.
Oh,
that silver
Yeah.
dies. Oh my
that
God.
one.
Nicely done. Oh, this fight has really turned around. This goblin's like, oh.
That also
goblin
means I
should
get
run
3
away.
temporary hit points.
Hey, you do. Wild magic,
Well done,
84.
yeah.
Oh, here we
You
go.
got to use it.
Ooh. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage.
Oh.
You gain hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage dealt. Wait, let me do this. All right. So
Wait,
each
that's only
creature
one
is under
creature.
30 feet.
Well, there's always
oh, yeah, it
creatures
includes
here.
you. I know, yeah, within 30 feet, because you're ceiling, you're only 20 feet up. So let's start with your friend. Shmaragd and Shudian, each of you please roll a d10 to see how much
If
necrotic
you die to
damage
this,
you
this
take.
is going to be so funny.
Yeah.
D10.
This horrible
4.
pestilence.
2.
4 and 2. So each of you lose that many hit points. There's a horrible
Okay.
sort of
I'm sorry.
pestilent
As in,
cloud.
I
that
lose
comes-
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
he loses 2. Yes.
15.
So wait, do I get those two?
Oh, yeah. So now you will. We'll get total in a minute. And
Yeah.
Ziggy, roll D10 Vol. You go roll on behalf of Ziggy how much damage gets done to him.
All good.
9.
Orgu.
Okay. Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's a 3.
Okay, 3 from there. So 4 plus 2 plus 3 is how many hit points you get?
Oh God, thank you.
9.
9. That's actually no. I've got to only go up.
Oh my God, Orgu is
Oh,
not
no,
looking
23.
good as he is really, he is just
Yeah,
not
full
looking
hit
good
points.
is all I
I've
gotta
got
say.
Am I included in
One
this?
One less than
What?
full hit
Am I
points.
included in this? Health
Yes,
train?
you are as well. So you roll a d10 against yourself.
I'm sorry.
Don't think this is great.
Oh, I'm fucked.
So dead.
Yeah, I'm down. 0. Bang. Hit the ground.
Oh, lead balloon.
Splat. So you go
He's
down.
Wham, hit backstage.
Yes. So remember
sorry.
that. You take the damage, right? You fall more than 10 feet, so you take an immediate death saving throw. You've already had one failed death saving throw as a result. There's a little bit of a danger of flying.
You also mentioned at the top of the combat something about if we became unconscious at any point, there wasn't even going to be death saving throws. There was going to be something else happening.
We had to revive them inside one turn.
Yes. So
Okay.
you've got to get him up and healed. Otherwise,
Stabilized?
horrible things will
Also,
no.
is
He's
my-
got to be up with at
Is
least
my
one
mirror
point.
image around as well? Also hit the ground with fake.
Yes, yeah. So your mirror images all go. That's a concentration spell, so all your mirror images are
I
gone.
don't
Where you
think-
concentrate anything
I don't
else,
think
they're all
there's-
gone.
I don't think you're rolling for it, man.
Oh, okay,
It
great.
just happened.
I'm
no, you
just
don't.
rolling for my death save.
No. So when it's your turn, you'll take another death save. I'm saying that you automatically off your turn to check one of your failures
Right,
for your death
awesome.
save. Okay.
So
All right, let's keep going. It's 9:30. Well, who knows what the fuck's gonna happen
Wait, that
next?
means
All
I'm
right.
back to full health again.
Yeah.
No. Where were we at? That was
Side.
that was Vol's turn. Yeah,
That was Vol's turn.
Are you done, Vol?
I am done.
Father.
There's nothing else I
all
can
right,
do.
so I'm going to. I'm sorry to bring him up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
If we heal him, that would bring him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
okay,
just
cool.
needs to have a hit point. If we come
One,
around to his turn.
You want to get off the stage.
3. Sorry,
Yeah, you have to climb off the stage.
he's down here off the stage.
Uh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
fallen
yeah.
over here.
Smack
Oh
that
no,
face
that's
into
right. I
the
don't need to
floor.
be right next to him. I just need to be within 30 feet of him,
Okay.
Okay.
which would be
6
Yeah,
squares.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
you got
1, 2,
Stand.
3,
Yeah.
and then I would theoretically get you, and you. Correct.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
What you're doing? Your
Prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing. Yep.
Yeah. So if I moved there, that would be enough to get all 3.
Yes.
Just wanna
And the
confirm.
prayer of healing one also gets you up to halfway. Yeah.
I
Or is that a different one?
no, it's just 2d8 plus my spellcasting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a
modifier.
spell. Got it. Okay, great. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm going to move there. I'm not sure if that would hit you.
Within how many feet?
30 feet.
Yes. Yeah, we count diagonals as nothing, so yeah, we get him.
Cool. Okay. So
I'm
I can
full health
literally
either way.
heal
I'm
everyone.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
I'm half.
Because of
anyway,
your
Yeah,
loss,
so
I
just
just
make
one
sure.
less.
Yeah,
than
up to 6
my
creatures.
fault.
Yeah, each
If I was,
regain 2d8
if I was
plus.
one
Yeah,
less
that's
hit
great.
points, then I could go up. But
Yeah, evocation cast. That's great.
I'm on
Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, level
Sweet.
2. That's a level 2 spell. Those are powerful.
All
Woo!
right. I'm going to go 2d8 plus my modifier, which is 5.
Oh, 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
5 plus 5 plus 8, 18.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So you all get 18 health.
Holy cow!
How about?
Oh,
Oh my god, I'm at full health!
yes,
What the
it's
hell?
good, isn't it? Oh, wow. Nicely
Yeah, 9 plus
done.
18,
Ah, you said he was
27.
dead.
Well
You said he was
done,
dead,
well
yeah.
done.
I never said he was dead. Thank you very much. It's mine.
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay. That was a fantastic move by Fogram. We are at Shudian.
Yes, I would like to use that flame breath now on.
Oh!
No, sorry.
Fire.
Bonus action. I would like to use my thing on him, please.
Yes.
Before I
Okay,
before I
yes,
do
all right.
that.
I'm back to
Oh,
full
Right,
health.
that and then I
Flip
need to hit.
over Shooting as well.
Can I re-roll that because of
Yeah.
the thing?
Yeah.
It was cocked. So
It was, yeah.
tilted? Okay.
Yeah, so
Then let's
that's-
re-roll it.
Yeah, good. Forgot
Um,
that.
17,
17 against
and
Orgu.
he gets 10 in damage.
Okay, yes. 17 is higher than his AC and takes 10 damage?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. He is in terrible shape. He's just being beaten down by every side. Everybody's piling onto
Dang.
Orgu.
We've just forgotten about
He
the
does have a
goblin.
minion nearby, yeah, so he has no more protection. Very
Same.
good.
That's right, the goblin.
That was amazing. Next is, that was Foggy up next to Shudian.
Oh, your best rolls for the night!
Shit. Now I get to roll these 4.
Oh,
shit.
Fantastic. Go for
It's like
it.
our guiding bolt.
I mean, look, this could be 1.
This couldn't be one.
Look, the 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Jesus.
He goes up in flames and dies.
Holy shit, team. How the hell did we get out of that?
Toasted. Wow.
And none of us died.
None of
Yeah.
us died.
You turn around, this goblin is like, she's like,
No mercy.
Shall we let him live?
No.
no, you can't. So with fire, you don't have the choice. Yeah, with a melee attack, you have the option to knock them out.
Well,
with
make
a
a nice
spell like
mental,
that.
something
No
of a mental
option.
No,
piece.
he's further away. We can't really get him.
Oh,
Oh, the
anyway.
goblin. I thought I meant Orgu.
Yeah.
I thought I meant you're knocking out Orgu.
But
You're middle of the goblin.
mind you,
He can
it's
become
going to
a
be
Who once Augur was a mantelpiece?
Oh,
Speaking of
wow.
I want to drink
Awesome.
No, you're not going
Goblin.
to dismember Orgu.
Can we take his
He's a
just
bad
invigorate?
Just a clavicle. maybe.
Wow,
Yeah.
good job,
Keep
everyone.
on going
Good
with
tactics,
the
good working
roll.
together. You pulled out a lot of stops. You had some items that you've been holding on to. That was wise. Just dumping all this in is a great idea. Just stacking all those items in. You've held some items that are good for Epic 2. If you go on not to Epic 2, but you have, your character, just think of, this item being sort of in your character's heirloom. May convince your DM to re-award it to you sometime. You did a great job. So that was really a fantastic, crazy-ass fight. All of the magic and stuff as well. The wild magic was just completely
That was really
bonkers. So really well done.
What caused the wild magic to happen?
The chaos.
Turn
The
off the
chaos
chaos
energy.
energy.
Yeah, but you had the drug regimen to harness it and at least
Yeah.
so you're
That
able
was
to,
really funny.
You're able to cast spells well enough. Yeah.
How many of these final fights have ended up with not fighting Ziggy but having Orgu as the
Zero.
antagonist?
It's the only
This is
time.
the first
It's the
one.
only time, yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
it's not because of success, because of failure. Like I said, well, I had this. What's the story of the dice? Like
That's
I've got to
chaos.
tell a massive failure.
Is that
Just,
part of
okay,
the reason
all
like
right.
it needed that extra time to actually come up with pull the story
Yeah, part
together
of
for
it.
this?
Yeah, I
Because
knew I
it was
wanted to do
like
this right, yeah.
this is something you've not actually had to sort of
that the
just
extra time helped
rejig
with
from
that.
before. It's like a whole
That's
new.
right. Yeah.
We failed
Awesome.
spectacularly.
Yeah, awesome. What a
I would
story.
like, Fogram would like to make a speech. He
Yes.
would like to point at the dead body of Orgu and say, "False gods! You are not He-Man. He-Man lives on in all of us."
And as you say that, all of the silver cords that are attached to you, they all sort of disappear into that point. And
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Hopefully they don't come back around
Yeah.
and kill us all.
yeah, they all disappear in
Some
there.
eldritch creature comes out of the.
And you hear, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Sort of this booming voice from the cosmos. I said, hey, what's going on? So you get your answer about
Okay,
that.
so now I know what the astral plane looks like. It's that rainbow background with the stars.
Get the
It's the
guitar to
Moon
join
Man,
in.
Moon Man.
Oh man, that's great. Okay, XP. I'll just go ahead and do because for those of you who are continuing, this
Surely
will
we're
be
level 4
relevant.
across the
And
board.
you are allowed to get to level 4 now that you've defeated it, and so if you exceed that, then you will get level 4. So your XP for that. Yeah. So to get to level 4, remember you need 2,700 XP
Oh no.
from this encounter. You are going to get 225.
Damn.
No, sorry. This is a deadly encounter. You get 400 XP.
2575.
Okay, getting closer though. Yeah, it's rare to get to level 4 from Epic 1, so don't feel like you did anything badly.
I thought it was like 21 or something. So.
Yeah, I
400
was
you
hoping
said?
as well.
400.
It goes
yes.
up by 300 because first one was 300, the next one was 900, so 2700.
Yeah,
And
2,000.
I'm assuming the next one after is
535.
5400.
2545 for me.
Okay. There is loot. It's not a horde because you've gotten a horde from Orgu. Those of you going to Epic 2 will discover some treasure, but mostly you basically own the SOEC, so that's your big reward. You have a new facility that you have control
I
of.
think we
You-
own.
Well,
Technically, I own the
you own
tower.
a nearby
no,
tower.
I'm on the contract as well.
Bullshit, you are.
I haven't had to do anything
It's a
for
Yeah, you've got to
it.
actually fulfill it next, but yeah, that's
It's
true.
subletting.
I'm sad I lose my sack.
Yeah.
I didn't get to save anyone by sacking.
No, that's too bad.
No, I know.
Is
That's
it
all
too
right.
close to
Might
me if I said
encounter
that
it
you got
again one
sacked
day.
Sorry!
You've been holding that one in all this time, haven't you?
No, it just came to me then. I was like, oh!
Ah,
Teenage
great.
boys, I know what they do to each other.
I'm ready for some beers.
Celebration.
Some of the things. So remember the announcement. Remember, you must send me a message if you want to be in Epic 2. I will answer that back within a week. Remember that we'll have that new party formation on the 28th. So please show up for that. Take your character sheet. So this folder should be as empty as possible because even if you're going to Epic 2, I want you to have your because not everybody will be going to Epic 2. Not everybody, I don't want to have you come back just to give you your character sheet. Take your character sheet with you. If you go into Epic 2 and you choose to be that character, bring it on back. But
Should
please
we-
take those character
Should we
sheets.
leave
Don't
like
leave
these here?
no, take them with you. Yeah, take everything with you. And it can be a memento, or if you bring it back in Epic 2, then you'll reuse it. You'll use it from that point. And consider using these characters in other campaigns, whether you're in Epic 2 or not.
Yeah.
You'll find
Yeah.
that you often get inspired, and your DM won't let you have all these items or all these things, but you have a story, right? You can tell a story about, usually DM will say, oh, you get to start at level 3. And you can have a backstory now. Like, how did you get to level 3? Oh, you went to this crazy Caves of Chaos place and you had this adventure. So you can tell that story if you like.
What happened with me? I was flying in the air for some
Yes,
reason.
God, that fly at the end, and just the way the angles work from those flames, because that altar is really designed to sort of like make area of effects a little bit more difficult to go. But no,
all through that last round, I kept on mentally going, okay, if I get round to here, I can get all 3 of them in the one go. All 3. And then all of a sudden, wait, one of them's taken down.
very nicely done, everybody.
I don't think these are any of ours.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
fine.
think so,
Yeah,
no.
just don't worry about just would make sure that your own is
No,
being taken.
there's one.
I
There was
love
a
how
spare
the
one
fact-
of my.
Good, okay.
I went through insane amounts of damage, and the thing that took me out was an ally.
You have to go down one last time, just for old time's sake.
I had to do that to him. No.
That was very good. This goes all the way back to
To push him in
the
the well.
burning hands, in the well. And also that thing with the neck, like burning hands, like you burned
Yeah. It all comes back.
It all
He
comes
sent
back.
the mech to me.
That's right, exactly. Okay. Hopefully you love doing this. I love doing every bit of this. So I just want to, of course, we'll all go out for if you're not coming out for beers. Just thank you so much, everybody, for having a great time. All of you have the capability of being graduates. You have to DM, however. When you're DM, you become a graduate, and then you get invited to a Discord channel and a set of things that has like special one-offs that happen on some Wednesdays. So stay on Discord and stay on that. Especially speaking of Discord, if you're not going to use Discord, please get in contact with me some other way. Tell me how I can get in touch with you, because I'll use whatever communication channel you like to tell you about special events. Also, stay on Meetup because you'll hear about them there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, everybody. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it has been, I'm not going to go to the pub, I've got to go home. But look, it has been
Yeah.
really fun playing. And I mean, we've been playing since January.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we come around to your place at one point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your wife can join us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this
You
is what
said that
happens. People get
you
to know each
managed to
other for
finally
D&D.
play
Play
something
too.
with
We've
her.
played one.
Yes.
We've played one session. I brought it with me to.
Yeah, I love that
from the
story.
Essentials
I
pack.
heard
It's
about
actually
this.
really, it's quite fun if you want to pick it up. I got it on sale for like $17 on Amazon. So
Good, yeah, and that's exactly how it works. Like people make friends and make D&D friends and real life friends, for all sorts of reasons. I just played with Mel and Davey. They started a few years ago as absolute beginners. They now have a group of 5 that meets every week for like 5 or 6 hours. They have dinner together every single week, and they're having a great time. They have such great chemistry, and it's so wonderful to see that sort of thing happen. So it can happen to you too.
well, look, we're all on Discord, I suppose, in that particular channel, so we can organise.
Yeah, you can
One
DM
shots
each other.
and
Yeah.
things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
If any of you want a new channel, like you form a group and say, hey, could you just give us a channel on Discord? I'll
Yeah.
gladly give you a channel on Discord for as long as you need it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Love to try it. That.
I hope you enjoyed watching us teach Dungeons & Dragons to absolute beginners. Want to know more about how we do it? Then support our nonprofit mission. Unlock extensive how-to videos and use the Courage and Chaos method yourself by using free materials that we provide. You can get all that at the link that you see here. That is tinyurl.com/teachdd, or you can click that link in the description. Of course, please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to come out with these videos every 2 weeks in this series, so I will see you again soon.